Come on. Fix my hair.
There.
Come on, YouTube. Just work with me. Work with me, please. Please. Make it happen. Come on.
It says this meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
It does.
Let me double check it.
She has to finish her prayer. There's like certain words.
So
Where are you, YouTube? There you are.
this shit. I don't need to be on YouTube for this to work,
No.
right?
There you are.
It says you're streaming live on YouTube in the top left corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look. There you go.
What I'm
it's
wondering though is
loading.
like if I close the YouTube tab but leave Zoom open, that's
You're
gonna
still
turn off
streaming
the
live on
stream,
YouTube.
isn't it?
Is it?
No, you're still
No?
streaming. You're
Well, I know because I haven't closed the tab yet. That's
you're
what I'm
streaming
saying.
live on YouTube from Zoom.
From Zoom, so I don't have to
no.
keep this YouTube tab open that it brought me to, right?
Oh.
I don't know. Does it really matter if you leave it open,
That seems
Amy?
suspicious.
Yeah, you
I'd
can always
close
leave it
but
open.
I'd probably shut down things.
I'm staying here. I'm just going to leave it open because it's not replaying the video to me. It's just got me in the chat.
This is the riveting content that we're known for.
This is like a teaching channel where people who want to get into podcasting, you know.
I didn't hear you, Joel. What'd you say?
I said, this is why I pay my $6.66 every month.
Exactly.
For
This kind of content.
Wonderful, riveting content that we've gone back and forth about. Should we go on? Should we do? I'm tired. No, let's do. Totally my fault. Like 4 weeks ago, yes, we'll do a big Halloween. We're gonna dress up. It's gonna be awesome.
Lots happened in those past 4
We're gonna
weeks.
do it, and then it was like, oh fuck.
Well, because we were excited because we're like, it's Halloween. It's a Saturday night. We don't have the children,
and we
so
love dressing up.
We should dress up. We should be so cool. Everything's awesome, and then just
all the shit happened,
dude.
Halloween is my
son
favorite
got a
holiday,
whole new
though.
back.
It's fun. Well, that's what we were saying when we were getting ready. You're like, if this was any other time of life, we would have like all these parties to choose from because it's Halloween, and then we don't have our kids.
Yeah.
So it'd be like bonus, like we can actually go to them. Like last year we had the kids on Halloween, so we had to wait until like all the parties that were off weekends.
There we go.
Stuff.
Gotcha.
You guys are rocking and rolling.
Okay, good.
Yay. Okay, Joel, did you see my forehead costume?
It's hard to read.
See if
Yeah,
I
it's
get
hard. I see that there was something on there. I figured it was.
get the glare off.
I just
Oh, cool.
see when it said proud, I assumed she meant proud boy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Just
No,
because I know your heart.
I feel bad for putting no effort whatsoever into my look tonight because I'm well known for wearing different costumes on the live stream. And I saw this tattoo sitting on my desk and went, perfect. Although I'm embarrassed to tell you how long it took me to try to figure out if it would read the correct direction.
You're just looking.
Because I was like, okay, this isn't mirrored. So if I'm looking at myself on here and I'm not mirrored, the signs behind me are correct.
That's what I was thinking. If it's the same direction as the signs, then it would be fine.
That would make sense, right? But no, because then I'm like holding it going, but
my forehead changes
here,
the
and I'm
polarity.
There's too much science involved. I can't take
Oh my gosh.
so bad.
Oh, I forgot to tell Gentleman Caller I volunteered to tutor someone's kid in algebra.
What?
I know.
Nice.
It just happened. At some point. They're having trouble in algebra.
I'm
Well, that was
drinking
nice
this
of you.
kava tea that
Well,
Nikki
I was like, don't
recommended.
tell anyone. This is a rumor I will deny. But I'm actually good at math, and if they need any help, send it my way.
I am not kidding about being bad at math. So
What is math?
Yeah.
if your kid needs help spelling, I can help with that.
I'm terrible at spelling.
All right, I'm gonna
if I get
shame
to a
Brett
word I
Nicky.
can't spell, I just hit that little microphone and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And Google spells it for me. I'm like, that's what I meant. Yep.
Yeah, like when we first started dating, I'd be like, why are you randomly saying words?
Those are the ones I can't spell very well. What? Confidently. I can't spell them confidently.
There, I just sent a shaming
What kind of dog is that?
message to
That
Brittany.
is whiny
It's-
York.
Yeah, the Yorkie.
Oh, the Yorkie.
I had a Morkie for a while. The Maltese Yorkie. So cute.
She's being annoying right
Sounds
now.
yappy.
My daughter is on the front
Oh yeah,
porch.
he was yappy. Oh, and so
She's felt that she'll run away every time the door opens. So she's in here
yeah,
with me.
my Yorkie ran too. And they run fast and far.
Yep.
My cats do not run fast.
When I had
sleeping
when I had my
somewhere
cat,
in
I would
the
just open the door. I'm like, or when I had my big dog, I was like, okay, go, bye.
All right, so
Okay.
here's what we're gonna do since we're live streaming. We're gonna start the podcast since we're already streaming, and then if more people join us, great, they get in on it. If they don't, then it's just us talking about politics. So, okay, so I guess I'm Amy with a Y.
Oh, I'm not.
She's not. She's
I'm
Amy with a different
I.
letter.
I'm
You're listening to or watching Secular Soup. I don't know how this is going to work because I don't understand technology.
Oh
So
my gosh, it's exhausting actually.
we're here on Halloween, not dressed up
No.
because we're lazy. And I thought it would be fun since we're only a few days away from the most massive election ever. If we just kind of talked,
It's the Masked Singer, right?
if we talked that exactly, like who are we going to vote
Okay.
for? Whose
Okay.
costume do we like the best? Do we think
It's
one
not
of them
about the
is Johnny
costume, it's
Osmond?
about the music.
That's true. Are we going to get enough? Is Justin Timberlake going to be in one of them? I don't know.
I
Did you
voted
know it
weeks
turns
ago.
Justin
I
Timberlake?
actually haven't watched this season, so I don't know. It ended weeks
No
ago.
spoilers.
I watched part of one season. It was fine.
They're great. They're actually very entertaining. My
Agreed to
kids really
disagree.
liked Holy Moly. That one was fun.
I watched part of the first season and went, "Yep, I get the concept." That's
Wait,
enough
what
of
is
that.
it?
She's talking
The
about the
Masked
Masked
Singer.
Singer.
Oh, I haven't ever watched that.
That's a great show.
Oh, we have
It's
a
on
guest
Hulu,
star. Come on.
but I just turn it on and
It's
start
fun.
singing along with
It's
everything.
entertaining. It's entertaining for a few episodes. Oh, big boy's here.
I like the whole thing.
It's big boy. Chappie has joined us for those of you not watching but only listening. He's a very big boy. So, how many of you are voting third party? And as soon as you tell me that, leave this cast immediately because you can't be on
Well,
it.
okay, the name JoJo is fun.
Well, you see,
First
what
off.
I've done is voted for the great Donald J. Trump.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Like, we want to
Because-
keep this. America's been going in such a good direction that we want to keep it going. And if we want to keep it going,
Thank you.
we need to stay on the train we're on, right?
Yeah,
You can't
because
switch
we
horses
can't-
midstream.
We can't have this country run by Sleepy Joe,
No.
He has dementia and
bad man, and has
apparently
dementia.
did you see that? Okay, did you see YouTube video that Rudy Giuliani put out where he's like, you want the proof? Here's the proof. And he slams down some files on his desk, but he never opens them. He never
Oh
talks
my
about them. He
God.
just screams into the camera for like 2 minutes and then it's over.
Is that
Oh,
a thing
wow.
that actually
The
exists?
paper, the ones that Trump signed when he was in the hospital.
Yeah,
Ugh,
it's
I hate
it's
America.
ridiculous.
I hate
It's
America
ridiculous.
so much.
I saw that YouTube video because it was shared in a local Facebook group and people were like, yeah, you go, America's mayor. I'm like, oh my God, these are my neighbors. This is so bad.
Yeah, I've been fighting all
They
of
loved it.
my neighbors on our local newspaper page about COVID
Ugh.
because, 99.6% of people survive it anyway. It's fine. It's not even as bad as the flu. Like, I had friends that had it and they said that it was just like the flu and they're fine. So
Yeah.
why is the media scaring everybody about it? If you want to wear a mask, fine, go ahead and wear a mask, but don't make me wear a mask. I mean, that's just freedom.
The
I'm going to
latest
strangle
thing-
everybody in this
the
town.
latest thing I saw is even COVID chose Trump over Biden. I was like, oh
Great.
my God. Like,
Oh my God.
I hate Texas.
Yeah,
I mean,
Trump.
Florida's not better, right?
Well, Florida's the worst from what I've
Oh.
heard.
Florida is absolutely the worst.
I don't know. Have you been to Texas? It's garbage.
Well,
not Oklahoma though. So
at one point, Florida, Michigan, and Texas all had asshole Republican governors named Rick, and I think that was the vortex of people.
Yeah,
About
it was
four.
Rick Perry.
You had Rick Perry. We had, and they had Rick Snyder up in Michigan, and he was the one
against him so many times.
He was the one that let Flint's water get so bad too. So they're
listen. If those people want better water, they can pay for it, just like everybody else. Am I right?
Maybe they're just here illegally, so they don't deserve clean water.
Exactly. Give them the bad water. Save the real water for our American heroes.
Wait. Who built the cages? That was his Wi-Fi password at a press conference last week.
I am so...
It was like making America great again. Wi-Fi password. Who built the cages? Joe.
Well, Trump has such great track record with his passwords. Did you see somebody hacked him a couple weeks ago because his Twitter password was MAGA 2020 ! That's
the first one.
My password. God damn it. I'm gonna have to change that.
You will.
We have a technical thing. I have to set up my ring because apparently I'm dark. He sent me a text saying I was too dark.
I have my ring next to me and I shut it off because I didn't care enough. I had it turned on to the red setting so it would look angry.
Okay, I can do that.
But then you wouldn't be able to see this at all. So I don't know.
I'm moving my camera too. Yikes.
Basically, what I'm dressed up as today is a tired as fuck mother whose child got a new robot spine last week and so therefore has been unable to sleep or do anything.
And I should mute myself if I'm doing all of this, actually.
Probably. I mean, it's probably more riveting on YouTube than it is on audio. But I have so few fucks to give right now that it doesn't really matter. I should go check the YouTube chat room and see what I don't know how to do that though.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to do if you don't know how.
I know, right? Okay, there we go. I figured it out. So yeah, Kristen, who are you going to vote for? Have you decided?
Already.
You did? So you weren't waffling, trying to figure out who was the best candidate? I like to wait right until election day. And then that morning, just really pray about it.
I'm just going to change.
Yeah.
I always vote by mail.
We can't do that here because the liberals.
Because voter fraud.
So, actually.
See, now you're much better lit.
Thanks. I'm going to make it.
All of my liberal friends have voted already and have started shaming me for waiting until election day.
So I just called because we moved. We moved. Mm-hmm. And I called and my change of address form was lost. So they said, try voting in the place you moved from and see if that works. And I was messaging my friends. I was so upset because I have voted in every election since I was 18.
Yeah.
And so I'm like super upset. And so I'm hoping, I have the number. I'm going to call them first thing Monday morning because this was like, Friday, like yesterday. Because I had it in the mail the right time. I printed it out. I signed the forms. I did everything. And then I was messaging my friends. I was like, I'm not one for liberal conspiracies. But I'm a registered Democrat in Texas. And my change of address form got missing. Just went. But if they can't find it, you know how destroyed I'm going to be.
Oh yeah.
Like I was I was crying to poor Gentleman Caller. I was like, what if he loses by one? What if he loses by one?
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but still.
But if there are enough Amy's around the country that happened to.
Exactly.
I'm so upset though, because I changed my license by online. And you can't do your voter registration at the same time. So I had to print out a form and we had to go to his parents' house to print out a form because we don't have a printer.
Oh my God.
And then I filled it all out and signed it and put it in. And
yeah, One of my
I'm
friends,
so upset. I hope
she and her-
Monday morning they'll tell me good news and they'll just be like, even though you have a different address, you're still on our list. Come on in, vote. You know?
Yeah, one of my friends, she and her husband did that. They filled out their ballots, and then they have drop boxes in town that you can just drop them off at.
Yeah.
So she dropped hers off in the morning, and he dropped his off after work that night. And then you can go online and track them.
Yeah, you can see.
And so she went online and tracked
that's why I
hers.
called, because I've been checking mine every day since October 13th.
So yeah, hers she found right away, and they had logged it, but his wasn't in the system.
Oh my gosh.
And they were freaking out, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it turns out, after asking a few people, that like when you register, it asks you for your driver's license or your social, but when you track it online, you have to use like the last 4 digits of your social security number. But people were confused and using like their driver's license number to try to look it up.
Okay, good.
So it turned out they did have it and everything was okay once he got but like 5 or 6 other people in our liberal group were like, yeah, that exact same thing happened to me. I freaked out and then I went back and tried my driver's license number instead, and then it was there. So this is why I wait until the day of to vote.
I have done that before. That's what I did
I will get my sticker. I will fill out that piece of paper.
Oh,
well, here you get a sticker even if you vote by mail.
See, I love that.
I think you do too here, but it's just not the same. Nobody understands how much I love the act of driving to the polling place. Of course, I don't have to wait because I live in a township. So it's literally a teeny tiny little like town hall, and you park and go in and there's no line. So I suspect that if I had to wait in a long line, I might think differently about this.
So voting here is like a terrible Scantron, and it has like this huge box.
Depends on the county.
You have to fill in the whole box.
Yeah, that's how ours is.
It depends on the county, because the last election that I did, and then the last local election I did, it's just like a touch screen kiosk, but there's just a bunch of them in a room, like in the library. And so you go and you touch the little touch screen, but you lift your little, it's like a little piece of felt, like you're ordering from like a Redbox or whatever. That's not the name. It's not Redbox.
No, we don't have that here. We still have paper, and it's like a Scantron, and then you fill it out, and then when you come out, it loads into a machine, the same machines we've had for like 40 years, and it just registers that it got yours, and it's counted, and it tells you which number voter you were.
Nice. Wow. And
Minnesota does have a pretty good, mainly because we've been run by Democrats for so long, we actually have a really good voting system, but Trump's trying real hard to turn us red.
We're having a good turnout lately.
I heard that.
Like 60%.
And then my particular county is like it's one of the, there's like this whole like top like 20 or something counties that are like leaning, they're turning. They're like, so it's kind of exciting right now because people are real mad. They're so mad. They're like, don't California my Texas, which is adorable.
Yeah, whereas here it's
doesn't even rhyme. It's not like catchy.
We used to be so solidly Democrat, and now it's just so completely cut and dry rural metro. That's it. If you're in rural Minnesota, you are red, red, red. And if you're in the Twin Cities area, or maybe Duluth, that's kind of big, but otherwise just Minneapolis, St. Paul, then you're liberal.
Duluth is kind of big.
Duluth is respectable.
Okay.
It's got a college, a university.
Is that where the trading company comes from?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a St. Cloud, only bigger.
I've heard of Duluth because of a board game.
Yeah, I don't understand any of the words she's been saying for the past 5 minutes.
Duluth, Wayzata. I was going to start just naming towns, but then I lost my train of thought after Wayzata. So,
well, I saw this. I've spent way too much time in the local pages because they make me so mad. But I saw this one thing where someone was like, there was an anti-Trump billboard that was put up in Dallas like this weekend. And everybody's like so upset. They're all up in arms. And then they're like, Dallas is Democrat. It's always been Democrat because it's a garbage city. It's like, what? You guys have just decided that it's trash, therefore it's blue?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you should hear people here. Like, you can't go to Minneapolis, you'll get shot on the street. Have you ever been there? No.
Like, you're not going to get shot on the street.
People literally haven't even been there before.
Well,
but
that's what they say about Dallas. There's piles of trash everywhere. I'm like, Dallas is gorgeous. Are you kidding me?
Like, yeah.
Where? Did you make a wrong turn? Where did you end up?
They're just so willing to believe any bullshit.
They say that about Austin too. Austin is super fun.
Yeah,
Super
I've heard
fun.
Austin is amazing.
Yeah, there's like music festivals and there's all kinds of things to do. There's museums and sculpture gardens. It's fun.
What is
Yeah, but I
music
heard that all-
festival?
I know, right?
All the cities run by Democratic mayors have turned into hellscapes that are on fire. That's what I have heard from the rioters. So there's rioters turning every major
Yeah.
American city, but only the ones run by Democrats,
Yes. Yeah.
into major hellscapes.
Yeah. San Antonio has a Black female Democrat right as a mayor right now.
Oh, it must be
People
real
are
bad
like,
there,
oh, this
then.
place, it has really changed. It's,
Can you even live there anymore?
No.
Or does it just have to be
How
completely
could you?
abandoned? Yeah,
How
it's all
could
on
you?
fire.
Yeah.
hmm Well, fortunately, I heard that they can stop doing riots because if you would just do what police tell you to do, you wouldn't get shot in the first place. And then
I've
all of
heard
these,
that. Or if you weren't
whiny
using drugs at
liberals-
any point in your life or
Yeah.
accidentally stolen anything.
listen, just
is
don't
that
do
how
that,
it works?
Yeah.
and you'll be
Or
fine.
I don't know if people have tried this, just not being Black.
It's easy for me.
I-
I've done it my whole life.
I knew she was going to say that. I set her up for that.
How hard is
You
it?
did.
I knew she was going to say that. This is
Mhm.
why.
Because she knows I'm terrible.
Yep.
It's so easy not being Black. Just try it. It's like smiling.
It's the same
Just do it.
suggestion with not being able to pay your bills. Have you tried not being poor?
Yeah. Have you tried just paying them?
Oh my God, I try that every day and it doesn't work.
Have you tried just
I said-
going into your
try
bank
sending
account?
a payment out and it
Yeah.
bounces and it comes back. It doesn't work.
Have you tried calling the bank and getting more money?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
say my
you've got
account doesn't.
to work harder and pull yourself up from your bootstraps.
Yep. Pull those bootstraps up.
You should do the West voice.
I can get one set of bootstraps up in the air, but if I try to pull the other one at the same time, I end up
What-
falling on my ass for some
I don't
reason.
understand the logistics of that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they just misunderstand
Like-
it because it's supposed to be like a thing you can't do. You can't pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
Right.
That's the whole
Doesn't
point of the
work.
saying is that
That's
it's
physics.
impossible to do. That's why it's
But they
funny
just
that people use it.
As like a
Bastardized it into
Yeah.
that.
The
And now it
intent of
doesn't
it
make any
originally
sense.
was how
bootstrap.
ridiculous it is to ask someone to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. That was the whole thing. But America doesn't understand
That's a good one.
sarcasm, I guess. I don't know.
They don't understand actual meetings.
I
Of
gotta take a
things.
bite of this. Hold on.
Oh my God. This
Oh
is
my
recorded.
god, you have a giant Charleston chew.
Chocolate just went everywhere.
You don't know her
It's
life.
like
You
the
don't know.
size of my forearm.
I need
I'm
this right now.
6'3".
This is the only thing keeping me going.
Wow.
Amy, get me some Charleston chew.
No,
There's
we're gonna
3
get
more
candy corns
upstairs.
tomorrow. That's what we're doing. We're going to the
No
store
candy corn.
and we're getting candy corns
I
tomorrow
like candy corn.
because they're
No.
delicious.
Team candy
Bad.
corn.
Can't stop me. I have 14
bad, and
American
wrong.
dollars. I just said that. And some of those are
Fine.
going to be spent on Brock's
You
candy
can buy
corn.
like 5 bags of candy corn with that.
I'll get 1 bag of candy corn and 1 bag of Reese's pumpkins. Because
Oh,
the
those are
shapes
good. I
taste
love
good.
those.
Choice.
Yep.
And then you
that's-
eat a pumpkin like every 3rd piece of candy corn.
Exactly. So
You
excited.
could take the one piece of candy corn and jam it into the pumpkin and eat it all together.
No, that sounds terrible. Are
Are you a monster? Were you raised in a barn?
Obviously.
Well, that just sounds gross.
Yeah, that's gross. That's disgusting.
You need to go think about what you've said.
Candy corns are delicious.
Come
By
back when
themselves. You have to
sorted
eat
yourself
each
out.
color individually.
Mm-hmm. Except the chocolate ones are terrible. I throw those
I don't like the
out.
chocolate ones.
No, those are garbage.
No, those are gross.
They should
Those
quit
are like
putting those-
Jordan mints at weddings. They just need to be left alone.
Like, I love the autumn mix, but we just don't need the chocolate. Come up with something else. I just need the pumpkins and the regular candy corns,
Thank you.
right?
Yes.
That's what I think about politics anyway.
I hate politics so much. I'm so tired of it. I can't.
But if you ever had a peanut butter Snickers,
Those
No.
are good. When's the last time we actually bought candy, though? We don't even buy candy.
well,
we talk
the
big
whole
game, but
being
I
a
don't.
diabetic thing really
I buy a
screws
lot
me
of
up,
candy.
so-
I eat enough candy. Actually, I just get all of my sugar in alcohol form.
I like almond Snickers.
Smart.
Those are delicious.
I love almond Snickers.
Those are very good.
I'm very glad I'm not allergic to nuts like my child is.
Me too. Like your child.
Yeah.
It works out good though, because then I can eat all of the peanut butter and nut candies that he gets on Halloween.
My favorite is when they're little and you're eating something. They're like, "What is that?" You're like, "It's spicy."
Mhm.
Spicy.
It's got peanuts.
Except
Sorry.
this one
You wouldn't
kid from
like it.
2 years old, he was like, "I want it still," and he would just eat everything. I'm like, "Damn it, the spicy didn't work."
No, what you do is you put it up in the cupboard and you're like, look, you can have one piece a day, but they're too little to understand that you're constantly taking a steady stream out for yourself to eat.
You're taking handfuls a day.
They don't remember what's in that bucket.
Especially
so
if they're
when you pull it
vanilla
down,
Twizzlers, or not Twizzlers, the Tootsie Rolls.
oh yeah, when you
I would
when you
pick
pull
all
it
of those
down,
out
they
of
can't
my kids' bags because those were mine.
they can't remember what 500 pieces of candy were in there. So when you're stealing them, they don't even notice.
You remember
Totally
everyone.
fine. Mhm.
I keep cookies in my freezer, and I tell my kids, they'll open up the freezer. They're like, "What's in here?" I'm like, "Leave the cookies alone. Don't touch my cookies."
I just remembered today that I have a full container of edible cookie dough in the back of the fridge that I totally forgot about.
Is it weed?
I'm gonna have to check and see if it's actually still. It's not weed. I wish it were.
Okay, wait and combine it with weed because those would go well together.
They really would.
They would pair well.
Listen, I'm in Minnesota and that's illegal here, and I would not do something like
I don't
that.
do anything.
I just want to go on record saying that I don't break the law.
There is only whiskey in this drink.
Unlike people in Florida who just do whatever the fuck they want, apparently.
Yeah, some of us do. There is a weed dispensary right around the corner from me, but yep. Actually,
Of
I've
course
never,
there is.
not even in college. So
You never even tried it?
I didn't in college either because I was Mormon.
I tried it in college.
beer's
I didn't do
beer's
anything.
always for me, so I'm good.
I mean, I'm not a prolific pot smoker, but I have
alcohol
done
is
it
good.
like
I'm
3
a fan.
times. So I'm pretty
Oh,
cool.
3 times.
3 whole times.
So my kid, he was so cute. He said something once. He was like talking about weed, and he was like, "Why am I even talking to you about this? You've probably only tried weed like once in your whole life." I'm like, "Okay, honey."
That's adorable.
Well, my son, while he was in the hospital on heavy painkillers, was telling me about the your mom jokes that he and his friends tell each other.
Nice.
Don't appreciate that.
I don't think it's funny.
I mean, I enjoy that he's
Gentleman
honest
caller
with me.
calls my kid son of a bitch.
Okay, that's funny.
I'm like, dude, really? Like he said that to my 15-year-old the other day. He was like, "You son of a bitch," and I was
But,
like, "Dude, right here."
No. You're telling it all wrong. I looked you straight in the eye and I was like, "You son of a bitch."
I was like,
Even better is
"Really?"
my mom used to call me a son of a bitch.
Wow.
It takes one to know one. I get it.
My boys both are. I mean, they know
yeah.
it too.
It's true.
Mhm.
But it's just like when how old was Noah when when you said motherfucker? That's what happens when you have teenage boys.
Yeah, my 10-year-old has really gotten into saying damn it and god damn it and just damn, and hell constantly. Hell.
My kids love the F word. They love it so much.
Well, today he was just like, I feel like he does it just to get a rise out of me.
Yeah.
Like today something happened. He's like,
Possibly.
God damn it. And I'm like, could you just lay off just a little? I can't control myself.
I can't. Ooh.
Like, okay, whatever. I can control myself when I
These
swear.
arms,
Like,
they
I
do what they
can't.
want. This mouth, it says whatever. I don't even
It turns out my kids just inherited my horrible inability to censor myself. So now I'm paying
I'm
for it
really
by having
good.
the kids.
I actually am applying at a Christian company, so I can
You're gonna have to work on that.
I
I
can
would
be
have a hard
Christian.
time.
can
I
be
can't.
Christian.
I knew this girl in high school, and every time I said "God damn it," she said, "God doesn't need a dam; he can walk on water."
Wow.
Great.
You should use that on your son.
Why
and he'll
didn't you
probably
date
stop
her?
saying
You
it
should
like
have
I
dated.
did.
You should date her. Look her up.
I think
She's
it's like
probably real wild now.
I think he's testing me to see if I'll make him quit doing it like a proper parent
Yeah,
would.
like no, don't say that.
But I
Shh.
just don't care enough. Like I care enough to just like
Yeah.
just stop it. But I don't care so much that I'm going to enforce any consequences for it.
When I got tired of hearing the swearing because they swore so much for like a little bit of time,
Yeah, they get really into it for a while.
I made a swear room that they could go in and say whatever they wanted.
Nice.
They could even swear at me in the room with the door shut.
That's a good idea.
But they would get like right under the right in the crack of the door. They're like, "Fuck you, mom!" I'm like, I can't say anything because the rule was don't swear at people.
They're following their part of it. They just
swear in the room. So I kind of like told him, I'm like, hey, can you just say fuck you and then just leave off the who it's intended for? Because the rule in the house is to not swear at someone. You can swear all day long. Don't swear at someone. So, you know, fuck you in general, unless you're looking right at someone and you say, you know, I don't know.
Well, if you're going to
probably
swear,
not a good
do
mom.
it correctly.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe I should have gone on Twitter and posted this. No. I can't. Twitter's too hard.
I mean, Nikki's coming on in a minute, maybe.
Are they?
I don't
think
know.
they are.
They keep saying they're going to.
I think they're stringing us along. I don't think they're. We have not gotten an actual commitment. We've gotten a lot of cool. That sounds fun.
Connecting.
It's Matt from Canada.
Matt from Canada.
Oh, a Canadian.
He's trying.
It doesn't mean he's Canadian if he's from Canada.
That's true. Quit being a racist.
Right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying what we're all.
Canada doesn't appreciate your racism. GC.
They might.
No, I'm from Alberta. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. I was going to say it depends on where in Canada you are, probably.
I feel like I should have said, for the purposes of audio recording, that we are on a YouTube live stream with other people. And so right now we have Kristen, who joins us on our live streams, GC, who lives with Amy with an I and is just here to be annoying. Joel from Florida Man Podcast is here, and now Matt from Canada is here to tell us all about what a hellscape Canada is and why we should be happy that we have Trump in charge here, giving us strong leadership.
This is where everybody wants to live, is America.
Right. It's the best country on earth.
Especially
God gave it to us.
Mm-hmm.
I do like how Americans keep telling themselves that.
We're actually not. We're really sad and scared.
Mm-hmm.
Very scared.
Half of us are. The other half are loudmouth, selfish, horrid people who apparently are in charge.
A Biden bus off the road.
Oh, did you see that happen in Dallas today? That the Biden bus almost ran off the road?
What?
And then when they shared it in this Corona support group in DFW metro area, someone was like, fake news. It's like, it's literally a video that I posted.
Oh my God. People on our local newspaper site, like our local paper is a small town paper, and they will they'll repost stories from like the AP.
Well,
and people get on there and bitch about the bias. Like, why did they have such a right? They're AP articles. Fucking,
and this is literally the news. This is the news.
They're literally just reporting things that happened. But that's
so funny.
Apparently that's right-wing bias now. Like,
yeah,
they'll complain about
somebody was like to talk about bad things happening if it's my team that they happen to.
Well, that's the thing, is someone was like, okay, take a step back. Imagine these weren't armed Trump supporter protesters that almost run the bus off the road. Imagine they were Black protesters that were armed.
Mm-hmm.
What would have happened? Because the DFW police apparently just said, we're cool.
It's fine.
Just let it
They'll
happen.
wear themselves out. It'll be okay.
They'll get tired. They're going to take a nap and get a juice box later. It's fine.
There was an article in our paper about the killing in Philadelphia, I think. Wallace. Is that his name? Willis. God, I can't keep track anymore because America's a fucking cesspool. But the headline of the article was something like, Philadelphia breaks out into protest after Black man shot by police. And all the fucking comments under it are, can we just quit talking about race? It doesn't have anything to do with race. If you pull a knife on a cop, it's going to happen. Like, of course it has to do with race. That's the whole fucking point. That would be like...
Hello.
Hi, Nikki.
Nikki's here.
Hi, Brent.
Hey, y'all.
Oh my God, I love your... They put way more work
cute.
into their costumes.
I know, we didn't do anything. I did a high ponytail. That's as far as I went.
I put a tattoo on my face.
Amy was nice. Like, I'm just a person going to a sock hop.
Yeah.
I have a shirt because I've got your back.
I haven't done a high ponytail since 8th grade, so this is huge.
I love it.
I put on a hat so you guys didn't have to see my uncombed hair.
Is it a Canadian hat though? Ick.
Yeah.
Gross.
Actually, it says Vancouver something. It is.
Yeah, I know. It's like real Canadian.
Because we're
They have
recording
hats
this,
in
Nikki
Canada.
and Brent, we're recording this and we're probably going to use this as our show next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to
nice.
use this as our episode. And it's going to be a really bad one.
We have a lot of really hard to get guests. So
video does not translate well to audio.
Oh no.
But we'll make it happen.
I mean, think about it. It would be awful.
You have to hold
It'd
the
be great.
microphone right up to your phone and just play the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
just
I'll do
kidding.
that.
Don't do that.
See,
That's
Brett
bad.
and Nikki, if you're
That's a
listening
good
on
idea.
audio, have light up horns that are amazing.
They're so cute.
Yes.
They're
And we
flashing.
thought we were going to be underdressed. That's so funny.
I know, right? We're
We
like,
talked
oh,
about it.
got
I
these.
almost wore my flapper dress, but it has a seam that digs into my side the whole time.
Not worth it.
And the drunker I get, the more I'm going to want to rip it off. So that's not going to happen.
Wait, I'm rethinking this. No, I'm just kidding.
It
I was
hurts. It's
thinking
like
about-
it's sequins that are sewn together, and then it's just there's no lining. Because
Well-
it was from Amazon, it was real cheap. So, but
Plus,
That
you can only
explains
really
that.
That'll do
see you
it.
from like the shoulders up anyway.
I know. Well, it's all sequin. It's really pretty, but it has.
I have a whole
headband and-
costume closet in my front room, which is all my costumes. And I went and looked in it and like
costume.
so many
closet.
options, but I'm so fucking tired. I just.
But
Yeah.
no.
So
Well, I
Amy,
sent-
Amy was
I
like,
sent
"Are you
Amy
gonna
a
dress
text. I'm like,
up?"
"Are you
And I'm
gonna
like,
wear a costume?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, cool.
Nah.
Red lipstick and a head and a high ponytail.
Yep.
We're good.
Found this
Doing
sitting
it.
on my desk and found the
Set.
temporary tattoo sitting on my desk. So
We're set.
Done.
We're good."
mhm.
Has
And
anyone
a
any
gentleman
other
caller
triggers?
found a shirt.
Woo, woo.
Nice.
He
I
was
like
like,
that.
"No one wants to see me
Sure.
without a shirt."
Yeah, I was like, very few people want to see me topless.
Mm. Oh,
What
see,
a
I thought
missed
you were.
opportunity.
That's funny because I checked out the feed for a second and I thought it said Proud Boys, and I was like, oh, she's.
That's
like,
what I
full of
thought she
Proud
was
Boys.
going as, was a proud boy. I
Just
thought it was
because
like
I'm friends with a
typecasting
few
for
of them,
podcast.
You know what? They're good people.
Thank you.
We're no
They're
longer
good friends. They buy pizza once in a while.
Were we ever really friends anyway?
So you
I'll
guys
take
are
Nikki
voting.
with me.
I
You two are
work, I
voting
work
third
with a
party?
few, so
Yikes.
Who's
Ooh,
voting
Matt from
for Carrie?
Canada. Who are you
Yikes.
voting for?
oh,
already
I
voted.
wish.
I'm
I
done.
really
Trump?
do.
Mm-hmm.
No, we've already got his little brother as the premier here, so
Fun. It's amazing to
Nice,
think
good
that we've
enough.
exported Trump lights all over. Like, England has one now, and
Yeah.
Yeah, along
Brazil.
with our Q conspiracies and all sorts of shit. Yeah, we're
the
just fucking up the
QAnon.
whole world. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we
Fun.
saw somebody today with a
The
shirt
deep state, bro.
that said "We are Q."
Yeah, we saw him at the mall. Not in the mall. I
We
was gonna
saw
say
one in the
mall.
wild.
Yeah.
They exist.
I was like, let's go
there
talk.
is
Let's go talk.
somebody in our town rented
talk to
a
him?
fucking billboard for
Fuck no.
QAnon.
I
There's a
would
QAnon
have. I
billboard.
totally would have. I would have gone up to him. I would have been like, "Hey." I
Oh,
would
I
have
would've
just
been
shook their hand and
terrified.
asked. I would just talk to them and ask them what their shirt meant, like be real dumb. And and they would explain it to me, and they would give me websites and probably pamphlets. I would totally,
You gotta go to him and be like, are you a Star Trek fan? Q?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no,
right.
I would just, I'm,
Like, what's Santa bringing you for Christmas?
yeah, I could be dumb. I can look really, really dumb, like the lady
You
that asked
really
me if I was
can.
Christian.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I could be dumb.
But
What do
I
you
feel
do to
like
look
you-
dumb?
they're going to do what you ask them to do, and then you're going to be stuck there talking to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, this-
And you're gonna
That's
have
the
to
best
be
part
polite.
because I'll keep saying things and asking questions, and the more they have to answer them, the worse they look.
Mm.
But
They're
I
not going to
Yeah.
understand.
I
how bad
absolutely-
they look.
absolutely live for this. Like that moment where people are like, the more I'm like excited and like all kinds of stuff, the more uncomfortable they get. And they want to get away from the conversation, but the shirt started it. Yeah. I live
like
for this
clearly you
stuff.
meant to have like when it's so funny
live
sometimes when
for
we
that.
go out. Brent has on his bad religion shirt. You know, it's like
Yeah.
the cross with the X across it or whatever, the circle. What is
Yeah.
that? What is that?
It's called the
symbol?
Crossbuster. It's like
That- okay,
Ghostbusters,
thank
but it's
you.
It's
crossing
like
out
the
the
no
cross.
smoking. It's the
Yes,
cross
exactly
circle.
that. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, but what is the name of that actual symbol?
The Crossbuster.
No, but it has
Oh.
a cross in it. We're talking about the symbol whenever it's used for anything.
I have
the-
no idea.
How?
Let me
Yeah.
find it.
The
I don't know. Is there a name
not
for
allowed to. I don't know.
don't
That's,
know.
A good, that's a good
that?
question.
The prohibition circle?
Let's just give it a name.
What
That
should we
thing?
name it? The Ghostbuster circle? I feel like that's really the universe.
Everybody knows what you mean when you say Ghostbuster circle.
I mean,
can we call it just the cancelator?
That's good. Actually, that works.
I like that.
Sounds like an app.
Well done.
Bring
2
us
votes.
up a level. I like
That's a
that.
good app.
That's better. It's circle backslash.
What?
That's just dumb.
Lame.
Yeah, we're calling it a cancelator from now on.
Cancelator is better.
Grammar people
Cancelator
are
is
so
definitely
boring.
better.
Yeah.
They have no panache.
Official namers just don't get it. They just, you know, we need to just.
Well, then it's not a slash; it's the backslash. So it's...
Yeah.
And with that, I completely forgot my original point. It's gone.
Is it
Oh, yeah.
embarrassing
Yeah,
to
no,
admit
but
that
you
That's
should-
always my fault, by the way. That's,
I
Your
have no
religion
idea
shirt.
what the difference between a slash and a backslash is?
It's the
Like I know
direction.
there's a difference, I just don't know what it
A
is.
slash
goes
is
back.
One
facing
goes
to the
one
right.
way and the other one goes the other way.
Yes, I realize that,
So
but I don't know which is which.
if
Which
you put
exactly,
one
which
in
one
and
is
it
the
says
back
it's
one?
the
which
wrong
direction
one,
is
you
back?
do
That's
the other.
behind me. That makes no
Is it
sense.
is it
Left or
under
right.
back
Where
or
the-
over
left.
back?
It's
I
to
don't
the
know.
left.
Where the top part is leaning, if the top part is leaning to the right, it's a forward slash. If it's leaning to the left, then it's a backslash.
Yes,
But why that instead of the bottom part of it? I don't.
because it's assumed that everyone is right-handed.
Because the top is the
Okay,
most
that-
important.
And you write from left to right.
It's like left
I
and
don't
right
know.
all over again.
I
I
don't-
just can't
Yes,
tell the
Yes.
difference.
You write from left to right if you're left.
I'm
right-handed.
very sorry to the listeners. I didn't.
Amy, if you
Hold on.
put your hand in an L shape, the one that's an L, that's your left.
Yes, I
one.
know. I can tell my difference. I was being funny. Maybe you don't understand humor.
Oh, my kids told me
Should I
that
explain
all of
the
my
joke?
humor is just making fun of people and I'm not funny. They
Yes,
just told
that
me
exactly.
last
That's what
night.
humor is.
And they were both like, they're teenage assholes. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're not funny. All you do is make fun of people. I'm like, no, I don't. And they were like, yeah, you're just not,
a teenage asshole.
you're just not funny. I'm like, okay.
No, it's a teenage dirtbag. But
Yeah.
I'm
they
sorry,
are.
I sing
That's
songs when I
perfect.
hear lyrics in my head
Wait,
that
so
sort
what
of
is
fit.
Exactly.
your
No,
sense of humor
Brett,
then?
Brett, that was exactly what was going on in my head. You just sang it out loud.
Thank God. All right.
Why don't you
Good.
say things?
He's like, Jennifer Collins, like, I'm with you here.
On the same level.
What is Gen Z humor then? Like what?
Okay,
what's a
so
good
they
example?
show me YouTube clips and videos, and about 5 minutes in, I asked them, how many more are there? I want to go start dinner. Even though the kitchen's right there, and they can totally.
no, the whole thing is they're showing it and they're like, oh, this the best thing to happen in the 2020s is absurdist humor. I was like, have you
No.
ever heard of Andy Kaufman? What are you talking about?
So
like,
what they laugh at is bad edited
absurdist humor.
cartoon videos where it's like meh, blah, blah, whatever,
Yeah, and
or it's like a
just
bunch of
completely
clips
absurd.
of someone saying no, like the guy that played Riker from that show that he did on like
Jonathan Franks?
Yeah, I saw like 20 clips of him last night of saying it was false. This was done by an actor, blah, blah, blah. Like all shoved together into like a YouTube video. And
Yeah.
my head
It's
exploded.
Yeah,
It's
that was from
absurdist
that show, Fact-
comedy.
we used
Yeah.
to do.
I loved that show. That was a great show where they're like, it was fact or fiction.
Or so what, oh, hold on, just so I can get caught up. It's is it that it's so absurd that it's fun, like Monty
Yes.
Python
I
level of
guess.
nonsense?
Sort of, that's what it's supposed to be.
But it's done by 12-year-olds in like Iowa and it's not funny.
Oh, well, fuck Iowa. Like that's I'm good on all of it.
Amy's just
'cause
like,
And
it's just
fuck
And
not
it's
Iowa.
funny.
intentionally
I went to a
clickbait.
really good rest stop in Iowa once. So they have that.
Wow.
It's got that going for it.
They had really
was
nice
actually
Coke machines.
really
but
nice.
Is that how you got one of the kids?
They had
No.
the suckers instead of the things.
And I
falling.
tried to sell them and they wouldn't, there was no buyers. But no, they had like sunglasses on sale. Like there was like a whole vending machine, like vending area, vendors. It was nice.
I don't get it.
I'll I'll have
Does it
to go to Iowa to
sometimes-
check that out.
Am I the old person here, or is this just like a part of my? I don't know, but I get deeply uncomfortable when I'm on YouTube and I randomly find somebody who has like 2 million subscribers and I've literally never heard of this person in my fucking life.
Yes.
Does that make you feel uncomfortable too?
Like it makes me feel very old. Very old.
I don't even really do YouTube.
Uh-oh.
I don't either.
Okay,
I like
hello.
I'm all about
30%.
TikTok right now, which
Amy's
is
like,
terrible.
I've arrived.
Oh, there she is.
She
I don't
left
think
Like
to
it
get
makes
back.
me very
either.
uncomfortable.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
you're
you
in.
are.
I didn't even know
Blue.
she left until she
You
texted.
let her back in?
Yeah,
My
I didn't even
fucking
realize.
internet crashed
happened?
again because I
Oh,
forgot
shit.
to make Amy the host.
You
so
need to make me the co-host then. Co-host.
right now,
Okay, thank you.
but unfortunately, Zoom is not recording us anymore. YouTube is,
Oh, that's fine then. We're
Oh,
cool.
okay.
so we
We're
should
good.
be okay.
We're fine.
Thanks, YouTube.
But
Appreciate
fuck
you.
you,
We're
Zoom.
back.
I'm saying it I'm like actually saying it for real this time,
Mhm.
not ironic like I usually say it.
Thanks a lot, YouTube.
Fuck, God damn it.
You say things that aren't ironic.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm going. My internet is. Amy's the host now. She's in charge.
I need Brainerd to get it together.
Thank you.
Just
You
need
should
them.
hear it outside. I think there's a tornado coming, and we're all going to Oz.
Okay,
That
tornadoes
would
are
be great.
nothing. I live in Texas. You go outside and you watch them pass, and they blow down the neighbor's house and pick up
I
their
can
roof or
hear
whatever.
it.
Like it's cool.
Like,
You just stand up
we're
there.
all gonna die. I'm telling
Unless you sounds like a train coming at your face, you can stand outside and watch it go
you. I don't
by.
know.
I'm just saying. That's
It's pretty
in
bad.
Texas and Oklahoma. That's how you roll. That's what you do.
I was watching something about Florida the other day, and they said Florida, the place where you hide from something or start a new life.
It's so
Ooh.
true.
Is that true?
We talk about
Wow.
that. We've talked
Or
about
no,
that on our show.
Yeah.
I
Like,
started
it
several
is-
lives, so I get it.
Okay.
I think it was either like, yeah, you go there to run away from something or to run
Yes.
to a new
I'm
life.
down. I'm down
Yes.
with all of that.
Because
That makes
people,
sense,
okay, so because
actually,
everyone
yeah.
wants to think like
I have
those Florida.
7 more years in Texas, and then I'm going to Florida, maybe.
I
possibly.
mean, listen, we don't have a state tax, but also it means don't expect any services.
Yeah.
We don't have a state tax either. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, that's
Of course they do.
You actually would love Florida.
You don't have
would be
state
A
taxes?
lovely respite. No,
No,
none.
no. If someone was asked to
Why
pay
do you
state
think
tax,
Donald Trump and like like even the guy like in the Minnesota
So-
officer has houses here because the taxes are so fucking low.
So when
They
you
sh-
buy something, like when you
There's
go
a
to the
sales
store
tax
and you
that's
buy a
outrageous.
thing, what is
Yeah.
the tax?
well, we
on
have
it?
sales tax,
Well,
but we
yes.
don't have a
sales
sales
tax is
Yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Right.
There's even
Well, see,
sales
in
taxes. I
Florida,
just learned this
wages-
week. There are even sales taxes on medical procedures.
Oh yeah.
Really?
A lot of times. A
Mhm.
lot of times. Sometimes.
Ooh.
I don't.
I just learned that this week. I was like, oh, what's the code for that? Interesting. There's a sales tax on a colonoscopy bag. Well,
Oh.
because it's a DME, it's
Awesome
separate.
times.
But
Okay,
you know,
that makes sense.
But yeah, we have a lot of shitty people,
still.
particularly from like the Northeast. We get a lot of aggressive Massachusetts people living down here.
oh,
They're
Very
not-
aggressive.
that's
They're-
where I
oh,
wanted to
thank
live.
God.
I wanted to live in Boston because of what was the one with the young attractive attorney that had the dancing baby?
You got to narrow that down.
Ally McBeal.
Yes. So from Ally McBeal, I wanted to live in Boston.
Oh, that checks out.
Thank you.
That checks out. That was
We're
and I
gonna
didn't
move
watch
to
it until
Florida to live
Netflix
with
like
Brett
10
and
years
Nikki.
later.
Yeah.
What'd you
should.
say?
What did you say? This is his
What?
life.
Nobody knows
What
what's
did
going
my caller
on.
say?
What? Hit me,
What
what?
happened?
He
Oh,
wants to
I
come
said we're
live
gonna
with
move to
us.
Florida to live with Brett and Nikki.
We've already established
seriously.
this.
Gotta spell
The
spell
way
that,
that everything's going, we're probably gonna turn our house into a commune anyway.
Gonna have to.
Because like who knows where the state is going.
In a couple
I
of days.
mean,
Cool.
that's where we're at. We're just gonna start selling off.
Right?
Let's start
Like,
a cult.
Yeah.
I'm so in on a cult.
listen, and now I fully get it.
Mhm.
I fully get it.
And
I want
it's
in. I want in.
Yeah.
Everybody
There's
else
that-
is enjoying their Trump cult. Why
There are
can't I
those
be in
little
on a cult?
studio, like it looks like a centipede. There's those little studio the monolith down north of Waco. We should go just rent that whole thing out and just live in it.
You lost me at Texas.
Sorry.
Yeah.
no,
I don't want to go back to Texas.
Did I win you at Waco?
Let's do a Waco. Wait, what? No, no.
No.
You know, there
No.
is a rather large estate in Minnesota that
I'm
is
in.
now free of its occupants.
How
called-
did that
Minnesota is
happen?
cold
What?
though.
By natural causes?
Said like that.
It's called Paisley Park. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I don't
The
want to
home
be
of
cold.
Prince.
I
any-
still
Is
don't
it
think
haunted?
Minnesota is a state, so I
The
haven't
home
heard
of
it.
Prince, who is now dead. So we could all
Oh,
go live in Paisley
true.
Park, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
but there's still
real
snow
big.
up there.
Let's go take it over. Oh, there's all
There used to be
now.
Deion Sanders' house used to be like around, but they plowed it to make a Kroger.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I mean, a Kroger is better.
And they have gas, so you know.
Like, I'll
And
take a
Deion
Kroger.
Sanders is from Florida.
Yeah.
He
Crazy.
grew up here in Fort Myers.
Yeah, he was here for quite some time afterwards, right? Didn't he play baseball here for
He was
time or
he's,
something?
he's a
Yeah, I think he
football
did.
player, isn't he? He played baseball?
I think
Yeah.
so, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he Bernie's bro? Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
No, babe. Whole different race. He doesn't even watch.
It worked in my
He
mind.
doesn't know
Well,
anything.
Deion Sanders, I'm pretty sure. The only reason I knew him is because I saw like I read some article that his house was turned into a Kroger. Like they leveled it to turn it into a Kroger.
Kitchen
I
is
was
like
just reading. We
the
had
frozen food section.
They're like, oh yeah, all of the costumes are in the garage. Check it out.
Okay.
How weird.
We just had a house sale somewhere in Tampa Bay for $6.6 million, and it had its own gun range.
That's it. 6.6. I'm in.
$6.6 million.
Do they take checks? I have $14. They'll never notice.
It was probably an old bowling alley, and they're
The
like,
Bank
"Fuck
of
bowling."
Amy. That's an unfamiliar bank. I've never heard of that.
I know, Patreon. Will you take an IOU on Patreon? In
That's
a
all
few
we
years,
take,
we may have that
apparently.
6
Oh my
million.
God.
I doubt
That
it.
starts to be a new thing.
But
Oh yeah, when he said that he was like, no one wants to see me topless. I'm like, well, what if I show up topless? He was like, hold on. Totally different. What did you say? I bet there's people that will see you.
Yeah, there's more people that want to see you topless than me.
It's very practical.
there's
of
way
you.
more people that want to see
Very
Amy topless than me.
Then this branches over into an
Yeah, right.
OnlyFans, and it's a whole different thing.
Which are those actually as like ubiquitous as everyone's making them seem? Like, is everyone just open, like starting their
I mean,
own?
I
Only-
don't have one.
So I've looked into it. I have done my due diligence and my
Okay.
research. Okay, so I will tell you about this because I ask questions. I ask a lot of questions
I'm simply asking questions.
Scientist.
for our friend.
Yes.
Her name is Amy. It's not me, I swear. No, so basically, it's like a Facebook where you can kind of like post all these things, but you can set it so people pay money to your account every month.
Oh.
And everybody's kind of starting one, sort of, but not everybody's making money because it has to be
I
babysat like a
see.
full-time job. Like you have to regularly post things, have like teasers to more content. Like
It's
I don't know what a
full-on
teaser would be
job.
like. You're like totally pulling up your shirt, and then the next one you're like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, no. See, because then you can also charge for individual videos on top of that.
Yeah, so you can do like
Oh.
exclusive content on top of the premium content, and it's this whole thing. And it's my friend that I was asking questions. She was like, "It is basically like full time. Like you have to release stuff constantly to be someone that people want to subscribe to." I know I can't even do it. Then
Sometimes I
that's
think
like
the whole
influencers
thing.
they are maybe not getting the better end of the deal.
The problem,
that's the thing. Like you can make $100,000 on like ChatterBait and stuff, but you have to post content constantly, which means you have to clean a room. That's what it means to me. That's what it means to me, honestly, is I would have to clean a
all
room.
the time.
they don't on Twitch. You know, Twitch they're just
That
like got
is another
fucking
phenomenon.
crumbs all over them, and
I feel
like
like
you
such
know,
an
they just
old
So I
eating
don't-
shit. They're getting up and walking the fuck away, and it's still on the.
I could do Twitch. Could I
What
do
the fuck?
Twitch?
That's what I need to do.
You
I'm
could
not
do
gonna do
Anybody
Twitch.
could do Twitch.
I think everybody can do Twitch clearly
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like I was just watching a video the other day of somebody on Twitch and he was literally just sitting there.
He's like
he
mustard on
and
his
he didn't look like
face.
he showered or anything. He just woke up and sat down.
See, how
and
do I
started
get in
watching
on
YouTube
this?
videos?
I know.
We have
That's
a
it.
Twitch account.
I can
Just
do
watch
that.
Ben
We
Shapiro
have a
and-
Twitch account. We were going to do a Twitch account.
We have a
Yeah.
Twitch account. We just
We
I
do have a
made-
Twitch
I think
account.
it's
I made
time.
a whole Twitch account just to mess with Tom and Austin one time.
So
On New
yeah,
Year's
we have a Twitch account. We were
And then I never
thinking
used
about
it again.
playing games as old women because
Mhm.
you know,
That'd be
Clever.
amazing.
Which wouldn't be a stretch
well
as far
maybe
as
for,
acting goes.
maybe for me.
Mhm.
The admission is the you know.
Yeah, just being like, oh.
I think
My
we're gonna
son,
probably
my
start one
teenager
too.
was trying to
Yeah.
tell me something about like Twitch not too long ago, and he's like, "Okay, so you know Pong? You know what Pong is, right, Mom?" You little
Like the
fucker. Yes,
game
I
with
know
the
what Pong is.
paddles?
No, I don't know what
He started telling me that the things I think are funny are boomer humor.
Oh, that's what I was told too.
That is
I was
Wow.
told that yesterday. It's boomer humor and you're
Son of
not
a
funny.
bitch.
And
And you're cringe
everything I
AF.
say
You're
is
cringe.
cringe. No, they just say I'm
cringe.
cringe. You're
Yeah.
cringe,
And not
Mom.
acknowledge
Cringe is a
any
noun now.
generations between Gen Z and
Yeah,
Boomer.
there's other generations in there.
Well, that's what I told him. I was
Not
like,
a fucking
I am a
boomer.
millennial or like a senior, like
You're
a
not a millennial,
geriatric.
Amy. Just get off that.
It depends on which chart you look at.
Jesus.
It does.
It does because sometimes it's 80.
No, I'm
and
gonna crush
sometimes
this
it's
game for you.
79.
Nope.
It's
Mm.
there are variances.
Well,
so
no matter
I am
what,
either
I'm
a
not one, so
geriatric
you don't get to be
millennial
one either.
or a Gen Xer.
I'm
so.
solidly Gen X,
Me, though.
not a
Was
fucking
millennial.
boomer. Listen,
I
I think
but I
it's-
live like a millennial. Like I have 14 American dollars.
I think the videos where that woman
That is definitely
lip-syncing-
millennial identity right there.
Thank
Trump
you. And I don't have
speeches
health
is
care.
funny.
What the fuck is health care? Are you kidding me?
I was born in 82. What am I?
You would be a
Millennial.
millennial.
Okay.
I thought it
I thought
was
it was
83.
83.
Yeah, you just made the cut.
Oh, you know what? I think
No,
you're
they're
right.
they're zennials.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
I feel and they usually put like us, like we're 84, and it's so they usually put us
Excuse
in
me.
this.
I don't appreciate that.
Babies.
Thank you.
Babies.
Excuse me.
What is that?
I'm just glad he didn't say
I
my
like it a lot.
year because
I
I
was
don't
in
appreciate
first
math.
grade when you were born.
I
That's
wasn't.
my information to divulge, sir.
I was in school.
We're trying to
What
figure
year is 27 that I claim to be?
I could read and write when you were born.
That's like the 90s.
Okay, yeah, that.
Nikki, he was
Right.
using the royal we.
Okay, thank you. That's a good save.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I don't even know what year I'm supposed to have been born.
Remember when you like?
No, I'm telling you, it's like 93.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I was born in 93.
Remember
And,
when you
Or
used to think
I was
30
13 in
old?
93.
Same,
Do you remember
same.
in your 20s where you were like, when I turn 30, I'm gonna feel so old. Oh my god.
No, I didn't feel old at 30. I didn't feel old at 35.
Oh, I
I
didn't
felt-
feel.
So old at 40.
I didn't either. What I'm saying is, I remember being young and thinking how old 30 was.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And-
remember that. Yeah.
And Kristen,
Now
you're
I
the
look
same
at it
age
and
as my
go-
sister.
Like, I don't know if
Oh,
I can
yeah?
even take you seriously if you're 30. You're just too young. You haven't.
And I
you don't
feel
know
like
anything.
did our
I will date 30-year-olds though.
I don't
but
think.
by
I
the
think that would be
sixth
too young
date-
for me. I don't know.
I'm gonna just consider the next two.
did the media kind of overhype the 30s? Because I felt like
Every
from
main
my
character,
media
yeah.
growing
I
up
didn't
that
feel very
you'd have a
old.
lot of shit figured out by 30.
I was real
Yeah.
scared to turn 30, and then I turned 30. I was pregnant when I turned 30 too. I was like real
Ooh.
pregnant, and yeah, no, I was like, this one's not so bad, but 35
Yeah.
was hard for me. I cried.
Most of my 30s were spent
That's a hump.
with babies. That's
Yeah.
not fun.
Well, my youngest was born at 30 when I was 30.
Mhm.
But
Wait, what?
okay, I'm 27.
not right.
Hold on, let's start this conversation with I am 27 years
no,
old.
say that
We've
one
lost
sentence
the
again.
plot.
Like, I want to hear that sentence one more time.
My youngest child was born when I was 30.
Oh, I thought you said your boyfriend.
I thought you
was
said
born-
your oldest was born when you were 30.
No,
Oh,
I was
okay. I'm
23
good.
Any
when
of those
he was
make no
born.
sense.
No, so
That
but
makes
let me
sense.
start the
You
whole
were a
story.
baby.
I'll start the whole story with I'm
Okay,
27.
please do. Mhm.
Okay. Just preface that with I am
Mm-hmm.
27. But my baby was born when I was 30. So who is almost 11.
Don't do math.
Don't do math, but I'm 27. So
Mm-mm. No math.
Yes,
Perpetually.
that math works out.
I covered
I
it.
feel like
It's
something
Texas.
else
It's all good. I had public schooling.
Check out.
Checks out. Math, solid.
Solid.
Did y'all get any trick or treaters?
Oh, if I could
Fuck
turn
no.
my porch light off, if I could break every light leading to my apartment, I would. I am Halloween Scrooge.
I'm
But did you
rural
actually
enough
get
that nobody
more
would come
people?
here anyway.
No, we live in
Oh,
an apartment and we're like way in the corner of the apartment complex. So no.
Oh, okay.
And we
even
don't have any
dark here
decorations
yet.
out. So people probably assume we're Southern Baptist because we're
we live in a
Texas.
That would
cul-de-sac
be-
in the middle of nowhere.
Big deal.
No.
I don't think it's late enough here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
dark here now.
California.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You're in that
Oh,
sunshine
yeah, you're
time
like
where
3
everything's
hours
great.
ahead of everybody,
Mhm.
or about
Mhm.
behind. We're
What
ahead.
time
Yeah.
is it?
We're in the
7:19.
future.
It's my bedtime.
Right.
Oh, guess what? Trump won. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
I mean,
I'll
Oh,
tell
why
you
am I
the-
laughing maniacally? that would be awful.
No,
so funny. Democracy's over.
Did you see that
Had a
in
good run.
Michigan? There was some channel that actually played fake election results instead of an episode of The Bachelor. They showed
What?
this episode-
But who got the
like, they said
rose?
They said they were
Why?
testing their system, but it showed that Trump had won. But they said they just put fake numbers in there. They were just testing their system.
That
Oh my
makes
God.
They
zero sense.
accidentally aired it.
That did not
What the
happen.
fuck is going on in
That
Michigan?
totally
Trump's gonna be
happened.
like, I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know what happened.
You and these
but we
hands, I
won.
can't.
We already won. We won the whole
Nikki,
thing.
move over. The hands are important.
Okay.
It's like his whole body just becomes Trump. Okay.
So, do
Did you
you
hear
guys
where-
has anyone watched the challenge
That
ever?
explains why I'm horny.
No.
Because he does.
Right
Because
there.
Gentleman Caller does the best Wes voice, which I just love. But it's totally unrelated.
That's your cue, bro. You got to do it now. It's,
No,
It's
no,
all
I don't
good.
want to.
Okay, no, I
no,
don't.
that's not.
It's like, I'm on this-
Fair.
Well, doesn't
Trump
matter.
had
Do
a
it.
huge rally
He had a
yesterday
huge rally.
in Rochester, Minnesota, home of the Mayo Clinic.
Great.
So fucking Trump made it a point to go to Rochester, Minnesota, one of the most concentrated, like the number of highly ill people in Rochester.
Oh my god.
The whole town is the Mayo Clinic and people who work at the Mayo Clinic. But that's where he had to have his rally. And
Jeez.
Biden had a rally at the same time at the state fairgrounds, and not that many people came. So it
Yeah.
turned into, oh, look, nobody came to see Biden. Maybe it's
Because they're all
left-wing
social
people aren't
distancing.
I know, right?
Exactly.
about COVID.
Look at them being
Well, that's
fucking
what happened in
responsible
Dallas. Is
assholes.
he was supposed to have a rally or some kind of something, and his van or his bus got run off the road.
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, they were like
Yes.
chasing him across the fucking state.
With with guns, and they were in like a Volkswagen or something or Oldsmobile, and everybody
Mad
was like,
Max?
"Why
What the fuck?
didn't
They think it
Might
is.
as well be. Which
Dude.
is why we cannot have a commune in Texas.
This is why.
We don't have anything nice.
the land is so cheap?"
We ruin everything.
For a reason.
Sorry, Matt from Canada.
Oh my God. We had a guy come and help us build all this stuff, like the bookcases and stuff. We're not builders.
I don't.
okay?
No, I'm
We're
not,
not,
yeah.
we're not builders.
I tried.
And
but
it
no
was so
dice.
funny. We were talking, and because I heard his accent, and I was like, "Hey, you're from Canada?" And he's like, "Yeah, he was born here, but he went to school in Canada, and his family is still like half his family is still there, so he has dual citizenship." And I've never been so fucking jealous of somebody before in my
Ugh.
goddamn life.
I would be so jealous.
I just, not that Canada's like amazing, but I could just live out life in BC and be happy. I could do that.
I probably didn't
Yeah.
tell Amy this yet because we don't work well together
We
as a
don't
team.
communicate.
But tomorrow I'm talking to Corey Johnston, who lives in Canada, just about healthcare
Sounds-
specifically.
Was he on a reality
Sounds
show
so
on
familiar.
MTV?
I think so, yeah. So
Then I know him. Otherwise,
I recorded an entire episode with Jason, one of our listeners.
yes,
And
about
it was a couple
healthcare.
weeks ago, and we talked all about Canadian healthcare, and it
That's
was
amazing.
a really good episode. And then I went to log into our account to edit it, and my track was fucking missing.
Disappeared.
Oh,
I wanted
no.
to die.
She
So
was
I
sending
told
me texts. She
Jason,
was
I'm
like,
like,
"Maybe
well,
it's okay." No, it's not.
it's not
No,
okay at all.
it's not
I'm like,
okay.
maybe I did record it back
Maybe
up.
this
Nope,
one. No.
didn't do that at
No.
all. No.
Shit.
Damn,
So I told
that's
Jason
just
we could
do-
I mean, at least
hate
it's
that
your
feeling.
end, so you can just pretend to
That's
have the
I'm the one that
conversation
fucked up.
again.
So that's good. But
I mean,
I told him, I'm like, well, redo it because it was he had the best healthcare story about his wife and going to Canada. But then Corey Johnston started a new podcast and he lives in Canada and he was looking to get
Yeah,
on
he was
shows.
supposed
So I'm
to
like,
come
you can
on
come
our
on our
night.
show
no.
only to talk about Canadian healthcare. That's what I'm
That is the topic.
So we're going to do that tomorrow.
Nice.
Nice.
So we can get an actual Canadian's perspective on how terrible their healthcare system is. Because I heard
because I heard that you have to
quotas.
wait at like the DMV for a broken arm.
You have to wait
Yeah.
for like 5 years to get, you know.
And that was in
stitches.
a local Facebook page, so I'm sure it was like
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Well,
so
somebody's
true.
aunt lived in
Solid
Canada for
information.
like 3 years, and her cousin had to get knee surgery, and she almost died because she had to wait for the surgery because there were no surgeons.
I
where
had to
she
wait for my
was.
surgery because of COVID.
We all wait for shit. in
Everybody
America.
waits for surgery because of insurance
And
companies.
you know what I'm the
waiting.
most upset about my whole surgery situation is my scar isn't even cool.
I can see it.
Do you
right
know how
now
mad I
on
am?
your
No,
shoulder.
like literally, look,
Mhm.
it's like you
It's not
can't
even
s-
cool.
You can't even
Tiny.
see it. Look, it's that.
What? Where?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
see it?
So
Yeah.
you're sad that they've
They
gotten
did a terrible
farther
job.
ahead.
It's not jagged.
Stitching.
It's not bubbled. There's nothing sticking out of it.
He's like, I want trauma on this skin.
Mhm.
I asked them for a badass scar.
Yeah.
I did.
They couldn't
I-
even do that.
I said, "Can I have a badass scar?" And they were like, "We're gonna do our best." Is
Mhm.
that their best? Are you kidding me?
Okay,
And
now
then-
you need to
Feld.
give me a compensation.
And then
like,
I
right
asked,
across
if you
the eye
can't
here.
give me a badass scar, can you at least insert lasers so I can like raise them up and shoot them at people? And they were like, "We can't do that." I'm like, "You can't or you won't."
That's
Speaking
not
of lasers,
Bureaucracy.
I was
Where
their
are we at
favorite
on
patient
an
of the day,
animated
I'm
skeleton?
sure.
Has anybody
Where
watched
we at?
Mandalorian?
And not yet. I love
The
Baby
newest
Yoda.
season or the first
No,
season?
I'm not a nerd.
The
So
new season.
Love Baby
No, we
Yoda. I
haven't
haven't
watched it yet.
but we're all
Oh, it
caught
was
up on
really good.
Discovery.
Yes, it was really good.
Great.
I'm trying to get the nerve up to watch Bly House, but I was so freaked out by the first episode.
I couldn't sleep. Like I watched the whole
Dude,
thing. all
I
night.
had to get up to
I
get a
stayed
drink
up.
of water last night at 3:30, and I was so scared to just
I'm not
walk
gonna
to my
watch that then.
kitchen to get a drink of water.
what
What
was
is
it?
Jeez.
Bly
And-
House,
The Haunting of Bly House.
Yeah.
I
yeah, no
loved,
thanks.
but I loved Hill House. I loved it.
Hill
But it
House is really
scared
good.
me so badly too. Like
Yeah.
in between the episodes until the story is wrapped up, I am terrified. Like I am just a wreck. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
This is why I don't
was
watch
the same
horror
way.
movies.
I was
I do
saying
it.
in the name of Jesus to my ice maker. So it's I get it. Like I go back Christian once I,
Did Jesus say, "Look, you left me, bitch"?
I know I have to
I'm
go
not
out to get
helping
a
you
drink
now.
of water. I'm like,
Jesus,
do
you
I
gotta leave.
pray? Do I? What do I do?
Jesus said, "I told you when you left, you can't come back.
Like first
You walk
of all,
out that
fuck you.
door. You're walking out for good. It's over.
Goodness,
You don't get my
Jesus will
blessings
always
now."
welcome
I
you.
really hate those texts that I get from Jesus. Really, really.
So annoying.
So
I could do
He's so
without the dick
desperate.
pics too. Let's be
oh god.
Oh,
I don't even know what
I love it.
an image in my
Oh
head. I'm
my
not
God.
sure.
This is why we're friends,
Accurate.
Nikki.
But when you stick, but you got to
Always
admit,
about the
he's got
dick
that one, he's got that one trick where he sticks it through the stigmata. And
Thank you.
Yeah, he's got both
Exactly.
hands, like layered down. He's got both hands.
No, and then it's real hot. He'll send you a video using the stigmata. I matched
Yeah.
with him on Twitter. It was
visuals.
cool.
He's got more interesting.
Yeah, then he's like-
Tinder.
Then he's like, "Sup, bitch, want to get nailed?"
And it works every time.
So Jesus has an OnlyFans? Is that what we're?
Thank you. No, he's on Tinder,
Yes.
solid. Like he has a
Okay.
picture of just his stigmata.
Oh,
So, you know he's
Yeah.
down to
Oh my god!
When
I
my-
bet all the Catholic girls love that shit.
Here's that. When my
You know, he's
son was
big
in
in
the
that crowd.
hospital last week,
They're gonna have to
my-
hit the confessional hard next week.
Dude.
My son was in the
Passion
hospital
with
playing
the
Skate
Christ.
3.
Oh,
Yo, Amy's trying to say something.
I'm
Amy,
trying
why?
to
Come on.
speak, and all of you
Jeez
rude
Louise.
people. And this story involves Brent, so he
Jeez.
probably wants to hear it.
Quiet down, everybody.
He
So-
does, but Nikki's
Jeez.
on my side.
fine,
It's always
no,
sunny in
I'm
Philadelphia.
just here for the
You know what?
vibes.
It's
Okay,
I love
fine.
that show.
I don't
I'm
mind.
vibing.
I can tell.
I'll wait.
No.
I'll wait. No, last week in the hospital, the children's hospital had a
Bummer.
Xbox 360 in every room, and they were so fucking proud of that when they were telling me about the amenities they had. So
They're
My son was
selling
like,
a hospital like a hotel.
really?
So ridiculous. It's like I want world-class children's surgery and an Xbox.
And an
Both
Xbox.
of them at the
Would
same
kill
time.
you.
Fuck that! I want a
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Well,
Motherfucker.
yeah, so they're telling my son, like, we have all these games. You can borrow the games. And he's just like, oh my God. But they showed him the games and he's like, okay.
Like, show me the drug selection, please, sir.
I know.
Yeah.
He picked
Once he's
Skate
older.
3 because he thought it would be nostalgic because he used to play it when he was a child and he's not a child anymore. And he's like, I'll play that for old time's sake. So he's making his avatar and I'm like, make it look like Jesus. So he's
No.
like trying to figure out what t-shirt Jesus would wear and getting the hair. But then I'm like, that kind of looks like
No.
Brent.
Make
Like,
it look
we
like
should make it
Brent.
look like Brent. And then I showed him a picture of Brent and was like, no, change it. Shorten the hair. Put a different. So you started out as Jesus and then turned into Brent.
Tracks.
That was amazing.
actually
That's-
solidly
yeah,
tracks.
That
Yeah.
tracks.
Oh my God, Brent is the
Yeah.
second coming.
Yeah.
In
How did we
Florida.
I'm not supposed to tell anybody yet, but just
Yeah.
all right, just wait.
Just
I
keep
mean, I
it-
got these.
Nobody's watching this. It's
Just you wait. Just you wait.
I
Speaking
haven't
of the
finished
second
it.
coming, you just
On-
mentioned that also.
I got them in a box in the back. The horse locusts are. Just wait. You'll see. It's gonna
I'm
be
really
awesome.
excited about the
It's gonna be awesome.
scorpion things.
I gotta-
Scorpion related activities.
Switch out my
Yeah.
tongue for a sword real quick. It's crazy.
It depends on which Left Behind you're watching, but yeah, I'm really excited about the whatever scorpion things.
I love all the Left Behinds equally. I really feel
Yeah, they're great.
inspired, I guess would be the word, when I watch them and I get excited for the future.
If you feel a
Um,
warmth in your chest, it's the
yeah.
spirit.
that's
In case of the rapture, can I have your house?
Mhm. I want to start one of those rapture businesses. I want to start one of those
It's a
businesses
lot of
where you
work. I don't
tell
I don't
people
know.
ahead of time you will take care of their pets in the rapture, so they pay you like an
Nice.
insurance
Oh no, the
policy.
pets are fucked. Like I already took it up with my dad, and he was like, "Nah, sorry,
Okay.
pets ain't."
Damn it.
I love it.
But you don't have to tell people that. They don't need to know. That's the
Oh.
whole point. They just
know.
need to
That's
pay
right.
me.
Yeah, I'm not going to take care of your plants.
I'm not actually going to take care of their pets. The rapture
No,
isn't
the plants
actually
are
going to
fine.
happen.
Even if you have a
Water.
cactus, I'm not going to water it every 6 months.
No.
Full
They're all gonna
disclosure.
die.
It's going to
Yeah.
die.
Cactus.
I will go through your shit though.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's gonna be like the best part
Oh,
of
yeah.
any.
Okay, so that's the thing. So
Exactly.
did you guys watch Red Dwarf?
Yes.
The best part of that show was them going through everybody's lockers. Like I
It's
would
just like
live for that.
fun. Yeah, going through
What is
people's
that about?
shit when
What the
they're
fuck
gone.
It's
Hi,
great.
Choo-choo.
It's a space show where this guy accidentally goes into
How
a
have
deep
you not
freeze.
seen
Chow.
Red Dwarf?
Choo-choo.
Chow. Shoo
Choo-choo.
shoo. God
It's
damn.
on Acorn.
Chow
I
chow.
only see it.
No,
written-
it's on BritBox.
It's on BritBox.
Oh,
I'm wrong. It used to be on Acorn.
You don't like this right now, do you?
No, it was always on BritBox.
Oh, Red Dwarf. That was like way back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Yes.
just came out with a
Sounds familiar.
movie where the
Is this
cat
the- they-
people attacked them.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
What?
Dude.
Okay, now I'm lost again. What? I don't-
Dude,
Sometimes
I'm
Brent,
ignoring
you have
everything
to
that's
watch
happening
Red
right
Dwarf.
now.
Like,
Watch Red Dwarf. It's so much
pay
fun.
like the $7 a month it is for BritBox. Get
For,
BritBox
like
and
binge
just
it for a month and then
plow
turn
through
it.
Red Dwarf and then cancel it.
I think
That's
I
what we
gotta
did.
get BritBox too because I have been avoiding it because I'm like I
Do it.
can't. I'm just gonna be watching BritBox. I was like everything else might as well not exist.
Do it for Red Dwarf
Do that
alone.
and then
Red
then
Dwarf is
download
fantastic.
Acorn and watch Agatha. What's her name?
Raisin.
Christy?
Agatha Raisin.
What's that?
Raisin.
Oh,
Oh
is
my
it
God.
young Agatha? Is it like a younger
No.
version? Oh, never mind.
No, it's just Agatha Raisin, and it's this lady who's like a socialite, marketing, whatever, who just decides to go to like this quaint English town, and everywhere she goes, she stumbles on a dead body, and she's always like suspected as the murderer, and she has to like
Looks like
solve the
Murder, She
murder.
Wrote.
Like
Yeah,
Jack
but she's
Reacher
like-
levels of
but it's in,
nonsense.
like,
People,
A really sharp bob and bright purple lipstick and high
Yeah,
heels,
she's
and she's
fantastic.
racing across English countryside in heels. It's ridiculous. It's so great.
Oh my god, that reminds me of. Have you
That's
watched
funny.
Miss Fisher's Murder Mystery?
No,
The
I need to
Australian.
watch that.
Okay, it's an Australian show. 20s, 30s in Australia. She has, the
That's
mom
fantastic.
in Babadook.
No, I've never seen that. I'm scared of everything.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it's
it's
so
awesome. It's a
good. You
good
really.
I
one.
was
have to watch
afraid
it.
that the lady from the lake was going to get me last night when I was getting water. So let's be real.
Yeah, it's
I'm
easy.
I'm
In the
scared of
name-
everything.
This is
It's so
realistic.
good. It's cute though.
It's true story.
Because I have no concept of what Australia was like ever. Like
I don't know what's
Yeah,
Australia,
nothing
other
about
than that
Australian
one movie with
history.
Nicole Kidman, but that was America.
That was terrifying. That whole movie. I was like, why did y'all choose this?
Far and
All
away.
the places. Ugh.
Everything I know about Australia is from those Chris Lilly shows, like
It seems awful.
Angry Boys
Yeah.
and Summer Heights High.
I
Everyone's
watched,
like Summer
I watched this
High,
show.
exactly.
I watched
Yeah,
the show
that's all I
once
know
where
about
there was-
Australia.
It was in a brothel. It was based in a brothel. It was an Australian drama series that was based in a brothel. And it ran for like 5 years. And I watched all the seasons
Damn.
because I was
Wentworth is
Mormon
Australian,
and I was
though.
being bad. So
Wentworth is good. That's Australian.
Wentworth is
So
fantastic.
I know all about Australian women's prisons.
I can't watch that.
Yeah, they can have their babies in the prison.
They're much more lax
Oh my
than
god,
American
there's
women's prisons.
basically all other Western countries.
Oh, yeah.
Like straight up, the warden could get stabbed. No spoilers. On the first episode. Somehow.
Australia?
Y'all don't watch Kath and Kim?
Kath and Kim. That's what
I
it
haven't
was.
seen Kath and Kim.
No.
Oh my God,
you
that's
guys, Kath and Kim is one of the
It's so
funniest
good.
sitcoms I've ever seen before in my life.
Really, really
Where
good.
is Kath and
good.
Kim?
It's on Hulu as well as Netflix. And so you watch the TV show. There's like, I think 3 to 4 seasons. And then there's 2 different movies as well. It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's almost like
finally
Exhibit Trail
queued up
Park, where it's like-
Miranda.
like-
Miranda
got a
is
show.
great. The first
Miranda's
episode is a little
sitting in
questionable.
my list. I just
The
haven't
first
watched it yet.
episode,
It's
a
really
little
good.
question.
Really,
but
really
Miranda's great.
Miranda. She was
Well,
just in
it's like
something I was
Tom Ellis
watching.
at his hottest.
Oh my God, yes. Tom Ellis is hot.
Tom
good. I
Ellis.
mean, that name just sounds hot.
The dude
Tom
from
Ellis.
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Oh,
Tom
that
Ellis. Oh, yeah,
guy.
he's fucking hot. Yeah.
Thank
God
you.
damn.
But this
Oh
was
my
him
god.
younger.
Can we
Brent.
just let me see.
I don't
I
think
can't
it's
see
gonna work.
nothing.
You can see it. There it goes.
Too bright.
Dude, you see it now.
I
Ooh.
see abs. That's all I see.
Oh, but in
All
that
right.
show, but okay, so
Fine.
I've seen Miranda in Lucifer. He's hotter in
God
Miranda.
damn.
All right, I'll be
I was
right
not
back.
ready.
All right, I'll be
Messed
right
it up.
back. I'm gonna be.
What were you gonna
Oh.
do?
I was trying to show him the screens.
Oh,
I don't know
no,
if that,
that
like
made it
messed it up.
worse.
Oh, okay.
Like the light.
I don't
turning
know
on,
how
so then
like
you get
things work on
brighter.
cameras, and I don't know.
Listen, we're just podcasters. We don't understand how technology works.
We really don't. We have no marketable skills.
You would think that to start a podcast, you would need to know how to do stuff, and it turns out you just don't
Mm-mm.
at all.
I mean,
Know how to talk.
it helps. I'm gonna be honest.
It helps,
I mean, a
but
little
yeah,
bit,
like
because then you
Joel
know,
said, as long as you can
the whole
talk.
side of a conversation, like
Mhm.
we're fucking amateurs, which is literally something that's like my biggest fear.
Well, my problem with the one with Jason was that I was like, okay, Jason's not a podcaster. I'm not going to have him download a thing and do a backup copy. Like, that's not, he's just a dude. We're just going to use the software that is supposed to work to record both of us, and it better fucking capture it because it does every other time. So we record the whole thing. Everything looks fine, looks great, looks like it's there. Everything's in. Like a week later, I'm like, I should go edit this, and it's just fucking gone. All of
That's a
his audio
bummer.
is there.
Trust me,
Mine
I
is
See,
know.
that's why I
not.
like to do everything live to where I can see. I have to be able to see the fucking thing recording the whole goddamn conversation in a wave like length on the fucking.
Yeah, that makes
Audible,
more
and
sense. My
that's
only
it.
problem is
I
I
don't
don't
care
want everything to
if
be
the sound is
live on. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to live stream everything.
Yeah, I don't.
But yet,
Why
when you're
not?
recording, we're always recording with 2 people in different spots. So, like, there's more than one thing to monitor every single time.
Yeah,
And then
I
if you
don't-
get a third or fourth person, and especially if they don't podcast and they don't know how to record a backup copy,
Mm-mm.
it's
Yes.
just a nightmare.
Yes.
an issue. Yeah.
It really is. And then the
It's a
next thing you know, you need more equipment and more equipment and more equipment. But listen, we love what we do.
It's
That's
fun.
why
We
we
do
do
it for the
it.
It's just for
community.
fun.
We do
Yes.
it for the
Let's
community.
admit, it's all just for fun.
Do we want to do some Halloween trivia?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Please bring this thing back on the rails.
What were we supposed to be
Okay.
talking about? An election?
The election.
anyway?
We were.
Yeah, the plan was to talk about the
We're not-
election, but
Why?
It's all drivers.
Exactly. We've
I
talked.
don't
I'm
know.
Are
done.
y'all sure your ballot is being counted? Gentlemen caller.
like it's in like
Yeah.
3 days.
Oh no,
and
no,
I feel
Nikki,
like
you
county
missed
are
my
you?
story at the beginning.
I already voted.
I changed
scanned
my
it in.
address. and
Yeah.
my change of address form was lost.
No, they just
Jesus Christ.
or they haven't processed it yet. We're not
Okay, sure, that's adorable.
Okay, Optimus. Like,
I have to call a whole separate county on Monday and figure it out because the other county couldn't see me at all. They didn't have me in their system. They couldn't see me in the whole state. So I have to.
Damn.
I'm so
Mm.
upset because I'm like, I have voted since I was 18.
And everyone's like, I don't understand. Voting's not that hard. I don't get it.
well, I moved. I had the audacity to change my address, and I had to get it. I had it postmarked by the right date. I did
What'd you
everything
go and
by
do
the
that
book.
for?
I printed out everything, and
Why do you have to
feel
make
you.
things so hard for the state of Texas?
You know they can't.
Just stay in the same place.
This is actually
well,
the first.
I would still use the same address, but they suspended my account because I didn't have any proof that I lived there because I didn't.
Okay.
I love how honest you were.
Great, Amy.
So
Now we're gonna have all the voter fraud stories.
So I changed my
Prove them all
driver's
right.
license address. So I had to change my voter registration address, and it's a separate form, and you have to fill it in.
It's like
Amy
that.
just confirmed all the voter fraud stories.
It's all fucking bullshit.
Live on
That's kind of my
YouTube.
fault.
Basically,
I was not ready for that.
It's kind of my fault.
Okay.
God damn it.
well, no, because it's the house
Whoa.
that I lived in, and I don't anymore. So
Mhm.
In which country did Halloween originate?
Ireland?
Germany.
Damn.
Good job.
Nice.
I say Germany because everything
I'm
started
very
in
smart.
Germany.
It's Celtic. Yeah,
This is
I
true.
was close. I was Scotland.
Celtic
but
is
I was
smart.
wrong.
No, you're right, Amy.
Okay, this is like an absurd amount of Dracula
I
questions.
was thinking of just the Holocaust. Different.
Where did the Holocaust originate?
Not Ireland.
Okay,
Not
you know the
that-
Holocaust
Not
wasn't
that kind of
in Ireland,
podcast.
right?
It's a different
Okay,
one.
well, we cannot go from talking about the fucking election to the Holocaust. This is going the opposite direction.
Amy with
We
an
need to
eye.
get it on the
She's
opposite
trying
direction.
to upswing it,
Mhm. Yeah.
not lateral it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, for our literary nerds, what was the name of Dracula's sidekick?
Igor.
I
The
don't
literary
know.
nerd, is that
Ah,
a book
God
or
damn it.
something?
He had a
Renfield.
sidekick.
No idea.
Mary Shelley?
That is a good guess.
Frankenstein.
Thank you.
Apparently, the answer is Renfield.
Oh, I knew that.
Mm.
I did not.
You got to shoot for the
Damn it.
stars.
No, I'm
Never
drunk.
heard of
Sorry,
that.
Nikki. I can't.
I don't remember that. Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like I just watched that movie too. I couldn't remember.
I wouldn't have remembered that shit. It was basically,
I've
it would
never
have been
watched it,
Keanu
I've
Reeves.
just
It
read
would have been Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you. Yes.
Yeah, because he's writing the letter.
I've seen Bill and Ted 3. So that checks out.
Why?
It deleted
It's
the
fantastic.
Dracula.
Are you
Bill and-
kidding me?
Bill and Ted 3 was a great piece of entertainment.
We bought it. We own it.
Wow.
I respect that.
I also saw
No,
Borat,
actually,
which is
Amy,
great.
Amy,
Yeah,
we
just
do not
watched
own
Just
it.
watched
We purchased it through Amazon, and according to Amazon's terms, we don't own that.
As long as we keep paying our Amazon premium.
Amazon
No,
owned it.
Oh,
no,
that's
no. We just have the right to watch it as long as they feel like they allow us to watch it.
To watch it, exactly.
Well, that's nice.
Because you
huh?
can cancel
know,
your
I mean,
Amazon monthly and it'll still be
So-
available for you
And we can
there
still, but Amazon can pull it at any time, though,
anytime.
completely,
So are
and
you
we can't.
saying
continue
I
to
don't
watch it.
still own Mean Girls because I'm about
No,
to
you
get,
don't.
I'm about to write some letters.
You might need to.
Girl, you better get it on DVD.
Thank
DVDs
you.
are safe.
What's a DVD
What's a
player?
You're welcome.
For those
Okay,
extended-
Wait.
I'm 27.
Children's Hospital.
Remember? Read
The same children's hospital that had the state-of-the-art gaming equipment had 3 DVD copies of Mean Girls.
I don't
No.
blame
3
them. That
DVD
movie
copies
is
of Mean Girls.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Why didn't I bring one home with me?
There you
Why didn't
go.
I just steal one? They wouldn't have known.
Because
Me-
honestly, I think the Gen Zers don't even like Mean Girls.
Yeah, none of the
No,
kids
they
are watching
do.
Mean Girls.
They
No,
use it
but
in
my
memes all
daughter-
the time.
They
My
do?
daughter loves Mean
Yes.
Girls. Oh, yeah.
Mean
My daughter
I
Girls
thought they
loves
thought it was
Mean
too mean.
No, my daughter, who is unnamed age because she's my child I was born when I was 30.
Plausible
She-
deniability.
Yes, loves Mean Girls. She
Negative.
loves Mean Girls.
She is a mean girl, right?
Gentleman
No.
caller,
We're on
how
your
mean
way.
is my daughter?
She's not a mean girl.
Yes.
She's just not a nice girl.
We all are
That's-
at
No,
points.
she
that's
She leaves every room with, okay, bye.
She's
Ooh,
a tank that sometimes shoots glitter and sometimes shoots bullets. You never
Real
know.
bullets. She has headphones and she goes, 1, 2, 3, bye. And she puts the headphones on.
Nice.
And she has
Wow.
something cranked all the way up.
Appreciate that. Mhm.
And the argument is that she
Ooh.
isn't a mean girl?
No, I said she is.
Oh, she is. Oh.
Jennifer
Oh,
Fowler
that's-
is giving
oh,
her some
Jennifer,
grace.
okay.
From the moment
being
she
a
was
teenage
born,
girl.
she
You're gonna
was
have
the
to
most
up your argument.
terrifying human I've ever known in my entire life. She is
Fair.
a scary, scary human, but she is going to be an amazing CEO or something. But getting there, there's going to be
yeah.
a lot of people
With hurt feelings along the way.
in the way. Yeah. But so she loves only me in her life, and everybody else she's mean to, and she's only nice to me. And I'm trying
Wrong.
It's like a cat.
She's
How am I
nice to me
wrong?
now.
Yeah.
barely. She
Yeah.
tells me to break up with you every single week when they come over for dinner.
Yeah, but she's just joking.
Is she?
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
she?
you know
You
she
have
is.
the best temperament for parenting.
She tells me, she's like, Mom, she pulls me aside. She goes, Mom, you need to break up with him. And I'm like, why? And she's like, no reason. I just think you should break up with him because he's bearded and weird.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Weird to
That's
bearded.
fair.
Yeah,
though. I'm
I
on
think
her
you've
side
made
now.
your case.
Whatever.
Solid points, both points.
First of all, those both are reasons. But so hate to be a pet in here, but
Exactly.
All right,
So,
Nikki
yeah.
has more questions for us.
Okay, sorry,
Which-
sorry.
Phobia means you have an intense fear of Halloween.
I actually knew this at one point in my life.
Did you?
I think I did.
You know,
but
if
now
you say that, it doesn't mean it's true.
it does to me, and you can't prove it's not.
Exactly. Because Britt and I were just talking about this
Yeah.
earlier, how we know shit. We remember sitting there and reading the entire article about it.
Mhm.
And then somehow
Gone.
You
I'm gonna
can't
call it-
access it.
no, I
Yeah.
do this once a year. It's every time Halloween comes, I'm like, what? Where did Halloween come from? Fucking. Oh yeah, that's right. Wikipedia's, and then it's like next year I do the same shit again. Like
Does
I can't.
anyone else sit there
my
and
fucking
wonder
head.
if your brain is the same one that you used to read an entire book in one night when you were 13?
Yes.
Because
What
I am
happened?
Mhm.
27 and I can't even remember things anymore. I sit there and I have to like stutter to remember certain details of things. And I used to read, like, I remembered which chapter, which incident happened in a book that I read when I was 13.
I took college classes in ninth
Now I can't
grade,
remember where my socks are.
and I spent all day before this just looking for my phone. Like I connected the Zoom meeting, and then I just couldn't find my phone again.
Don't
and
you
I
just
had to
say-
walk the whole house?
I
going,
just
"Where the fuck is my
ask
phone?"
the speakers in my house to call my phone and they do.
No, I can't even do that. I just
That's what I do. I just say, okay, unknown speaker, call my phone. And it says,
Alexa.
okay. Well, mine's
I
not
cannot
that.
believe the
But
like
yeah.
retirement age is being pushed further back.
Mhm.
It's like-
I know where's
It
that?
needs to be 27.
Exactly.
Like-
28.
That's a perfect age.
Nikki will come out and be like, "Hey, all the cabinets are open. What the fuck?" I'm like, "I closed all the." Oh shit. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No.
my
It's not the
bad.
cabinets that bother
Oh,
me. It's the
word.
drawers.
Only because you hit the
Those happen
drawer.
Those two.
Those two.
It's the drawers.
Anything
Like, is
that
there a
can be
ghost in here?
opened.
You can't hit the cabinets with your
Okay.
head.
No, I can't. I'm tiny. Every single time I go into the kitchen, every drawer is open and every cabinet. And I just go in there and just like,
Oh my
thump,
god,
thump,
this is a
thump,
universal problem. Oh, I'm doing.
Oh man, I feel so much better. Okay.
People are just leaving cabinet
ADHD's a
doors open.
motherfucker.
thump. Gentlemen caller
Close
is
the
Amy.
door.
Amy, this is what I'm saying.
This is what I live with. Gentlemen
How
caller
hard is
leaves.
it to close it when you're done?
No.
I thought I
Apparently,
did. I don't know, man.
he doesn't. He forgets what he's doing and he just walks away. And the knife is already in his hand, so he's good.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean,
That's it.
So I shut the
I
drawer
guess
full
I
like,
can
for him.
see it.
I heavily sigh when I do it,
mhm.
but I do it.
Okay, so apparently the answer is samhainophobia.
I knew that. See,
No, you didn't.
I
You-
did too.
Sounds like you were gonna say Sam Harrisophobia or something.
You can't prove it.
That's the
Sam
fear of
Harophobia?
what is that? Damn
White
it.
atheist podcasters.
No. Free choice, free will. It's the fear of free will.
You're just talking
How do you
nonsense now.
have a fear?
Sam Harris
Yeah,
doesn't
oh,
believe
'cause
in free
that's right.
will, so
I
it's
thought
the
Sam
fear.
Harris. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
you're right.
It's the fear would be the
no.
it's a
I'm
thinker.
still undecided on that.
I'll
Working
wait.
on
I don't
it.
really believe in
Working on
free
it.
will either, but
Yeah,
that doesn't
kinda-
mean I like Sam Harris.
Me too, but I
Yeah.
also so if I
It's
didn't
boring.
have free will, my entire trajectory of life would be way different than it is because I made some very big leaps based on none of my external factors. I was very Mormon, I was very privileged, and I still ended up
so
an
true.
atheist that was divorced. You know, like
And there was no information that came in that caused you to change
I
your
might
mind.
have gotten some degrees.
So
Unrelated.
the way I
that
figure
would
it
be
though,
a factor that
See-
you would cause you to. Okay.
I actually,
I'm not going
I
down this
actually-
road. All right.
Look.
I went out to
Look,
lunch with my humanities professor one time and I told her that she caused me to turn to atheism. And she was so offended.
So no. So here's my whole point. If free will doesn't exist, then why bother to figure out whether or not it exists or not? Because I'm gonna just go whichever way anyway.
Very good point.
That's probably I don't know. That sounds transcendental. That's almost like I have. Okay. Yeah.
Because
He's
the
exhausting.
discussing
Brent,
it,
don't.
so-
Just don't.
The point of discussing it is that if you can prove it, then you can change everybody's idea of how life works in general. Because if free will doesn't exist, that changes the entire
It does.
thing.
It changes all of
I'd
our
like to,
our
from this
laws
point
for-
on,
Yes,
never
it
allow
changes all
Amy
the
with a
laws.
Y to tell us we're nerds while she is leading us down a free will conversation on
I'm a
Halloween
good kind
night.
of nerd, though. I'm not like a. I'm
Nikki
not
doesn't
a
like this
nerd
stuff,
nerd.
man. I start on. I'm
I
like,
like it
I'm
with,
so-
like,
book nerd.
philosophy is
just
just
stop.
So
I'm not
I
a
was the
Star
the
Wars
person in
nerd.
high school that didn't look like a nerd because I hung out with all the soccer players because they were all really hot because I'm short and they had really nice asses. So sorry. So, but I was the person that was like, I was knowledgeable of all the nerdy things, but I didn't look like I was.
Oh, see, I looked like I was. I had the
So
exterior.
people
to
would come
match
up to me and they
so.
would start saying something. They're like, "Oh, sorry, you're just,
Yeah.
whatever." And I'm just like, "Oh, you mean this?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Shh, don't tell anyone I know what you're talking about." Go back to the decathlon room and we'll be cool.
Wait, but no, Amy, you were saying something that was convincing. What'd you say?
Me?
Yeah. for
About
free
what?
will.
The Y
now?
one, yeah.
No, she wasn't.
I don't think I
About
was.
free will. That's where
Oh,
we're
free
at.
will. So
This
if
is an atheist podcast.
if it's true that there is no free will, that changes all of our laws, right?
yeah.
So the point of discussing
Pretty much.
it is we have to discuss it because if we prove it to be true, it changes the entire paradigm of how we live our lives.
It
Absolutely.
really does.
And
So,
especially
like
with the justice.
the whole Minority Report argument, essentially,
That's the
Mhm.
best
No.
movie ever.
because it's
I love
like
that movie.
No,
if
because
you
you're
can
not
predict what
preventing
someone's
things.
going
You're
to do.
accepting that the things that happen to us.
Well, that had percentages. Like they were 29%.
Yeah, they were throwing people in jail because
but yeah,
of
they
something
were punishing
going to
people
do.
ahead of time based on things.
Yeah.
Right.
That's-
I feel
Right.
like Westworld is a better example sometimes.
I haven't finished
I
season
love that
two.
show.
I struggle
haven't
with
finished
that.
Season 3.
Or what
That's
was the
Get
one?
to season 3. That's
didn't
where it
finish
really
season
just
3.
Season 2
Huh.
was rough, so I stopped.
I
couldn't
know,
finish
but
it.
you
I
got to
couldn't
get
finish
through
it.
because once you get through season 2,
Season 3 is badass.
yeah,
Okay.
it
I
blows
only got
all
through
that
3
shit.
episodes
Everything
of
in
it.
season 2, trust me when I say everything in season 2 that was confusing to you, all of a sudden
Oh, it
makes
makes sense.
complete
Are
sense.
there more nipples?
Of course.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Westworld.
That's all I want to know.
What are we even doing
What are you
here? They
talking about?
don't-
It's like seriously watch
It's like
it.
Game
It
of
is-
Thrones. Is there more incest porn? I'm in.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
There's no such thing as too much incest porn. I
Thank
mean,
you.
am I right?
There's a whole category for that.
If I
hold on.
only got to episode 3
yeah.
of season 3 of Westworld, does
Parks
it
and
get
Rec.
better after that?
episode 3 of season 3?
Yeah.
Yes, because you're missing some epic like battles.
I mean,
some-
I got
some
to
really
the I got
good
to the
corporate
first episode with
espionage.
Jesse Pinkman in it. I got to the
I
first
Keep-
Jesse
listen,
Pinkman episode.
I'm telling you, keep watching it. If
Yeah,
just
it's
for the
good.
music alone.
Yeah, the
listen,
music-
The music is
just
so
for the
good.
music
I'll
alone.
try it. I'll go
It's
back.
worth it. Oh,
But the best
So good.
example would be the one with Ron Swanson. That was the sci-fi show.
Ooh, I like him.
I couldn't
Um,
couldn't get
what
into
was
that
the
one
name of it?
either.
Oh, I
What
looked
was
at
it
started with a
Jessica
D.
Simpson. Okay.
Yeah,
Dent,
Listen.
determinism. No shit. That's the theme.
Delft,
That's a theme.
Dog.
I don't
Dear?
think I know what any of you
Are you
guys
just
Remember the
looking
one
up
where
D
they
words?
had the super.
I'm just listing
and it
D
could look
words
back in
now.
the past and look in the
You're
future.
starting to
Oh
and
my
all that
talking like
shit.
dumb.
Yes. Okay.
Hey.
I just can't.
Don't
think
worry, I'm looking it up.
Oh,
Don't
Thank
worry.
you.
Ron Swanson.
God, I
That's
forgot
his
about
name.
that
She's
show
not
even
as fast
existed.
at Googling as I am.
That
I'm
came-
not Googling, I'm IMDb.
So we'll be watching the challenge, and someone will hook up in the house because they're dirty MTV showers, and I'll be like,
Devs.
I'll look them up and like,
Yeah,
oh,
devs.
they're not still
Yeah.
together.
Sorry.
They broke up.
You're so mean.
Oh,
I know.
my.
Why? I just tell people everybody died at the end.
Oh, they did.
My dad used to do that, so I picked it up from him.
Wait.
He'd just say, "Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't
it's
finish it? Everybody dies at the end."
Oh yeah, it's tragic.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
So
favorite.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
I
It's
love-
very
Rogue One is awesome.
lock, stock, and two smoking barrels of the
Oh my God! Have y'all
Yeah,
seen?
that's a
Tried to
great
watch
movie.
The Gentleman's Club, or
No.
Gentleman's? What's the
Caller.
newest Guy
Oh,
Ritchie
wait, no, wait,
movie?
That's never mind.
Gentleman's Club.
I don't know what I was saying
Gentleman's
there.
Club.
I think my
I
house
don't-
is gonna blow over.
The most recent Guy Ritchie movie with Matthew McConaughey.
No, but I love Guy Ritchie movies.
But this one
The
is
Dallas
real-
Buyers Club.
No,
No,
not
that's
that.
not. That's a different
That's
thing.
Matthew McConaughey. We need
Is
to
that
watch that.
Matthew-
Oh, it's
McConaughey's
just called
in
The
that.
Gentleman. It's just called The Gentleman.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It came out in 2019. It was completely
I was
panned.
busy that year.
Were we all? We were busy
No.
living.
I was busy. You know,
No,
did you know they used to have
thinking,
parties where
it can't
people
get worse than
blew on
this.
cakes and everybody cheered?
It's
And
a
then
wild
they
time.
cut it up and served it to everybody?
Yep. That used to be a thing. We used to do it, and we trusted it so much. We even did it in like offices where people went home to
Yeah.
different households.
No,
That we
seriously.
couldn't
Yeah.
even vouch for how clean these fucking people were.
Mhm.
Oh,
I don't
my
know how
God.
Cheryl lives. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I don't
Thank you.
participate in potluck.
I was watching some show the other day, just watching it, going, "It's so weird how they're all sitting
Yes.
in the
next
same
to each other.
area." They're,
We
it's
were
actually
watching a show where they went to a club and a party, and
Yeah.
we were like, "What are they at? Like,
Yeah.
where is this?"
there's a documentary on Hulu right now about the Chicago mayoral election.
Mm.
Nerd.
It's very interesting, very nerdy. It's the right kind of nerdy, but it's like
Chicago.
a
It.
episodes
election.
and it follows the candidates but there's a scene where like they're at this kind of music.
Wait,
small
it follows the
pub.
candidates for a mayoral election in Chicago,
Yes,
and that's the right
fascinating.
kind of nerdy.
Yes, that's
Let's
the
just
right kind of
clarify.
nerdy.
Let's just. I'm gonna
That's the
backtrack
kind of nerdy you should be.
and clarify.
Is it Lori Lightfoot? Who is it?
Yes, Lori
Ah,
Lightfoot.
cool.
Oh wow,
I guess.
I am.
But it
so-
follows all of the
This
other.
is not my
candidates.
crowd. This is not
And
my
it goes
scene.
to the different. It goes to the different neighborhoods, and they discuss the issues. And
I love it.
They
Local
get
politics
together.
is enthralling to me. I think it's so interesting.
I got my son to watch it with me because he's on pain meds and can't focus long enough to change.
Dude, he
the
had
channel.
back surgery. He can't move if he wanted to.
No, exactly. So I'm like, this is what we're watching, and you can't do anything about it.
You're so mean.
And then he kind of started getting into it a little bit. and
That's
was
when you
like,
turn on Mean Girls, though,
I really should have done that. Yeah.
or Pitch Perfect. Both
Mm.
are acceptable.
I mean, Pitch Perfect has
Yes.
Ben Platt. So
Thank you.
anything with Ben Platt is good in my opinion.
Can I for a second? It's
Oh,
how
no. This is
And
good.
I'd
This
like
is
to-
where
Is
we
it about
I
Ben
have to,
Platt?
This is where I have to block her from my phone.
I know. I'm about to. I need an audience for this theory. Okay, I need you to tell me if I'm crazy. Let's talk about Game of Thrones for a second because
Yes.
it came up recently in my mind.
You guys,
because the
everybody
prequel
can
is
talk
coming
about
out.
it too.
Yay! I love it. Okay, but here's my theory. Okay, I feel like what happened at the end of Game of Thrones was just a basic like bitches be crazy storyline. And what fucking sucks is like basically Dany was like an RBG in the sense of like she held the power to stop what all those other fucking powerful families refused to do for years and years, which was to deal with the fucking Lannisters. And she came in and she did what she had to do for all of them. And then she got repaid with fucking death. How does that make sense?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I hear you.
Gentleman Caller has strong opinions about the end of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Like, because I feel like
It
they
ended
completely
exactly the way it
misinterpreted.
was always going to end.
I disagree.
Thank you.
It's like,
I knew
were
it was
you
going to be a
paying
fight.
attention? I feel like no one was watching the same show I was watching. Because that's
I knew this
exactly
was
how
going
it
to
was
be a
going to end.
fight.
It was all being
No.
set up for that. Jon Snow was
Listen.
always going to kill her. That's it.
After he fucked her.
I just don't
That's
see
just,
this.
it's kill, fuck, marry.
I
You
thought they
just
were going to
can't
get
merge
married and
those.
have a child, and the
No,
child.
no, you just fuck,
ultimate
kill.
ruler.
Oh,
That's the
no.
way it's
Bran
supposed-
was
that's the
always
natural
gonna
order of
take
things.
over. It was always playing out that way. The only thing that pissed me off was Jaime's story because it was the redemption story, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go back to my sister." That part didn't make any fucking sense.
That actually makes
loved
total
her.
sense in the grand scheme of things, though, because if you look at it, because one of the things we loved about Game of Thrones is how they played it in a very like realpolitik way. In the real political world, most sons are not going to betray their very powerful family for anybody. Like eventually they're going to get back into the fold, maybe not being the person actually doing the dirty work, but they're going to be the person who's like the clean one, making sure the money's getting clean and everything's good. So actually it made total sense for Jaime to go back home because there's no world in which powerful families don't control that aspect of their progeny, especially at that time. What I do not like love about the story is that I feel like they took one line from the fucking books and flipped it in a way that's not real, which is George R. R. Martin always said that the Targaryens were either sane or crazy, not they are sane and then go crazy.
And
that is
then
not
crazy.
a thing.
Yeah.
They are either the incest
Right.
made either good or bad. Danny was always good. There is no like good for that time. Because that's the thing too, is like people are like, well, she burned down the city. Fuck yes, she burned down the city. She had dragons, and this is like before Christ. Hell fucking yeah. Like she should.
That's how I was thinking. Like I didn't even give it. I was just like, yeah.
I
So
was,
so
yeah.
so
The only
made total
thing I was
sense.
sad about
They
is when
should've
they
thought
show
of that
like
before it
a
being
little
pores.
kid or something. I'm like, dude, they should have evacuated.
I mean, that would have helped.
But of course they weren't going to do that. You know,
No, they
But
knew they should have though.
But-
They
all those
It was
All
that
the
moment
death
of
and
decision.
destruction that the Lannisters brought down weighed against.
this is like
Danny and
a
all the
year
things that he
overdue.
I know, but it's like it's been
Well, you guys
broiling.
finally
Not
watched
even
it.
A
relevant.
lot of time to stew about it.
I know. I'm broiling because I'm just like, we
She's
could have had
broiling.
something. We could have had something.
This
Like,
is what's
but-
making
but-
Nikki upset.
But don't worry, Amazon is going to redeem everything with their Wheel of Time series.
I hope so.
You sure?
Wait, what?
Wheel
Oh,
of
the Wheel of
Time.
Time series is going to be amazing, guaranteed.
What is
I
that?
haven't
See.
What
So
is that?
he's that level of nerd. I am not. I do not.
I'm that's the weird kind of nerd.
It's a huge. There's
so
Wheel of
his
Time
brother
series.
has a Wheel of Time tattoo on his arm.
Exactly, but it's like this
Oh,
epically
it's-
long 14-book series.
Oh,
The books are like
But then his other
Sick.
sister calls it a steampunk
They're really
Mickey
sick.
sign, which is real funny.
Are you sure about this?
The
What?
tattoo, yes. The show, I'm not sure.
the show is happening,
You're-
and it's gonna be good.
Are you sure?
okay.
Yeah, I feel like Game
I
of Thrones.
feel like Nikki is Googling it and she's not finding verifiable
Boring. I don't know what
evidence
you're
to your
saying.
claim.
No,
I feel
I'm
like
not.
there was no ending for Game of Thrones that was going to make everybody
No.
happy. I don't think
I
that
would have been
Or
happy with
anybody happy.
ending at the
But-
Ice Dragon.
I think they went out of their way to make the most amount of people unhappy. Like
Yes.
fucking Bran? Bran?
Makes no fucking sense.
Nobody likes
And it's just
Bran.
and it just creates
The
another
story
power
was the most
vacuum. It
boring.
doesn't
Like you
make any
fast
sense.
forward through his parts.
The best leader is the person with the best story. What the fuck kind of sense does that make?
None.
Arya.
Have you met
Arya.
Donald
That's
Trump?
what I would
That
say.
man
I
has a
said
story.
Arya. I was like,
It of
Arya.
course should have been Arya. Everybody
No,
thinks it
no,
should
but
be.
women can't have power because, you know.
What are you
That's-
talking
see,
about?
That's I thought they were gonna go against them. Like,
Sansa got power.
No, she didn't. She
Yes, she-
married
Sansa
into
was-
power and then she
Sansa's
murdered
the
her
real
husband.
winner of Game of Thrones. Period. Sansa's
you.
the winner.
It's because
Period.
she's a redhead, right? High five.
I mean,
I feel like she did win, but I also felt like a year later someone was just gonna kill her or something.
She was
And like those
Probably.
Northmen
such
were
a
gonna
brat. Like she was so obnoxious.
I feel like she didn't have staying power. Somebody in the north was gonna get a bee in their bonnet about a woman leading them. And
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. If we
I mean-
ever had a women mayor, I would
Mhm.
probably just, I don't know.
they
hate
would
her
set the
car.
city on fire. That's how bad it would be.
Every
It's such
time
a
they had their
cause for
period,
concern.
the
Right?
whole town would be on fire.
I'm sorry. That was
I mean,
just I had to get that piece out.
Given what we know about George R. R. Martin's writing, like I wouldn't be surprised if like a year later an asteroid just killed them all anyway.
See, I haven't been reading high-minded things like that. I'm reading things like
Game of Thrones is high-minded.
compared to what I'm really reading. Yes.
Oh,
I got this YA shit.
Way to
down.
brag.
No, seriously. It is Jack Frost's daughter who's living in Georgia. Like
Okay.
that's where I'm at right now, and it is delightful brain food.
I don't read.
Like the
Jack
actual
Frost,
John,
like
Jack Frost,
Snowman?
like the pretend person. That okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it's an
I'd actually
Audible
be
only
kind of
cool
series.
creature.
It's Jane Frost.
I love it. It's an Audible only.
And the person that does the voice acting is like she does high pitched like baby talk, and it's really obnoxious. But if you speed her up to 120, it's fine. That's where I'm at right now.
I
While
don't
I'm
know.
working, while I am doing my
I can't
job that
understand
makes my
anything.
brain hurt.
At
My
that
younger child told me yesterday he really wants to watch Home Alone,
That movie's great.
which means I may have to
Macaulay
sit and watch
Culkin
Home
is
Alone.
40. Just
You're
We're gonna
missing
watch
us.
Home Alone 2 with the great
love
Donald J.
It's like the
Trump.
best movie ever.
Sorry, we're
I've
Home
seen
Alone.
all of them. I've seen all the Home
No.
Alones, but do I want to
Even
watch
like
one
4 and 5.
again?
Yes, always, every Christmas. What? What?
No, the
What
best
is
Christmas
happening?
movie is Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Well, of course.
Yes, Die Hard
That's
is
the other
also
one.
Die Hard 1 and 2
That's-
is also
No.
for Christmas.
Christmas Vacation. Sorry.
Yeah, Christmas
Amy.
Vacation. Gold.
Holiday
It's
in
that
Handcuffs. Holiday in Handcuffs.
Time is here. I love that fucking movie.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas
It has
Vacation.
its own intro song.
No, my favorite Christmas
It's
movie
got the
is
title of the movie
I
in
know,
the
yeah.
song.
Holiday in Handcuffs.
Ah, I was just talking about that.
Oh my God,
Oh my
that is so
God, that's
funny.
so funny.
He was telling me something about because we watched the trailer for Holiday, and I was like, "Why,
Dude, I watched it
This is
yesterday.
Holiday in Handcuffs. What the
No,
fuck?
I watched Holiday yesterday while I was working, and it is delightful.
I love
It's
I
like-
love that Hallmark shit, man.
Yes, I love-
I suck it up.
Gentleman Caller knows that I
Out of
watch
straw.
all of
No
the
thanks.
Christmas in July movies, and then I watch all of the Christmas movies starting now.
Oh dear. No.
It
Yeah,
happens.
that's cool.
It's
I'm
not
actually
even
on that.
November.
It happens. I
So,
would start
it
playing
doesn't-
It
Christmas
will
music
be.
right now.
Can we
If,
even think of any
Although-
Thanksgiving movies besides away home?
no,
for
no.
holidays?
There are Thanksgiving movies. There's the one where the lady brings the guy home for Thanksgiving for a date for Thanksgiving dinner.
With Mark
Christmas.
Paul
It's
Gosselaar.
Christmas Fiance. It's Christmas Fiance.
Okay, not
Yeah.
in Hallmark movie, like an
It
action
is.
movie.
Like a good
It's-
movie.
No, it is. It's a Hallmark movie.
No, one
Yeah,
that was released in
that's-
theaters.
That was our quam.
Even all the
Family
Christmas movies
Stone.
right
Let's
now are
make our
Christmas
own movie.
okay. Wait, no, the Family Stone is Christmas, isn't it?
You know, just shut your dirty whore mouth.
Whoa!
I apologize that I have gotten you to a place where you realize there are no fucking Thanksgiving movies, like I said to begin with.
Oh my God.
There is Thanksgiving.
Now we know how
included.
Amy responds to hitting a brick wall.
Let's all make our
I
own
usually include
movie, like
please to be
said.
polite.
and make $1 million.
Thank you.
There's
Yes,
no
that's
way
what I'm
this
saying.
can't go well, right?
Because Thanksgiving is just where you eat a lot, but you don't care. And then Christmas is where it's at.
I really feel like we should just give up Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Fuck
so
that
let's
shit.
make
I
our
have
own
to see my mom on
Thanksgiving movie.
Thanksgiving.
No, we're gonna
What
make
is-
our own Thanksgiving movie. Me and Brent are gonna play the drunk uncles.
Typecasting.
That's
I see
right.
that.
Yes, let's do it. I can
Seems
do
like
that.
you guys
Yeah.
get to have the maximum amount of fun here.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Except the fact is, he's not drunk at all, and I am. So I don't think that's fair at all.
They really
I'd have to
isn't.
be like the
I mean, you
mean
can be drunk too. It's just got to be on wine because that's the rules.
I don't drink wine. Are you kidding
I
me?
don't know why.
Amy would get to be the black sheep of the family making bad choices. who has
I'm
to
the
come back.
liberal sister
Face her
with all the
family.
college degrees.
Oh my god, that was one of
Exactly.
the best characters.
Wine.
Have you-
Exactly my
Oh!
point.
Wait, is Knives Out? What was Knives Out? Was Knives
Ooh.
Out?
That's a great movie.
Was that Thanksgiving?
Yes.
No.
What was it? You
I think
sure?
they had
It was
a
his dad,
Thanksgiving
the
in
dad's
it.
birthday party.
Oh, that's
oh no,
right.
there's
Birthday
birthday.
That
That's right.
movie was fantastic. That
It
is
was
the last
amazing.
It was
movie
really
we
good.
saw in the theaters.
Oh, good choice.
Oh,
What's
good
a
choice.
theater?
we're smart.
choice.
A thing of the past.
We definitely I enjoyed that a whole lot. I love
And then
that.
I watched hide and seek at home, and I was scared shitless because I'm scared of everything. But it was
What's it
great.
called? Hide and
I don't remember
seek?
that. With all the
What was
people
it called?
explode.
It was called hide and seek.
With all the people explode.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
we
no,
talked-
hide and seek is the word.
Yes,
never
we
mind. I won't
talked
give
to
it
Brent
away.
and Nikki about it. It's called hide and seek.
It's where
Fine.
remember the girl sees the
Where everybody,
imaginary
like,
friend with Robert
The bride has
What's
to
his
play
name?
the game of hide and seek.
No,
Oh!
see, that's a
No,
different
that's
movie.
Ready or Not.
No, Ready or Not. Yeah.
Ready or not.
Yeah,
see?
okay.
There it
Exactly.
goes.
Like I was saying this
See,
whole
that's
time,
what I
it's
thought
called
at
Ready or
first. The
Not.
explodey people one. Like, yeah,
That was a good movie. and I didn't think it was gonna be that good.
Spoiler.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Yes,
I
that
didn't
was
say
that was
anything.
unexpected.
I loved that
That was
movie.
nice.
I
And
really
how
loved that movie.
amazing is the guy from OC? He's just not aging. Adam Brody?
I mean, it happens. I'm 27.
That's
So.
true. Evidence right there.
Right here.
I'm not convinced.
So there was this thread that someone was like, post a picture, like an old picture, and your first Facebook profile picture. I posted a picture from 2005.
I love
Wow.
I was holding a baby, but I
it. It's
looked
that
exactly the
redhead
same.
power.
Oh yeah. Well, it's because you avoid the sun.
That does help.
Except now I
Amy's-
discovered
Amy's-
whiskey.
I'm trying
Amy's
to tell this
older
one.
than me.
I am older than him.
You're a
What?
cougar.
What?
He's like 90. What are you talking about?
I'm,
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Thank you. He's 26.
I know you dye your beard. Like, this is obvious. No,
No,
no
he
hair is
doesn't.
that black. Come on.
There is no way there's all that gray in the dyed beard.
It's got a blue tint.
And
can
he's like,
see the
I
blue
can
tint.
actually see it.
You can see the
Um,
gray.
From which region in the
No,
world
don't
do
tell me anything
pumpkins
about-
originate?
Pumpkins?
Oh, I like that.
America.
Some kind of
France?
East Coast.
America.
America.
Okay.
Mexico.
What region of America?
East Coast. It's vague.
South America.
Your mom's house.
Georgia. My guess is Georgia.
Georgia.
That's peaches. It's different.
Yes.
I mean, they're
God,
orange.
Georgia
I get
isn't a
it.
region either.
Maine.
It's a region. I don't know
Okay,
regions from
I'm gonna
states.
just
I
stop
thought
all
that was the
y'all.
same
Central
thing.
Saudi
America.
Arabia.
Eastern region. Eastern South
Not
America.
Canada.
East. Anywhere east.
What country?
In
What
that
name a country
direction.
in Eastern South America?
Probably Brazil.
Brazil.
Eastern?
Dinner. I
Boom.
might be back.
Peru?
Oh, really? That was it?
What did
Yeah,
you say,
Brazil is-
Felicity?
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I
Good
Brazil
job.
is
Damn.
easy.
All right.
I can't tell
Okay.
east from
Good
west.
job, y'all.
either.
Fuck.
I'll come back if you
Pumpkin
guys are still
knowledge.
here when I'm done.
Okay,
All
we're
right.
probably going to be going on for a while.
Pumpkins speak Portuguese.
There you go.
I was in Brazil for a spell.
I've heard of Brazil.
Was it a
I did a
mission
missions
trip?
trip. Yeah.
Thank you. I knew it.
Convert
You were
some
saving
people?
the brown people.
They were already Christian anyway. You just went
I
there
know.
like, yeah,
Just
hey,
not your
Jesus.
flavor.
You're like, yeah,
Oh my
totally. And that
God,
was
I
it.
just-
That
You
was the whole
had to
trip.
just not your flavor. You're
Them
like,
up a
here's
little.
this ramen packet for your Christianity.
Yeah,
Love it.
exactly. We're like, we're non-denominational and we're Armenians.
You're
And
like, have you
hold on,
tried
slow-
this
whoa,
one?
Hey,
Whoa, whoa,
now we
whoa.
disagree.
Let's add some basil to that.
Exactly.
Which
Lawrence.
vampire said, "Don't be afraid. I'm going to give you the choice I'd never had."
Lestat.
Twilight?
Someone said it, but it's
Let's-
not.
Lestat.
It's
It
There
was
you go.
Amy.
Yeah,
What's that?
I was gonna say
Tom
it's
Cruise.
not Twilight.
It's Tom Cruise. No, it's not
Tom
Twilight.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a grim one.
Interview
How
with
many
Vampires,
people
right?
were hanged during the Salem witch trials?
13?
17.
4.
Thousands.
17 sounds more correct.
I don't know.
Okay, so this, I gotta say, this trivia I've chosen isn't legit because the question is, how many people were hanged during the Salem witch trials? And the answer is First Lady Dolly Madison.
Well, were the rest burned at the stake? I mean, I don't know. I'm like,
You
I have
clicked
been
too
misled
far.
by my history
Can
class.
we call shenanigans? Like,
I
who
Um,
do
think
we
you
call
clicked
for
too
that?
far there, Nikki.
I'm not great at
I would like
historical
to-
timelines.
Where would I
but
send my strongly worded email?
Okay.
I want to say the witch trials happened pre-Dolly Madison. I could be wrong.
Dolly Madison was
You're
the first
probably
one to hold
wrong.
Halloween
She
at
was
the
the
White
first
House.
witch.
I I don't know. But I promise you,
the
it
first
says-
lady of
I
witchcraft.
know none of this.
She was kind of
information, so it's all
saucy,
to
from
you.
what I heard.
I
She's
promise you.
awesome. She was a lesbian, I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkins can be orange, white, green, or what other color?
Black.
Red.
Purple.
None of those are
It's
correct.
got to be purple. What?
Those
Yellow.
are, no,
Halloween
Nikki.
color.
Those are
What?
all colors.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Legit
No.
I mean, yellow would be combined with orange. I would.
Red.
Red. That's what I said. Red.
Right, red. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also incorrect.
Yellow. No.
You're
wait.
also wrong.
Those
White.
are all
Tell
White.
colors.
us, Nikki.
White.
Thank
I've
you.
seen white ones.
It's sorry. I
Dirty
just thought y'all
white.
would keep going because there's only so many colors. But everyone was just like, I've guessed one time. I am now done.
This trivia, the answer is probably banana.
It's probably
That's
Dolly
what I said it
Madison.
was.
Okay.
Fuchsia. I don't fucking what?
The answer is blue.
I've never seen a blue pumpkin.
Okay, that's
Blue.
Wait,
Blue.
That is bullshit.
I have seen
Somebody made
plenty
that
of
up.
blue pumpkins
It
for.
did tell me First Lady Dally Mouse. It was
I don't know if I
terrible.
want to
Bullshit.
I don't know if I want to search blue pumpkins because I heard blue waffles. Is this a
It's
nightmare?
probably going to be porn. It'll probably be
It's
porn.
going to be porn.
If it's not going to be porn, we should start a porn category. Then it will be porn.
Ooh, this is a fun one. What's the body count for the film Halloween?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
37.
Lots.
What?
I feel
A
like you
bunch.
would know this.
I watched
One.
Jamie Lee Curtis's
No.
The
boobs
body
and then I
count
stopped.
is one.
It's like
One
I remember that.
Is
No,
incorrect.
no,
Apparently,
like
it's
5?
well, obviously
5, right?
5 people and a dog.
Okay.
She
all
did
right.
this.
That was what
I
was-
know what this
Mhm.
means.
I was saying
I can count to
for
that
the
one.
record.
Sorry, I
was
gave it
almost
away.
There.
Nikki gave it away.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's not my,
I'm mesmerized by the flashing lights.
Oh, what is the color order of a piece of candy corn from the base to
Oh,
the point?
I know that.
Orange,
Get
white,
one
yellow.
No, it's white, orange, yellow.
No,
Yes.
white's in the middle.
Okay, base is
White's on
what?
the top.
Okay, no, it's yellow,
Orange.
white, orange.
No,
Yes.
white's on the bottom. It's orange,
Okay,
yellow.
I'm gonna need you to start with the bottom. What's on the
Orange
bottom?
is in the middle.
Orange. Orange is on
Okay.
the bottom.
White.
Orange is in the middle.
White,
White,
orange.
Oh.
orange.
I'm white
Yellow.
and then yellow.
Is the bottom the tip or the
Yellow.
white
That's what I'm
Exactly.
confused by
Thank
now.
you.
Hold on.
White,
tip is
orange,
white.
and
It's
yellow.
It's like a Christmas tree.
Yellow's
So
the tip.
clear.
The tip
Yes,
is
it
white,
goes.
the broad part.
White
only
is on top.
Orange at the bottom.
I only know this
Then
because I
yellow, then
remember the
orange.
candy corn that someone made look like Donald Trump.
Ah,
Hey, I made
That
them
is a
for my
good
wall
hint.
once when I was very, very ambitious and did stuff. It's
Ooh. So
is it
it's
white on-
yellow. Go ahead.
it's yellow, white, orange.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
Orange is in the middle.
white
Yes,
is on the
orange-
tip.
Okay,
because
so the
my
base.
daughter's first
so,
Halloween costume was a candy corn, and she had a little white hat, and she looked like a little Klansman.
Okay.
It's at the top.
See?
White, yellow, orange.
I didn't know
So my
candy
friend
corn was
posted a
so
picture of
racist.
her son.
Top to bottom, white, yellow, orange.
That makes sense. So the top is white, the base, the very bottom is yellow, and the middle is orange.
So
I
Gentlemen,
told
call it all
you.
day.
my friend
I've
posted
been
a picture of her
saying it.
son's octopus costume today, and he looks like a penis. I'm
Awesome.
really, really sorry, but he. I'm gonna pull it up. You guys can be the judges for anyone.
No, it's not.
Don't
It's not.
show it.
worse than
What did you say?
a penis.
Don't show it.
It's just
I had to
costume.
like redo an entire costume of my older son's for my younger son to have tonight, just so that we could miss trunk or treat and not actually get any candy.
Okay,
I spent half the
you
day
guys can't
cutting
see it.
things off of one costume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Amy.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I only saw it for a second, but yeah.
I'm
You saw the
offended.
tip, right?
I was,
That's
Yep.
all. That's all we needed to see.
Yep.
That's really it.
I'm-
There's 8 legs, but who cares? Like
Doesn't matter.
we're not focusing
no one
on
cares
that.
what's
You
going
can't
on
even
down
make
there.
it to
That's a
the 8
penis.
legs. Your eyes stop right at the top of it.
It's done. It's already
She
over. man.
posted the picture. She was like, "Here's his costume." Laughy face, because she saw it too.
You
know she
still
saw it.
let that child go out on the streets.
Oh my god,
Sexist,
that's
it's fine.
great.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Did I win
Which-
the costume contest or what?
I mean, everyone seems to be getting a kick out of it.
Get off the
I don't
stage!
get it.
Don't stop! Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Every single live cast, I have to share a penis at some point.
It's just
tradition
part
now.
of it now. It's just what has to happen.
I mean,
Okay, which
Joel from Florida Man never saw the dick pics, but that's okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I missed that. My dogs were going crazy because we have trick or treaters.
Oh wow!
Slam the
Wow,
door.
we haven't had anyone.
You gotta give them candy.
Turn your
What's
lights
Otherwise
off.
you get toilet paper.
happening?
No, my
Turn all
daughter.
the lights off.
Can't you be screwed like the rest of us?
Yeah, nobody's getting
Oh my
free
God.
candy here.
No one gets.
I just
candy.
realized you're in Florida.
Well, it looks like a Democrat.
Joel from Florida.
Hello.
It's in
Joel
the
from
name.
Florida Man.
We're showing up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
showing
Florida Man
out.
We are
podcast.
from all over. In this,
Yes,
this
I
episode.
love
How
it.
have you not been on each other's podcasts?
It's-
I
I
mean,
know.
Well,
Right?
really, we
everybody in
haven't
Florida
tried
knows
that.
each
Now we
other,
do.
right?
Now we
Yeah.
knew.
My friend just moved to Florida. Do you know her?
We probably do. We
Okay,
just
she
haven't
has
read our.
blonde
All us
hair,
Floridian
and she's
stories
real
know each
cute.
other. That's how it works.
You know, it's updated daily. So
She's
It's like
super
black
cute.
people.
I went to
friends
Tampa
all
once.
say-
You
She's been
remember
on Facebook posting pictures of the ocean. Do you know her?
Yeah, that's Sarah.
Oh my
I know
God.
Sarah.
Thank you. Actually, no, it's not, but okay, cute.
Wait, was it the ocean or the Gulf? Because that
yes, that
Fair.
matters.
We're on the
Fair.
golf over here.
That matters.
I don't know where she lives.
Well, if you're
Nasty.
down the Keys, it could be both.
Yeah.
We're definitely not there.
No,
Well, technically,
Texas-
that's
we're
the
not- we're not in the
Caribbean.
Keys.
Yeah, Texas only has.
Yeah.
Fine.
Are the Keys really Florida? I mean, really?
You know what? They think
Really? I mean, in Miami
Yes.
too. In Miami.
Yeah.
Does that,
Like, we
does that count? No.
we just watched the 537 votes documentary, and it was just so fucking frustrating.
Like, what Florida is
Florida
this?
is.
but they're not nerds, right, Amy?
No.
Okay.
We're not nerds.
We're not.
I know.
Okay,
I get
which
it. No, I'm on.
icon?
I'm on your side. I get
I'm
it.
like super cool.
Which
So-
horror movie icon
Cute.
has the highest on-screen
I'm not
body?
cringe like my kids say I am.
Fucking boomer.
And my
They
jokes-
do.
my
They
jokes
call
are
me
good.
Mama Boom, and then they tell me I'm cringe. Everything I do is cringe. I'm like, that's not an adjective. They're like,
When did
"Oh."
cringe turn into a noun?
They're like,
I don't
yes,
know.
it is. Yes,
No,
it
it's a
is.
descriptor. It's not a noun.
They're like, everything you do is cringe.
verb.
I'm like, how is that even an adjective? Like that right there.
Where did the worthy go behind the cringe?
I don't know.
Two
Puns are
word
funny.
hyphenated.
Whatever.
I'm like, but my friends think I'm cool, and I have like a podcast. They're like, we don't care.
But I podcast though. Like,
I've
that's
tried
Like I
that.
have so many. I have all these podcasts, and they're like, yeah,
No.
cool.
Who
I
does
feel
are
like you
cool,
have to
dude.
start a TikTok. You should start a TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, I
Google
have TikTok on my
podcast.
phone. I should.
I mean, really, just do it. Get,
Anyway,
I love it.
What movie was what?
I don't
Okay.
understand TikTok. There we go. There's my Halloween
Me
line.
Okay. here we go.
Either. Sometimes I watch the TikToks that people will put
Nice.
on like Twitter and stuff.
I
and I'm
love
like,
TikTok.
this
I
is the
have
most
TikTok.
Basic shit I've ever seen.
No,
ever.
I have it.
But
I
guess
have.
it's cool.
I follow the Butch gays because I love them. The Butch
I
lesbians.
have heard that part of TikTok is
It's
stellar.
the best.
Yeah, I see that.
All
Some
I
of
know
the
about
political
TikTok
shit,
is
I
what
just be
Devin
like,
private messages us.
I have TikTok because I downloaded it back on my phone the day before Trump made it illegal.
What is that with people wanting to share TikTok with you so much, even though you don't?
But Devin's great,
TikTok.
so I watch all the things they send.
Yeah,
us.
I assume Devin has good taste, so I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Obviously,
It's. I mean,
That's
they're
worth
friends
they
with
are
us.
funny
because
sometimes.
basically
No.
you're getting
Let's
it
be real.
curated for you, which is really
Exactly. I don't have to
90% of the problem.
I don't have to wade through the garbage. I just go straight to the good
Correct.
shit.
You know what? I get you.
Yep.
every once in a while I'll see a good TikTok on Reddit, and then I'll show my daughter who is 17, and she'll just roll her eyes and say, "Yeah, that's old."
Mm-hmm. Oh, I get it.
That's
Does
like
she,
7
does she call you
minutes ago.
What
cringe?
is
so,
with it being so great that it's novel? I don't understand. Like, just because something is new doesn't mean it's great. And just
Yeah,
because something
that's
is
a good
old doesn't
point.
mean it's bad.
That's a weird metric that
Utes.
we've decided as a.
No, if
you
it's
know.
old, it's bad. That's what I've heard.
I don't get that. No, if it's old, it's classic.
Yeah, if it's
It's
old and you're like,
vintage.
hey, you're just recalling, like if you're referring to something like, hey, that's good, like you know, you
It's
remember.
not
that.
old enough. It has to be old enough to be cool again. Come on.
Right. If it was 2 weeks ago, that's old. But if it's like 10 years
I
ago,
believe
that's
you.
retro.
Oh,
Exactly.
Like his
Right.
keyboard.
Fuck everybody. I'm fucking done. This is stupid. Like, kids are dumb.
Kids are dumb. Kids are dumb.
They're fucking stupid. I mean, they just are. Like,
you don't know
Their
anything,
TikTok and their cringe.
right?
Get off
Okay,
my lawn.
for the 17th time, which horror movie icon has the highest on-screen body count?
oh, Jason. I know that. Friday the
Is this not multiple choice?
No.
Adolf
Damn it.
Hitler.
That's
you win,
Okay,
sir.
I did say horror movie icon.
There was movies with
Okay,
Freddy?
yes.
Adolf?
no, not Freddy.
Actually,
Freddy fucks with people for too long. That's the problem. Like,
yeah, he
Jason,
has no time. He's
Jason
too
kills
sassy.
every.
Jason
It's a
just
Friday
rolls
the
up and
13th
swacks
movie.
people.
I know it.
Yeah. So it is Jason Voorhees. Good. Excuse me.
I know it.
Voorhees.
Told
Sorry.
I know that
I
one.
thought of forehead. Sorry.
Is it bad to admit I've never seen any of those movies?
You really are not missing
What?
a damn thing.
No,
I'm
don't
sorry.
listen to her.
Friday
I'm
the
a big
13th
free cat.
is the
I don't like
worst
horror movies.
series.
I don't like
well
being
then,
scared.
okay, never mind.
That's not
It's
really
like they have
horror.
only
That's
ones
more
you
like
need to watch are
gore.
1, 2, 3,
It's-
and then the one where Jason's
Gore.
in space, and then Freddy versus Jason. Everything else is
Yeah.
If you don't watch anything else, watch Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
That movie
I
is
can't
fucking-
watch like myself getting a shot. I definitely can't watch gore. Like I just
It's not that gory,
No,
actually.
it's more just thriller, like fun. Like I don't know. I love Freddy. It's fun. It's
crime
fun.
thriller. I enjoy that. If it's a just pop out and scare you thriller, I can't deal with that shit.
Technically, it's a crime
it's more
thriller.
campy.
Heart attack.
Yes,
They're
you're right.
committing
Yes,
crimes,
camp. It
and
does have
it's
Oh,
thrilling.
quite a bit
okay.
of camp in it.
That's fair. I get
Committing
that.
crimes is thrilling.
Ooh, this one's fun. It's illegal to dress like a nun or priest for Halloween in which U.S. state?
Georgia,
Georgia,
Virginia.
Mississippi,
Utah.
Utah.
Alabama.
No, Utah would-
Alabama.
Fuck yeah,
that makes sense.
According to Section 13A 14.4, impersonating the clergy is a misdemeanor with a fine up to $500 or up to a year in jail.
Nice.
So that's the cultural appropriation you get mad about. That's great.
Ooh,
Jesus.
funny.
God damn. Fucking of course.
I'm sorry. I'm just-
Goddamn South.
You know, it's full of surprises.
I heard it's awful. I don't go there. So
I'm terrified of that spit of
I
land.
mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
I just stay put.
mm-mm.
It's like if there is going to be a civil war soon, that's where it's going to start.
And I feel bad because it's like I'm sure there's beautiful parts of like Mississippi and Alabama, but
Probably.
or just like Pensacola.
Who gives
But
a fuck?
again,
It's all the people are nuts. Like,
I mean, I'm sure they're wonderful.
like, look at that pretty thing. Let's run.
There's some great
we
people,
gotta
I'm
run.
sure.
They're trying to kill us.
We were just talking about that earlier of like, speaking of the election, we don't know what's going to happen
No.
because we're like, Brent's like, I don't know what's going to happen to us if there's like a civil war that breaks out. And I was like, babe, we're obviously going to be murdered. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we're
We're
die.
going to have a hard time playing it off.
We're just gonna die.
You know?
I'm gonna
I
just
mean, we're-
pretend
we're
that I'm on their
Republican.
side.
Yeah, you two are gonna be the first to go.
Uh,
Saying.
Amy's like, I'm a duplicitous bitch, so I'm just going to switch
I'm gonna
sides.
be like, praise Jesus.
May the Lord open.
so this is where I was just like, you know, I
I'll be
guarantee
like, I'm totally fertile. I've had 3 children. I will not disclose my tubal ectomy.
We don't
like-
need to talk about that.
Here's my measurements for my handmaid outfit.
I am literally.
I will
actually
sew
still-
it myself.
So-
I have a sewing machine right behind
Ooh,
me.
Amy.
I mean, it would be a geriatric pregnancy, but still.
You think they give a damn?
I don't care.
Mine's not a geriatric pregnancy because I'm only 27. So,
Wait, but aren't they like super offensive and name everything a geriatric pregnancy?
Yeah, like if
Only
you're over
after-
like 38, it's
after
geriatric.
after 35.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, after 35.
that is.
Mhm.
I was
so-
on notice at 30. I was on
Mhm.
notice. But I was already referred to a perinatologist because I had a high risk pregnancy.
Mm.
And that guy was an asshole. So I'm super, super short. And he was like one of those people that was like, oh, I'm friends with so and so who also is super short. Do you know them?
What the fuck kind of alliance
The
does he
short
think you
people
all have?
community.
I
Okay,
said
we don't have
yes.
allegiance to each
not
other.
like you're-
First of all, I said yes. And I told
Of
him,
course, we have a club,
The-
dude.
Amy's like, I'm just gonna see where this goes.
I was like, of course I do. And then he kept going. It was something about Go Frogs, or I don't even know, some kind of like
Go for us,
college,
huh?
collegiate, whatever.
Amy, you're ready. You're ready for the
Amy-
Civil War. She's
Amy,
smart.
Amy says
thinking
she's
ahead.
super
Smart.
short, but I don't think you get it because I am
No.
25 inches taller than her.
You have no idea how super short I am.
I'm
the coverage
25
will not hit me
inches
in the-
taller
Wait.
than her.
25
I get it.
inches.
That's 2 feet and 1 inch.
45.
Amy knows because she's met me IRL.
Oh, I get it.
I tell
Watch
people
the
we're in a
video.
long
Only-
distance relationship.
Brent told me, but I
Amy
was
is
like,
1
I've
foot
never
tall.
seen.
I was like, nah, what is happening? No. I was
Amy's
like,
only 1 foot tall. She's as high as a foot long.
So you know
Oh my
those
God.
signs
It's like
that
the
start
Indian
at 4
recovery.
feet in the gas stations?
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
like,
So you're a Fae person, is
Yeah,
what you're
I'm
saying.
4.
Yeah.
I'm 4'2",
do you know?
but I'm
Lucinda?
actually 4'1 3/4", but I lie.
But
And
you
say
fudged
for
that
two?
last quarter of
So
a.
you can ride the ride.
Thank you.
Mhm.
No, I still can't ride the rides.
God damn.
Or
Damn.
sit in the front seat without a booster
You have to
seat
have
in
a
the state of
booster?
Texas, but fuck them because I weigh more. So
You want.
I got this.
I actually,
We have laws.
yeah.
I went to
Damn.
Texas once. It was anarchy.
Where did you
It
go?
is. That's
People
what.
were just
not.
throwing garbage on the
Where did
road.
you go?
We got all these saloons with swinging doors.
My
and
Oh,
God.
stuff, and, like,
Galveston's a
Did you
weirdo
go to
tourist
Amarillo?
nightmare.
Amy, we've talked about this.
No.
Don't go to Amarillo.
We went to Galveston and
Don't
we
go
were
to
around,
Galveston.
Like, Does
The
nobody take care
hurricane
of the
destroyed it
garbage
for
on
a
the road?
reason.
where did they adopt a highway
It had a
program?
No,
There was
do
just
not
trash on the roads.
do not go to Galveston
Don't act like we don't have trash.
unless you go to the museum, which is
Actually,
amazing.
we don't. When you really look at this, we don't have that much trash on
Do
the
you
street.
have an adopt a highway program?
We do.
We do.
We
You
have
have
Don't
that
Mess
deer
with
kennel.
Texas.
You have
We're
don't
the
mess with
atheists of community of Polk County that help cleans them up too.
Yeah.
So if you go
the
donate
local
money to
atheist
the
group
atheist,
has a. That's what
atheist
keeps the
people.
highways clean is mutual
Yes.
stream. You get to advertise and then you are shamed if you don't do it. So
Wow.
it works and it's
We
free
have,
for
we have
everybody.
an
You
atheist
mean
group.
Sheriff Grady Judd actually allows there to be atheists in Polk County, Florida?
I know it's
Barely.
wild.
Barely.
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say
Maybe they're
they-
flying under the radar.
when they
they
give
can clean roads.
invocations.
Yes, but they cannot do
and
invocations.
they leave a Bible on the fucking thing for them to, get upset about.
It's okay if they clean up.
Well, that's
trash.
good because that way you can know the truth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
wait.
gosh.
Brent, I don't know if you guys know about this. Have you heard about Jesus?
I forgot to
we've
tell
been in
you
the dark
I
for
was-
so long. We're
I
seeing the
almost
light now.
texted-
He is this guy that lived supposedly.
Okay, Amy, I almost texted everybody here last week. And I
Allegedly,
forgot to do it. We were in a hotel room last week with no Bible in it.
What?
Nice.
Could
Had the
not find
Mormons
a
or
Bible.
Gideons not been there?
That's
Nothing.
because
Shades
the
of
person,
Grey.
the person before you took it.
We
Yeah.
all tore that room apart, going, "There's got to be a Bible."
Did you check the wall between the TV and the
No
wall?
Bible.
I
But
know that.
Did you
Then-
check the light fixtures?
there was
Did
a
you, did you check behind
I've
the
seen that
mirror,
Facebook
the
page.
two-way mirror?
so because it's 2020, right?
Did you
Secret
check
Uh,
the
there was
treasure
a
vents?
hunt.
It's a
Once
trend.
we were in this room and settled in, there was a huge plumbing catastrophe.
Can
in
you
the hotel,
ask for a Bible?
and they had to move us to a different room 3 times. And by the time we got to the third,
No Bible in all 3 rooms?
then there was a Bible in that room. So
Okay.
Okay.
What about the second room?
nope, couldn't find one in that room.
That was all part of
But
God's
Wait, how
will,
is that
by
not
the
a
way.
part of like the
So,
regular flip
The
The
of
one,
for new
the
people?
one in the
Gideons be
third
slipping.
room I took, and then I smuggled it into my son's backpack so that after his back surgery,
Is
when
it
he's
really
well enough to dig
smuggling
through his
If
things,
you just
he'll
put
have
it in a
Bible.
backpack?
Mhm. It's
I'm
just
sure he'll find that hilarious.
he
I
really
don't
will.
think it's smuggling if you just put it in a
I love
backpack.
that.
I think smuggling requires some level of
like
like
secrecy. Yeah,
superfuge.
when
It's
they
like,
want
I'm
you to
taking
keep the
this,
Bible.
everybody. Look, I'm taking it.
Right. Because hotels would be like, yeah, okay. Have a
can't
nice
put
day.
a
Hotel in the
book
Bible.
down.
I just
Actually, I don't
feel
care.
gross.
I'm,
I
like-
have to
I don't
take it and throw it in the garbage. I do
I like to
sometimes.
write my testimony in it.
Amy, you look like you have like the worst case of sunburn or
She,
Right.
alopecia.
so she looks like she's
Trying to be
like a extra on like a zombie show.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see it
that's how
now.
I see it,
I see it.
You know, she's the one that like chewed half the rat or something.
I need to pay for these lights.
It's
I need
those
to get
kind of
some use
lights
out of
that's in
them.
everybody's glasses.
Well, we have one of those
Makes
lights.
sense.
I have one too. See my
This is your
purple.
Patreon
Why
money.
are they so pop? It's in everybody's glasses when they're podcasting. I can't
Because
focus
that's
on
what that's
they're
how I
reading
found
about.
out
Put
about
it in my
it.
glasses because I'm
Circles.
wearing contacts that don't fit.
Because you're
It's a-
because every live stream 101 YouTube video says get a ring light.
Yes.
Oh.
It's just
It helps.
Dude,
I don't
hey,
ask why.
we
I just
bought
do
it with Patreon money.
Oh.
Did you
Alright, well,
not
the-
see
Do it.
Amy before the ring light and then after?
Oh, they weren't here
This is
then.
a good look.
Okay, look. This is what I
Now
looked
she
like
looks
before.
she's covered in blood from the descent or something.
Mhm.
okay.
This is what I looked like before, and then now.
Oh yeah. I see
So-
it now.
Oh,
So
I had
the-
to text Gentleman Caller to bring it out to me because it was in a box and in my room.
Yeah.
So
we should
Okay,
the
so
probably
this
reason
is
they
a
say you to
That's
use
my
a ring
idea.
light
That's
is the ring is
a-
supposed to go around the lens of your camera, so you get even light on all parts of
Or
your face.
your
Yes.
Or
The
your
camera's supposed to
phone.
go right here.
It's supposed to go on your phone or
Oh.
your camera.
you put
It,
your
it
phone
came
right
with a
there.
pamphlet. I threw it in the
All right,
box
then,
and I
then
put it
po-
next to me.
You're
then
supposed
podcasters
to, like,
need
do
read
this.
the
wear
instructions.
glasses.
It's in
Don't
English.
fucking wear glasses.
It's
then.
in
more fun to
written
do that.
English, which I don't read because I went to public school. So
Let's
I did a
repack
lot
that.
of digging trying to figure out how
I'm
to get rid of
illiterate.
the glare
Full
on
disclosure.
glasses.
Why are you watching podcasts?
okay,
I mean,
thank
or
you.
vlogcast. I don't know what to
Oh,
call it.
okay. So like YouTube videos?
yeah.
So
YouTube.
basically, he has a
Okay.
lot of time on his hands.
Yeah.
Dude.
Mind your
only-
And I don't watch
business.
anything else, honestly.
Is what
Only
he's saying.
I, we had a whole coming to Jesus
She gets mad at me
conversation.
about it.
The only
Because, like,
reliable
2 weeks
way
ago, I was
to
like,
get rid of the glare.
Hey, what's going on? You're only watching YouTube lately. Is everything good? Everything,
everything
okay?
okay?
Like, you want to watch something else, maybe? Like, because I am just terrified of the YouTube
Are we
algorithm. I'm
okay?
terrified.
And
Is
which I
everything
get, like, 'cause
okay?
the fear is real, all right? And it makes sense because Q.
No, I get
but people
it.
believe Q. I mean, fucking, come on.
Like if I spent too much time on TikTok, it would be fair for him to ask me if I'm straight still.
Are you a pedophile? No.
You've been spending a lot of time on Butch
TikTok.
YouTube
Anyway,
or
never
Butch
mind.
TikTok.
It's children.
It's all children
I'm-
making videos.
No. I watch Butch lesbians on TikTok. It would be fair for him to ask me if I was still straight.
That makes sense.
So
They're-
anyway,
Are you?
Nikki, they're so hot. Trust.
you will learn
Listen.
that the only way to
I'll
get
send you the
glare off
videos.
your
It's cool.
glasses on a live stream is to wear them at an angle.
Amy is giving us life
Oh,
tips.
That's
If you wear
why
them
it's
straight
going-
ahead, you get. But if you have them at like an angle, which
That's
is hard
why
to
I put on my
figure out,
contacts.
That's the trick.
Contacts.
Yeah, put
I
a glass
see.
in your
Or you
eye.
That
just
makes
And
take
sense.
then
off
when I
your
put on
glasses.
contacts, I had to put extra foundation right under my eyes because I have dark circles because I'm 27.
Why don't you all do a masterclass, a TED Talk, and then write an ebook and start a whole thing?
Oh,
We
we're
need to do
working.
That's
We are
tomorrow.
working on our life tips novel.
We have
There
a
you
we
go.
have a
We are
how-to
working
book
on it.
in the works.
We are working
Oh,
on
yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
Amy, I figured out a technological workaround.
I've already
for that.
That
texted
looks
her this.
badass.
She already
Awesome.
knows.
Take
You
that,
look like
snapshot
Gloria
that
Steinem.
shit. Right now. Snapchat that shit.
You do.
Oh my.
I saw a TikTok with Gloria Steinem in it. So Gloria Steinem had
Whoa.
this TikTok where she was like, I never knew why I didn't have friends. And then I realized I was just waiting for my friends to be born.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Somebody
Touch it.
bought me this.
I don't know. Something about that strikes me as sad.
It's
That's-
super sad,
Sounds
but she's
sad.
waiting for the millennials, is what she was saying.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's awesome.
Look, I took
Aw.
my glasses off.
Okay, wait,
that I don't
is
have
Hillary
ring
on
light.
there?
Thank
Have
you.
you
Who
heard
was
about
that at
Hillary?
the end? I was just gonna say.
So yeah, it's so a friend bought me this.
Okay,
A couple
have you
years
heard about Hillary's family?
It's Hillary.
Oh, okay.
Gloria
Oh.
Steinem.
Like-
I'm just saying it's not the best likeness of Hillary.
I know.
No, and I've heard about the Clintons in my local Facebook.
Oh, they
groups.
murder people. Yeah.
Thank you.
all the
And have you
time.
heard about
The
that
baby-
pizza
Sacrifice
place?
babies.
I have very mixed feelings about
Benghazi
Gloria Steinem,
And her
RBG, Susan B. Anthony.
emails. Okay, Gloria Steinem and RBG, solid.
But I
agree.
feel like they could have gotten a woman of color on here doing.
I mean, it wouldn't have hurt it, but
or anybody else besides. I'm sorry, Hillary was our first chance.
But
yeah, and y'all blew it.
Thank you. Right? Thank you.
I want winners.
She was not our best choice. She was our first chance.
True.
She was just the one that made it through all of the like. You know how when you it's your birthday you go through like that paddle line. She was just the one that made it through first.
Yes, basically.
Like.
But now no one's gonna have a chance ever again. So
that's
like,
I mean,
it's like there will never be another woman on the court probably ever again.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, they found us.
She's a woman technically.
They found us a wonderful woman on the court.
She's a woman. Praise be.
Under his eye.
The fruit.
Ooh. She hurts my heart that she's a woman named Amy. Luckily, I don't share her spelling.
I'm gonna say at least you don't have to have the same spelling as.
I do have that.
Yeah, you narrowly escaped that one.
Plus,
and the
I'm
amount
a redhead and she's not. So
the amount of conservatives just doing the whole
removes me from
woman.
So
you
many
can't
other
complain
things
about it because she's a woman.
It's like you get the
if
feeling
you don't
they
support
don't
her,
listen
you're
to
a
anything
sexist.
we say, do they?
No.
They just like look at people and be like, "Oh, black woman is talking. I can't." No. Oh, they got another woman talking. I can't.
Why do they think they can talk about things? I'm like, what?
Like, oh.
So like real quick, like something that we were talking about a little bit ago. I was thinking it was so funny. Like if you think about it, like when we're like older, and we're talking to like the kids that are gonna,
like older than 27.
Yes, older.
I
than 27.
literally can't even imagine.
And we're talking to the kids, and we're like, "Oh man, you were around for that?" And we're like, "Yeah."
I mean, my son is 18, but we don't do the math because it's.
Exactly. But it would be like,
oh, that would be a very uncomfortable. Like,
I don't have that conversation.
See what you set up.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna be like, yeah, I know. It was
be a very uncomfortable birth.
It was before we realized the internet could brainwash people, so they didn't have any rules.
So my son was going to stay with his grandparents for a couple weeks, and I told my son to watch The Brainwashing of My Father first.
That was interesting.
Before he went to stay with my parents.
That was a smart move.
Nice. Who are Mormon.
Like, get prepared.
Yes. Yeah, he was
that was really sad.
They're going to show you a lot of bullshit.
Mom.
I think I tried watching that and I couldn't get past
it's hard. I watched most of it with him. It's hard.
30 minutes and went, no.
I watched the whole Michael Jackson thing with him though, and that was hard too.
Oh, that was really tough.
Yeah.
I didn't even get through the end. Did we end? No, I think we finished the second episode, but we didn't.
Gentleman Caller was on. He was camping when I watched it, but it was hard.
I saw that whole thing. It was.
It's
that
rough.
was tough.
It was rough. But I watched that with my son, and then I watched the
honestly.
Brainwashing of My Parents with him.
I just like to watch documentaries about the Chicago mayoral election with my son when he physically can't move his body away from the situation.
That's terrible.
I
we should watch like the history of porn with him or something instead.
So no thanks. Interesting though, there was a scene
what kind of mother are you?
There was a scene that took place in a barber shop in like a black neighborhood, and they're all arguing with each other, you know, about the election coming up, and he looks at me and he's like, imagine being the guy that just went in there for a haircut. And I'm like, well, I said, you know, in the black community, that's like they hang out at the barber shop. That's a community thing. And a lot of people get together and they just talk politics, and it's not abnormal to just talk about shit at the barber shop. And he's like, oh,
there is no, like, I'm not into politics person.
Yeah, no. He's like, that's
I mean, it
interesting.
is, but it's not, no. It's not really.
Well, then it was a weird scene because these two guys.
That's so weird because in the white community, people are like, my vote doesn't even count. I haven't voted since I was 25. You're like, oh my God, you're 49. Like,
no.
It's all decided by the Illuminati.
Speaking of which, let me.
Right. Like you look at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Let me help you. Here's the papers. I have it in my bra. Hold on.
They are fucking
like that. Do we want them voting though?
Yes, because they would circle any circle I tell them to.
Well, yeah, if they're gonna vote how you tell them to, but
Like,
do we want to just send them in there on their own?
Pretty easy to convince.
I will walk them into the voting. I have mask. I have a spider mask, so I can put on for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this. Okay, so Reason Magazine, famous libertarian magazine, they asked their staff, you know, who they were voting for, whether they were going to vote.
Joe Jorgensen.
These yes, Joe Jorgensen for a lot of them, but some of these answers are just like, why do you insist on living? Okay, so
Kanye.
Eric Boehm, they asked him, if you could change any vote you cast in the past, what would it be? I can't imagine thinking a single vote is valuable enough to spend time regretting.
Wow, I voted for Romney.
Like,
so
why would you even? I just can't.
Did you hear the question?
I'm so much smarter than the rest of
like
you.
I would revoke my vote for Romney and vote for Obama.
Listen, I go by science and reason. I am a skeptic.
And I voted for Bush twice.
Me too.
I can't.
You were
mom filled it out
you were
for
Christian too, right?
Yeah, well, my mom filled it out for me. I didn't even fill the thing out.
I'm only 27, so we're basically the same age.
I voted for Bush the first time.
Yeah, I was like,
no.
I voted for him twice.
Everybody asked me a question.
Oh well, yeah, that'll do it.
What did you say? What did you say, gentlemen?
She's like, I have a reason. Okay.
Everybody has to be.
Did you vote for Romney?
No.
Did you vote?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Who's old enough to have voted? Who's old enough to have voted for Bill Clinton for president?
What year was that? Because I'm 27. I have to do the math. What year was that?
92 and 96.
So I was not old enough.
No.
I was not old enough yet in 92, but 96 was the first election I voted in.
She's significantly older than me.
I'm very old. Yes.
My son's like a month off from being able to vote in this election. It sucks.
Yeah, my son turns 18 in February. He's super mad.
That's so.
I really wish
I call him my 18.
Oh,
he doesn't turn 18 until.
Here's
February.
a great one. John Osterhout. Who do you plan to vote for this year? Political representation is illegitimate in theory and a sham in practice. I don't plan to vote for anyone.
Oh, so he's the problem.
No, actually, if he's like that, he probably shouldn't be voting.
Yes, thank you.
I mean,
no, just
also
vote the way I
bullshit.
say. I will send him a picture of my boobs if he votes the way I say.
She's not lying either. She'll do it.
This goes for everybody.
Like, it doesn't make any sense though.
This is like standing offer. You vote the way I say, picture proof. I will send you a picture of my boobs.
How do you say? What do you say?
If anybody votes the way I say, with a picture proof, I will send him a picture of my boobs.
I'm not sure this is
I can't give you proof.
On you.
It's not. It has nothing. Actually, I don't think it's illegal.
She sees the like.
Can we
pretty sure
please?
it's
I do
illegal.
not need to be trending on conservative media.
There's
We don't need
basically.
that.
So you know that picture that's really good of my boobs? I'll send him that one.
Delightful Bitchcraft Enterprises does not necessarily endorse the views and ideas.
Yeah, they do. They do. They totally do. She's not. It's,
No, trust. It's.
Nor do we guarantee any offers offered by any host.
no, they do.
Thank you.
They totally
On live
do.
Except I'll send a picture of my boobs. Small print.
She'll totally do it.
This is even smaller print.
But I already mailed my ballot in. How do I get your boobs?
Who
Too
did
late.
you vote for?
Sorry.
Picture
nicely.
proof.
Now you
Picture
fucked
proof.
yourself.
Asking the important
Darn.
questions.
You messed yourself up right here.
That's where you fucked up. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to
I
cancel the
mailed
ballot
my
and go
ballot in,
vote
but I
in
took pictures
person.
of it beforehand, so
Did you?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well,
Send it to me.
mhm. Speaking of which, I still have to send my parents the picture of their sample.
How many
ballot.
pictures am I gonna get in my text? I don't even know now.
Way too many. You're the one that started it.
I've asked for dick pics too. I mean, I get them, but you know.
I still don't, and I'm not complaining about that because.
You could, as soon as people figure out they can text the Google Voice number.
Oh God. I forgot about that number.
I'll start sending them to you. You'll be
You
like,
not
who is
checked
this
it?
number? Why is this Texas number?
I signed up for that, and then I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, we have it. We have it.
Fortunately, I do have a notification on my phone, so it will tell me if we get a message, I think, in
Said
theory.
dick pic. Right.
Probably should write that down to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll send you the number, Nikki.
Do that. Libertarians are really hard to please.
Well, it's because they want all the Republican values with the weed.
Mhm.
It's like
They don't
That's
want to
just the
help
coalition
anybody
you
else,
can't
but they want
filter.
free weed.
But they want free weed.
it's
Yeah.
just really
They don't
weird
want
to
legal.
me.
They want free weed.
It's
Like,
basically fuck everybody else, but give me weed.
Mhm.
That's the
I
party.
get it.
But
Give
why
me
should we
weed.
have to subsidize your weed? I mean,
Mhm.
no, I have no idea.
I mean,
I'm just using their
It's
argument.
like, how are we gonna regulate the weed though? We need a government for that.
they're actually
So-
subsidizing a lot of other people by taxing the weed. But anyway,
No,
See,
I'm not
that's
even
the
gonna
thing.
say it.
Taxes are theft. And if you just
Right.
stop taxing and stop stealing,
we
from
shouldn't
the
have to
people,
pay for the roads.
we'll work it all out amongst
And
ourselves.
we're all gonna
It'll be
smoke weed.
fine.
yeah.
That's it.
Charities will take care of everything.
I went down like a Sam Cedar versus libertarians rabbit hole the other
Don't
day.
do
and
that.
It was
Oh my
fun.
God.
Don't do that.
No, it is
So-
fun.
He
The
loves
best
this
thing
shit.
I ever did for myself was just listening to nonsense audible books.
I'm telling you. I
Like
told him,
it's
I was like,
it's
I think
just
I need to give up
basically
politics.
like candy for my brain. And I don't even care. Like all I do is listen to that now. I can't even listen to music because music is a little too much.
Too short.
What music are you
Too
listening
many.
to?
There's too many feels because I have like
Oh,
my
yeah.
life soundtrack. There's too many feelings. But if I listen to something that's
Yes.
like Jack Frost's Daughter or it's like Shopaholics or something like that, it's totally cool.
What is your
I was
feel
listening to-
music?
I listened to music today because I'm like, I can't, my brain doesn't work
Lots
anymore.
of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I my favorite band is Rilo Kiley.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Look them up. Absence of God is the best song. Well, no. Ooh, there's lots.
Rilo.
Have you
Okay.
heard of the
All of
song called Al Gore?
No.
No, but there's one by Rilo Kiley where
No.
they're talking about George Bush and they said you can throw your shit at the wall like a monkey and see
Oh,
what
yeah.
sticks.
I'm offended for monkeys.
I like it. Yeah,
I know, right?
it sounds like some lyrics from music I'd listen to. actually.
Yes, it does actually.
Well, when I get in the car, it's all gangster rap. But when I'm in my house, it's Rilo Kiley.
Is it the kids? The kids determine the
No,
music
it's
in the
me.
car?
They actually asked me to please remove my music from their lives.
Oh,
But I'm listening to
God.
all of the protest rap because it's fantastic. It's so great lately.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right?
protest
Like don't
music is
change
great.
it's the whole way of life and what is
Yes.
that song? It's so
It
great.
definitely will hype you up.
God's the only man I fear. What is that song? Oh, it's so good. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I listen to a lot of like
She's
sad
all over the
alternative
place.
music. Well,
I listen to everything, but I already know all of that stuff because I'm 27.
That's true.
Right.
So
But
I'm
how did
over
we
into like
forget?
the new releases stuff. And I heard a radio release of WAP. It was
How'd
like
you
Like,
enjoy that?
a
silent.
bunch of dogs barking
It
and
was silent. It was like
horns and shit.
yeah. So
I know, right? That's the problem with radio.
I was singing
hip-hop,
along
man.
with all the words that were erased. I was like, wet ass.
I'm like,
Come
give me the
on,
dog
sing
bark.
it
at
with
least.
me.
Like, it's so fucking
It
weird.
changes the whole fucking mood of the song. It's so
It's
wild.
That's why I like. That's why I like '90s punk rock. It's like we're never gonna be on the fucking radio. No, we're not doing an edited version.
I already
No.
know all that because I
How
was
would you
like
even do
in my
that?
I was in my 10s in the 90s. So was
We
I?
got it. Got it.
No, you weren't.
Did Amy
You're
lose her
lying.
internet
You're lying.
again?
No,
Must have.
I graduated in the somewhere around there.
No, I didn't.
No, I
All right.
didn't.
Anyway.
She sent me a text said
Yeah.
motherfucker. So
I think it's her internet.
So I think she's accusing you of
Ooh.
fucking up.
Here's a good one.
Okay, so yeah, that's one thing that he says to my kids, or they say to him. Anyway,
Motherfucker.
What
Oh, wait,
costume?
were you not there when I said that my 15-year-old says "motherfucker" to my boyfriend?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's not funny.
Classic.
funny.
I mean, it's just, you know, classic
And then he
kid.
says the walls are real thin.
Oh.
Okay, but
God
the thing is they're
damn.
not
Are your
that thin.
kids like coming for you at all times? Is there no respite in the
They
home?
are
That's
18 and
having
15.
kids.
Oh my God.
100% yes. And 11 my 11-year-old is the scariest human who was ever created. So
Damien, like
female, Damien.
Dame.
Is
She's
the one that's
she's the mean girl, Damien.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah.
She's delightful.
Is she?
Y'all are ridiculous. Okay. For
She's
all
not.
the Lindsay Lohan people who like Mean Girls.
I love Mean Girls.
Okay, here we go. What costume does Lindsay Lohan's character wear to the Halloween party in the movie Mean Girls?
Ex-wife.
No.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, she
No.
does. She says ex-wife.
She said, I'm the ex-wife. Yes. We just watched this the other day.
Oh, this is
No,
wrong.
I
now.
watched it. You were just
What
in the
does it
room
say?
also.
It said she's the bride of Frankenstein.
No. She's
No,
the
that is
ex-wife.
wrong.
That's wrong.
She refers to herself as ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
Okay, icebreakerideas.com.
Don't go to
Your
that
editing
site.
process for your trivia
And now I'm
is-
starting to question
there's
if Jason killed more
a
people.
problem. You need to.
Okay, hold on.
There needs to be some.
Who
corrective action
is-
here.
Lindsay
Hold on. Let me
Lohan
just look up Lindsay Lohan.
in
It's Halloween.
Pronounced
Mean
Lohan?
Girls.
Yeah. Here's another question: Who is said to haunt the White House Rose Garden? The
I don't know
answer
that.
is 19.
This is a troll site.
Yes.
It's a troll site. Andy Kaufman created the site. God damn it.
I love it. It is so bad.
I mean, that's what I was going to guess.
Oh, apparently bonfires are a big thing for Halloween. Is that true?
I don't know. We live in
Not
Texas.
here.
Oh my God, there's a whole section on the history of candy corn. Okay.
I would love to start a bonfire.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Hang out
Especially
with
'cause,
y'all.
like, oh, what is the weather there? It's really cold, isn't it?
It is
Okay, Google.
56.
What's the temperature?
Damn. We're still in the
The current
70s.
temperature in McKinney is 56 degrees.
You just told them where we live.
Good job.
Damn it.
I already answered that. I looked at it.
Edit and post.
Nobody's paying attention.
All the Proud Boys. You're fucked, man. They're all watching.
Dude,
All the Proud Boys. are out for
She
you
just
now.
solicited everyone to
You're done.
give her vote information for.
Actually, my address is 5514.
but I can't vote here because I moved. Okay, saved.
Oh. I'm sorry. Okay,
Alright,
so
Yeah,
do need
Nikki, it's your.
I
your
do need to
fault.
update the address on there
No.
on Google.
Oh my God.
that's really good.
Images.
Okay, candy corn was originally created in Philadelphia. Actually, does anyone know when?
1937.
Close. It was the 1880s.
Oh, I was basically the same. Year.
Only off by 57 years.
Not that bad.
No big deal.
I mean, that's
That's
how
the
I do my
margin of error
birthday
I work
already,
with.
so it's fine.
Oh my God. So they were originally called buttercream candies
I'm in.
and also chicken feed because corn was commonly used as food for livestock. They even had
Back.
a rooster on the candy box.
Still is.
Hey, we're trying to figure out. So, Amy,
Yes.
on Mean Girls,
Mhm.
Caddy Heron was dressed as an ex-wife, right?
Dret for Halloween?
Yes,
No, she was a
ex-wife.
yeah, kinda.
He introduced her. She said that's what
She
her.
was a- she was
Said, who are you? And she
No,
said
I'm still
ex-wife.
looking it up.
Frankenstein.
Thank you. She was a bride of Frankenstein.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So.
But I mean,
It's
that
not
could be
bull-
ex-wife if
She
No,
they're.
that's
said-
what she said.
Well, it's a joke because she dies. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen Frankenstein. Don't come for me, please.
I don't know. All I remember is how
Frankenstein is
horrified
like-
everyone was that she was scary.
Instead of sexy,
Bride of
exactly.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
I'm watching the video now because
Oh my god.
I'm
Really?
gonna confirm this.
yeah.
I knew I should have stolen that DVD from the children's hospital. I just.
Always steal. Yes.
Oh, here's a fun fact. Candy corn had no association with Halloween or fall and was sold seasonally from March to November. After World War II, wait, I can do this.
It's okay.
World War. There we go. 2. Advertisers began marketing it as a special Halloween treat due to its colors that match those of the fall harvest.
Aw.
Now you can pass the whole Halloween candy corn section on Jeopardy if that ever comes to be.
Sorry, I'm using my camera as a mirror right now.
We see.
Look, I looked it up on Mean Girls Wiki, and Catty Heron is an ex-wife.
Okay, I mean, I agree with
Mean
you.
Girls
I'm
Wiki,
watching the
Catty
video
Heron,
right
ex-wife.
now.
But where did Amy get Bride of Frankenstein then?
I never did. Amy,
No, I'm talking about
She
Amy
is
with
the
the
bride of
what?
Frankenstein.
It's not like she made that up though.
No, she's dressed up as the ex-wife.
I don't even
She's
know what
in a
that
wedding.
means.
Okay. Okay. Wait.
An ex-wife?
She's in a wedding dress, but I guess she's not necessarily. I guess I think of the Bride of Frankenstein because that's a Halloween costume that you would wear with a wedding dress if you're scary.
if you
Right.
had any idea how many
But-
times I've seen Mean Girls,
But I guess just because she's in a wedding dress doesn't mean she was the Bride of
no,
Frankenstein.
she's an ex-wife, and she even
Okay.
says
When,
No, that
when-
makes sense
yeah,
now.
when asked about what
Now
she's
that I've
dressed
thought
as, she
through it.
says, "I'm an ex-wife."
Okay.
I
So
was
why is
watching
she
the
wearing a
clip
wedding dress then?
right now
She's
because
she's
an ex-wife.
dead. That's why she's an ex-wife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, she's an ex-wife because of death, not because.
Right. Exactly.
Got it.
hmm
I cannot believe all these years later, I never put any thought into
Wouldn't that be a late wife though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't.
It's like a lateral jump.
Okay.
It's not like
We're
a
gonna break down the joke here.
right.
On
Jokes
Inside
are better when
Joke.
you explain them.
It's not a
can
big
explain it.
change, is what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
See, we agree on this one. Jokes are funnier when you explain them.
Don't tell him that because then my kids do it to me.
Oh, it's the greatest.
And then
And
they're
then
like,
it makes
Mom,
it funnier,
Mom.
honestly.
it's funnier when you explain it to me. My kids are assholes.
And then they tell you how you're cringe.
No, yeah, they say mom is cringe. That's the full sentence.
That is the most offensive
Hey,
thing.
let's
Like,
check
I'm
this
like,
out though.
What are you talking about? Cringe isn't an adjective. And they're like, that's why you're
No,
cringe.
no. There's a very important missing piece here.
How is that an explanation for what I just said?
Amy,
Yes.
there's a very important missing piece here. They're saying mom is cringe,
Mm-hmm.
not this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
That's because they're too busy
Wow.
asking me to
I
break up
think
with
the
you.
Padawan has something to learn from the Jedi Master.
No, that's
Sorry,
because they're
I
too
started
busy.
the Star Wars and then I realized in the middle of it that that's what I was doing, and then it just came out, and I apologize.
That's because they're too busy asking me to break up with him.
Just the youngest one,
Just
And
one out of
she's-
3. Okay.
and she's
okay.
just being silly.
Is she?
Yes.
Or is she mean?
No,
And
she's
she
nice
wants
to me.
you to
This is
cry.
And she
like
wants-
a mom
she
knows
wants-
her own child.
And
She
she
wants you to
wants to help
cry.
me make. She wants to help me make popcorn, and she gets mad. when
And
the
she
other
wants
kid
pictures of
can't.
your tears,
Exactly.
like zoomed in pictures of your
Mhm.
tears.
Sure.
She's, yeah, for her birthday, she wants zoomed in pictures of tears.
Sorry, my computer is making a very weird noise.
That's fine.
So you want me to send some of like a bottle of my tears
off.
to your daughter? Is
Are
that what
they
you're
show tunes?
Turn it
She
off.
would probably want
What
that
about
for
the-
her birthday.
Ooh.
Lights like those. Why do you unplug those?
What's happening here?
Is
Sorry.
this in my room?
Does it look like it?
It kind of looks like my room in Florida house.
Yeah. Oh no, this is not the guest room.
Okay, thank you. Good.
This is just the office.
I
She doesn't want you digging through her stuff.
I wouldn't want any of that stuff in my room.
It's like I don't know if you noticed the bookcase is like completely empty. we have a bookcase with 0 books.
You have a bookcase of audio books.
Thank
you.
Why is it called a bookcase? Where does the case come from?
You're encasing the books.
Duh.
But a briefcase isn't a big shelf for your briefs.
No, it is.
You're encasing things.
It is in a case of your briefs, of your files.
Yes, you are encasing your briefs.
This actually makes sense. I don't understand. I mean, I know we both went to public school in Texas.
Look what you did. Look
No,
what
you should break up with him.
Youngest child also.
I did not go to school only in Texas.
Obviously, it made an effect.
I don't care.
So
I had great luck in California with a unified school district.
He did.
Did you guys see the picture of some school in North Dakota that had like a doorway Halloween contest where they decorated their doorways, and one of them was Trump and Biden, and
yikes.
The Trump one was like, "Make America Great Again," and the Biden one said something about giving free candy to kids. It was just very disgusting and
socialism.
What'd they do? Wait,
I mean,
they made
why is
politics a part of their
socialism-
Halloween
well, yeah, like an elementary
decorations.
school.
I don't understand why socialism is bad.
I don't understand why.
Can someone explain
I'm
to me why
confused.
socialism is bad? Because I haven't.
Yeah, go to Venezuela. Have you heard?
Have you ever been to a
Amy, have you
socialist
heard of
country?
Cuba?
I haven't had healthcare for 3 years,
Cuba.
and I would really like it again. It would be great.
Cuba.
That is just so.
You don't want to be Cuban.
Oh my God, you need to watch the 537.
Except for the cigars.
documentary.
Yeah.
That would
Because
depress me.
literally, they make a pretty compelling case that literally everything that's happened is because of Cuban Americans in Miami, and it's really scary.
I believe it.
I mean,
That's
welcome.
terrifying.
Ever since Will Smith came out with the Miami song,
It's been downhill from there.
See, if
it's
we could
downhill
just go
from
back in
there.
time.
Honestly, what was that? 1998, when I can't remember what age. Not 18.
I gotta be
That's
honest.
for
Like,
sure.
every time I go to Miami,
5, Amy.
I feel
If
like
you're
I can't
27,
breathe.
5.
Thanks.
Like it's
Thanks,
just so much. Like Joel, have you ever been to Miami?
Yes, I have.
What's that
Yeah?
like? How do you feel when you get there? Like, what is that like for you?
Is it like the Will Smith song? Welcome to Miami.
I assume that's what it's
South
like.
Beach is.
Sorry.
South
She was
Beach
singing.
is like the what you think Miami is. That's like the South Beach.
Yes. Yes.
The rest of it is just traffic.
That's it.
The movie Bad Boys.
That's it. It's
I don't
just
know.
highways and traffic. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
people
you
driving
walk out
like
of the movie to get your
goddamn
money back.
crazy people. It's awful.
Does Dexter really live there though?
I wish he did.
He did.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
so
he
fucking
did.
hot. Are you kidding me?
Can someone else who sees it?
Dude,
Listen.
What? No.
6
I
feet
have
under
been-
two.
Thank
6
you.
feet
I have
under
been
making
into
out with
him
a man.
since- Thank you. I've been
No.
into him since 6 Feet Under. That is the best series from beginning to end ever.
Period.
Ever. That end scene.
I see that.
I watch that end scene and I just cry. Like
The end
probably-
scene
story,
is the
I
best
have
ending ever of anything.
Probably once a year I watch
Which
that
one?
end scene. 6 Feet Under.
Wait, no. I haven't. You know what's funny? I haven't watched the last season because I don't. Listen. Here's the thing.
No.
So I was obsessive about it when it was out at the time, right?
Yeah,
I was
it's-
watching everything on time,
it's so
and then
great.
the last season came, and I was just like, I don't want to end this, and I am just gonna
But
keep it
it's-
forever.
but
And
it's
so
the
I will watch it
best.
eventually. I do that. I did that with Lost too. I still haven't seen the last season of Lost.
I've never seen
No.
any season of Lost.
I'm
You're
offended.
just gonna disappoint yourself. with
Okay,
Lost.
but Nikki,
You're
the
Lost is
last
a waste of
the
time.
last 10 minutes of
No,
6
hey,
Feet
dude.
Under,
you have to
it is
see
the
it.
best thing on TV.
Just
ever.
the
Really?
last 10 minutes.
Yes.
Like
Like
I
I watched
watched
that.
all of 6 Feet Under.
Yeah.
You could
Okay.
totally
It's the
totally
best
just
season.
watch
Absolutely.
that too
It
and
is
not
the best
watch
season ever. Like it's the best
skip the
season.
whole rest of the show and season. Just watch that
I mean,
last 10 minutes of the finale. Even with no context.
I mean,
Like,
it'll ruin some
it's
things
still
for
awesome.
you. It will. It will ruin some things for you.
Kind
So
of.
excited I am because I love those characters so much, and I
Because
just
it starts with a death and it ends with a death, and you have
you're
to.
gonna bawl.
You are going to bawl so hard.
You're gonna
like
ugly
so
cry.
hard, ugly cry.
But you're
And
gonna love it.
I do
while
it to
you're doing
myself
it.
about once a year. I watch that on
Mhm.
YouTube, and I just sit there and cry.
I do that too.
Oh, it's
Maybe
so
I
good.
need
Because
to.
with
Maybe
the
I should.
song, with the music they put it with, and
It's
I
so
know
good.
the music was so good. I feel like that was like the beginning of like
Yes.
music really being excellent in HBO shows. Like they finally figured out the like
Yeah.
put like the
Like
recipe.
I
for
wanted
good
Dexter to
drama.
be that, but it just wasn't.
that
But
was a show that ended exactly how it should have ended.
Yes, like 6 Feet Under
Mhm.
to this day is the best show I've ever seen from beginning to end.
Okay.
It was.
I'm not gonna go that
Amazing.
far, but the end was fantastic.
Friends.
What is your
No.
favorite one, Amy?
Which
I
one
can't.
is
I
yours?
I can't
then?
pick a favorite. I can't.
There you
pick a
go.
It's
favorite.
very hard for me too.
Mine
I
is
get
good
to like
shows.
top 5 or top 10, but
I
like- okay.
favorites?
The
Ooh.
Wire.
Heard good things.
The
Never
Wire is
seen
up
it.
there.
It sounds foreign.
Maybe. God damn it.
Breaking Bad.
I thought it
Oh.
sounded boring too.
No,
Until my brother
I
convinced me
said
to
foreign,
watch
not
it.
boring. To be
Breaking
fair.
Bad is up there too.
That is very
Breaking
good.
Bad is amazing.
Never seen it.
And
Yeah.
you know
Oh
what?
my
El Camino
God.
was really good too. I really enjoyed El Camino.
Excellent. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
I've never
killing me,
seen
Amy.
it. Actually, I saw the movie El Camino.
I was disappointed in El Camino.
The Christmas movie El Camino was good.
That's not what we're talking about.
I saw it. It was good. It was a gas station.
Yeah, Game of Thrones
No,
is up
no.
there.
No,
I've seen
none
it.
of that.
Oh yeah.
None of
Yeah.
that.
It's like I will
And
never.
all the HBO shows. You know,
I know HBO
Mad Men.
just,
Mad Men is one of my favorites too.
Never
it
seen it.
just gives it to us.
Oh Jesus
They
fucking
really
Christ,
do.
Amy!
It sounds timesist.
Sit down. It's very
Too
time.
boring. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, honestly.
It's all the ists. That's why it's good.
I'm making up ist to be offended because
Seriously,
I'm
Amy.
27 and that's what
Amy,
we do.
that's istist.
When you were 27, Nikki, you
Check
wouldn't
your
understand.
privilege. All right.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
You isticize things.
You should. I think you'd like Mad Men actually.
I think I would too.
Mad Men is
Amy has
so
actually
fucking
told
good.
me that I remind her of someone. I don't remember.
Not Peggy.
No, the redhead.
Yes,
Joan.
Thank you.
Right? She's like a Joan.
I see it.
Mhm.
I see it.
Is it because
you
she's
could totally
also
pull off a Joan
27?
Halloween costume.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
do
for sure.
Halloween. I don't.
you could do Joan Harris Halloween.
I kind of emerge on Thanksgiving and shove food in my face, and then I go back in my hiding, and then I emerge on Christmas.
Are
and
you a
collect my
gremlin?
gifts. I really wish. I really wish.
Now that we've been doing, now
and
that
then
I've
I
been
go
doing
back
this,
in my hole, and I don't emerge again until
I would love that.
my birthday.
Now that I've been doing this Fargo podcast and rewatching Fargo, that's one of my favorites again.
Fargo is really good.
Which
I've
season
never-
do you like the most?
I've never
Oh,
seen
God.
it. I've seen the movie.
They're all so different. I rewatched the movie the other night just because it popped
The
up on
movie
Netflix.
is great.
The movie
Yes.
is terrible. And the show is
No,
so
no,
much
no.
better than the movie.
William H. Macy.
No.
is
And
funny.
Frances McDormand,
Thank
like
you.
8 months pregnant
No.
as a cop.
Yes,
Are you
thank
kidding
you.
me?
Yes.
It was, listen,
Okay,
Hilarious.
Amy
Fine.
is biased because
The
she lives in
TV show?
Minnesota, so she has opinions.
I'm very
Okay.
biased.
Yes.
But the show is so much
If
more
if
complex.
everyone's just listening to the audio, I roll my eyes
nuanced.
right there.
It's so good. I can't pick a favorite season. Season 4, obviously, we're in the middle of right now.
I haven't started watching that, but that's really good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
with Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
And there's a
who?
whole Wizard of Oz.
Did you
theme
say
running
Chris
through it.
Rock
Yes,
Yes,
Rock
Chris
is
Rock
in the
is in the
newest
current
season.
season
And
of
Jason
Fargo.
Schwartzman.
And
in
Jason.
Minnesota?
They both this one takes place in Kansas City.
That's
Oh,
still
what the fuck? That?
still.
How does that work?
Wait,
Okay.
Chris
Hold
on a
Rock is
minute.
in
Hold
Minnesota.
Hold on a
It
minute.
does have a Minnesota connection,
Hold
though,
on.
right?
Hold on.
Okay,
Calm down.
I'm very upset
We're all about to write letters.
Season 1.
because
Season
Frances
1 of
McDormand and
Fargo.
William H. Macy in Minnesota made
Okay.
sense.
Yes. Season 1 of Fargo takes place in a small town, right?
Okay.
In Minnesota.
Yes.
And
I'm about to write
Season 2 takes place in Fargo with this trucking syndicate
and Fargo
family,
is in North
right?
Dakota.
In the 70s.
Got it? Right?
In the
Yeah.
70s.
Got
and
it.
you've got Mike Milligan, who's the best character of all time in season 2.
Who did you have on your
Which
show?
one is Mike Milligan?
He is the one black guy in season 2.
Oh, yes. Oh
Yes.
my God.
Remember?
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
remember him? The black guy?
So Mike Milligan
Bokeem Woodbine, by the way. That's his
Bokeem
name.
Woodbine is
Bokeem
from
Woodbine.
the Kansas City Mob in that show. Season 4 is a prequel to season 2.
Okay.
And it takes place in the 50s in Kansas
I've
City.
never seen any of them.
And so you basically are getting a Mike Milligan
prequel
origin story,
Oh.
which they don't explicitly say, but it's obvious when you start watching it. Like, of course, that's what we are watching right now is the Mike Milligan origin story. But there is so many, like I've been listening, there's this Fargo Talks Fargo podcast, these two guys in Fargo who
Fargo Talks Fargo?
Yeah, they were on our show once. They're great, but they've been pointing out every episode has all of these Wizard of Oz tie-ins, and all of the characters are like lined up to the Cowardly Lion or Dorothy, or but the
Okay,
Minnesota connection in this one.
But can you play Dark Side of the Moon and have it picked up?
That was my next question.
You can't,
So we
that
should
works
do
for
that
anything.
to our show
Yeah.
is just be like, yes, from the beginning, we've had a Wizard of Gone with
Yes.
the Wind also.
Just point it out
tie-in,
everywhere.
And
Yep.
then people are playing our show and playing Gone with the Wind.
And
or-
looking for all of the
I'm sure
No,
they're
see,
there.
season
Connections
4
are there.
has
They're all
season
there.
4 has a nurse, like a crazy,
You know what? Key word is they're listening.
a horrible evil nurse from Minnesota they have in season 4. So she's kind of
Oh no, I know her.
they had to keep a little bit of season.
Is her name Nancy or Helen?
It is not. Her name
Maria?
is Orietta Mayflower.
That was my next
Karen,
guess.
no.
Because all of the character names in this season are just bananas. So yes, Orietta Mayflower, but she's not even really in it that much. It's
This
an
is-
interesting season. Chris, I'm having a
Weird.
hard time with Chris Rock as a mob boss.
Really?
Yeah, he's
That sucks.
but the rest of the characters make up for it.
That sucks.
Yeah, you
That
just
sucks.
you watch
Oh,
it and he's
that's
like
your
trying to be a
problem.
tough guy, and all you can picture is him on stage telling jokes.
No, that's you.
And you're like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you're gonna kill that guy. I don't think you're really gonna do
You're
it.
like, I've heard you
don't
talking about
scare me.
pussies.
Chris Rock, you're just too famous for us.
Honey,
You're
I
too
heard you
nice.
talking
I
about
don't-
keeping your daughter away from the
so-
pole.
it's so
So
stupid.
weird. Yeah. I'm still confused as to who they're supporting and not.
But anyway, Fargo is once you start really digging into it, is a very complex TV series, and every season is so completely different, but they all tie in, and it's fascinating.
I've never watched any episode.
God damn you!
Compare that much work to what we got in season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Thank you. Yes.
Like,
So we had to buy a new TV for whatever reason. And for some reason, the dark episode didn't show up on the old one.
Oh my god!
And then we went back and watched it. We were like, oh, there's stuff going on.
oh, maybe we
Yeah.
need to do that too.
I remember
Because
Yeah.
we got a new
It was just
show.
completely dark.
Yeah,
No,
there was points where I'm just like,
there are things going on.
Damn, we
I
need
didn't
to watch
know.
that because
They're still really hard
Yeah,
to see,
we're
though.
just like,
It's still
oh,
hard to
what?
see, but if you buy a better TV, which has like different
Really hard
contrast,
to see though.
Yeah, it's like it really doesn't get that.
there's
much.
sometimes now we have the two. We'll pause it and we'll be like, we're gonna change rooms.
Look.
Like with The Witcher, we changed rooms. Oh, we can see this episode now.
Did you know
I dare you to tell me what the fuck happened
Listen,
in this season of The Witcher.
I highly
know what?
recommend
I didn't
TCL
like it.
TVs.
I honestly didn't like it, Nikki. I would rather watch the challenge on MTV than The Witcher.
The best thing was that damn song.
I'm sorry, Johnny
Toss a
Bananas
coin
versus
to
The Witcher.
Oh God, and a
Yeah.
plenty. Oh God, and a plenty.
I don't know what this is either.
The Witcher was
I'm
a show
cringe.
that everybody posted memes about that were awesome, and yet the show was lacking.
What's
The
a
show was
meme?
good.
No, okay. It was a show that your boyfriend made you watch that was lacking.
That sounds about right.
Wow.
I just
Boyfriend
didn't.
is
It
gay
was very
'cause
much
he
like
is
Pirates
hot
of the
as
Caribbean
fuck.
to me. I cannot tell you what the fuck happened at all.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
what the stakes are. I have no idea.
So Jack is trying to get the Black Pearl.
No.
No.
He has to have the Black
So
Pearl.
the first episode of that movie series is great. But when you go on to like where they're
Exactly.
showing like cameras from between the boards, no idea what's going on. All I'm thinking about is this is an upskirt and I'm in. But then they didn't show anything and I was over it. So and then the rest of the movie I was over it because they didn't show me the upskirt.
I don't get it.
I feel your pain.
No,
What's an
that was
upskirt?
that was the second episode of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Amy, did you watch
I've seen all of them.
Howard's End?
No, not yet. You know why?
No.
Because I'm sharing a room with a 10-year-old and have nowhere to watch TV by myself. So
Howard's
as soon as
End?
this whole surgery thing blows over and I have a TV of my own again, I can
Okay,
actually enjoy
So
television.
I can't stress this enough, but MTV reality TV.
I can't. No, I can't.
I'm good.
I graduated.
Thanks,
I can't.
man.
Like
No,
the last season
seriously.
of Real
No.
World I watched, I think it was like
No.
Coral season, and I was
Yeah.
done.
So then all of those real world people have gone into like a brutal, like physical challenge show. And it is fantastic. It's
Sure.
The drama.
yes, the drama. It is every reality show smashed into one like hard.
What's the oldest
You're
person
not
doing the
selling it,
challenge?
for me.
Probably Johnny Bananas, who's from
He's
Real World,
killing
like
it.
Philadelphia.
And
I watched
Makes
the
it
Real
worse.
World season 1 when it first
I know, me too.
aired.
And these people from Real World are now doing physical challenges, and it is disgusting.
Is Puck back?
like
Who?
that was not their brand.
No, it's
You don't
fantastic.
remember Puck season 2?
Oh my God, Puck was the
Yeah.
best
Puck.
and the worst.
Yeah.
Puck was
So
terrible.
they do all of those shows. We watch this every day, all day, because we're just terrible people.
I just feel like
Mhm.
MTV is.
They have like 38 seasons, and
I
we
can't
just
do it.
started
MTV
way
was
back at the
horrible.
beginning, and now we know like who's divorced from who, and
It is so much drama between those folks.
so much drama.
And
I
the
have
fact
been-
that
who
Rachel
hooked up
turned
with who?
Rachel and
Oh.
the dude from Boston turned into like these crazy right wingers.
Right.
Ugh.
What's her name? Drew.
Yeah, Rachel is like a Fox News contributor now.
Yeah, and she was like a
Oh,
former
God.
congresswoman.
Jeez.
Like,
Like
a
we're
Republican-
it's so exciting. Like,
Her
we're just
husband.
like,
Who was
no,
the guy
so and so
from
hooked up with
Boston?
so and so, and then so and so hooked up with so and so. It's very exciting.
Does no one remember Real World Boston?
I didn't
Oh,
watch
man.
it.
Not really.
Were
Boston,
they on the
me
challenge? Because
nuts.
that's all I've
No.
watched.
I can't do it.
I've been
Boston was, like,
re-binging
one
Called
of the
Midwife.
most boring seasons ever.
Called the Midwife is wholesome and makes you happy.
It's too much vagina violence for me.
Way too much childbirth. They could
It's too
really tone
much.
down the actual childbirth scenes.
Like we
But the
don't need it
story
to be
itself-
so historically accurate. Like
I don't
leave
need you to
something-
I don't need to see every baby coming out. Like
No.
I'll believe you that this woman is having a baby.
Oof.
If you don't show me the head and umbilical cord again, I don't.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Sitcoms
Sean
do it
Duffy,
all the
that's his
time.
name. Sean Duffy. Do you remember
Right.
him from
Yeah.
Real World? Yeah, he
Name
is
sounds familiar.
crazy right
Oh,
wing.
Duffy, that does sound familiar.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
him and his wife.
Because
That's because you're thinking of Patrick Duffy.
I remember Patrick Duffy.
Who is from
Dallas.
Dallas? Oh my God, Dallas!
Who shot JR?
I'm so proud of
He shot
myself. for
JR,
remembering that.
He's also the dad on Step by Step.
Step by step, day by day by day. It's the best part. Sorry.
Want to hear something sad? I remember watching the very first pilot show of that when it aired too.
Stop,
And being
Amy,
so
why are you
excited
doing this
about
shit
it.
on purpose. No one's
Oh yeah,
telling you to do
that
this.
was back when like there's gonna be a new show on
What's going on
TV.
yourself?
'Cause there was
What
nothing
year was
else.
that?
And it was like a TGI Friday thing or something, and we all sat
Yes.
down and we watched it, and
You
Urkel was
sat
on
down and
it,
watched
and it was like,
TGIF.
this is the
You got
greatest show.
excited.
It was fantastic.
That
We
was-
watched it every week.
That was a wonderful time in TV. God, it was so wholesome.
It really was.
Like, what was the worst problems they used to have? Like
the whole family
Abortion.
watched it together.
yes.
My
Caffeine
parents
pills.
watched it.
I think the worst thing that ever was like they found out somebody that they knew was homeless or something.
But did you
That was
see
like
it?
as hard hitting as it
There
got.
was a clip going around. I don't know where I saw it, but for a while it was kind of going.
Oh, the
around
little
social
House on the
media.
Prairie one?
No,
Oh,
not that one.
Okay.
But there is an episode of Step by Step because the dad is a policeman, right?
I don't even remember that.
Wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah. And the son. Am I thinking?
No,
of the
you're
same show?
talking about. You're thinking Family Matters.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of
Family
Family
Matters. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
thinking of. God damn it. Step by Step was the one
Carl.
with all the step kids. Yeah, I'm thinking of Family Matters.
Fun random fact about Little House on the Prairie. At the end, when they blowing up the town, they literally blew up that
They
town.
do that. Yes, they did. Oh, I know
Because they had to
everything
clear
about
the
Little House
land.
on the Prairie.
Aw.
Wow.
I own the
Poor town.
entire DVD box set. And
I
every time
am
I'm
actually
sick, I
interested in
watch
going
it.
back to watching it because I never watched it growing up. That was like a little bit before
Ruined
my
my
time.
whole childhood because
Little
I
bit,
never
but-
saw the last season.
Well, the town blows up.
That's like
And they
what,
sing-
30, a
Like,
40-year-old
why did they-
spoiler?
Why did they blow up the town?
They sing Onward Christian Soldiers as they're leaving because some big corporation wanted to buy the town and was like going to run a railroad
But
through it and was
what were
screwing
they-
all of them. And they
what
were
were
like,
they
fuck
offering?
you. You can't have the town. Then we're just going to blow this shit up. And they left.
Okay, but what were they
Principals?
offering? Like, if they were offering
Uh.
cash money,
Doesn't matter.
Don't
You
tread
can't
on them.
sell your
No, no, no.
soul.
Tread on them.
I'm gonna need to see that offer in
You
writing.
can't sell your soul. It's not worth it.
Oh,
Correct.
I would sell my soul for a high dollar.
You can't sell that whole thing.
Best
Amy's
part
like,
is-
I know the market value of a soul.
Any,
okay?
Not using
anything.
it.
I
I
would
mean-
sell anything for a high dollar. Like somebody's offer.
Amy's like, I got bills.
I mean, I would too, but apparently you don't know.
I am
Ma
a
and
single
Pa.
mom
That's all
of
I'm
3
saying.
children.
Yeah, Ma and Pa would not do that shit.
Ma and
ever.
Pa do not.
Mom and Pa can fuck
Compromise.
right off.
I feel like Ma and Pa is what Republicans think they are, but they're nowhere near it.
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
nowhere
That's
near
totally
that
what
because
they
they
think they
actually
are.
don't care about the kid they found under the stairs.
No, like if you watch Little House
And
on
if
the
Mary
Prairie,
turns blind, fuck her.
it was actually fairly progressive for its time.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was actually.
For the 70s, it was pretty
Okay,
progressive.
so it was very like progressively liberal leaning
bars,
because
pretty-
Republicans liked it because of God.
yeah, it had a
Well,
lot
and
of
the
God in it.
simple, the idea of like simplicity and
Yeah,
living off
everybody
the
got
land.
along.
Well,
They-
and the
everybody
fact that
sh-
Touched by an Angel played right afterwards.
That
Yeah,
too.
I mean, what is the
gosh.
Do
idea?
you remember? Because I watched Touched by an
That
Angel.
show was on so embarrassingly long.
I watched
So long.
every episode of that show.
No.
I
did
was
not watch
nursing a
that
baby. I couldn't turn my TV off. I was busy.
You know what I saw all of though? Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Me too.
Oh, I
That
remember
was
good.
interesting.
Oh, I like that
That
show.
was
She was a badass, but
Yeah, she was.
a bit uppity.
A little bit.
I mean,
Has she
Deserved
thought about her tone?
But that hot husband of hers,
Doctor, I mean,
No, I get it. I get it.
I was in
why
it for
does
the
my
hot
pain
husband.
only say Nikki? The
That's-
shade of it all.
You just noticed. That's what you've always said.
I just noticed that. Hi, everybody. This is Brent.
I'm on a show called Unapologetic.
Well, I have Gentleman Caller in a separate room.
Trust me, we see.
and you denigrated him
Here's
down to
the
GC,
arrangement.
so it's all right.
He's
Oh,
not
I
even
love
I feel
okay.
so bad.
Misandry.
Look at our sweet bed frame.
Yeah, my bed is amazing.
All your
That
I've
is
got the whole
amazing
box
right there.
set.
I love it.
Thank you.
The whole
It's
box
a
set of
king.
Little House on the Prairie and the whole box set of Avonlea. Did you ever watch
Oh,
Avonlea?
I was just gonna say
Of
that.
course I did.
Yeah.
Anna
The
Val-
got the
very
whole
last
DVD set.
the very last frame of that show is like one of the most romantic things ever.
Wait,
I don't remember what
was
it
the
was.
show? Say it again.
Avonlea.
Avonlea.
Anne
Oh.
of Avonlea.
Anne of
was it then?
Avonlea. Okay,
don't
yeah, that's
remember.
what I was gonna say. I have the VHS of Anne
yeah.
of Green Gables.
The Anne
And
of Green
then-
Gables, the original one on PBS.
Yeah, but Avonlea was the second.
Avonlea was on the
Second
Disney
feature,
Channel.
Oh, I didn't see that. one.
Oh.
I thought
yeah.
it was Anne of Avonlea, the second of the miniseries.
No.
Oh,
Whole nother series on the Disney Channel called Avonlea. So there's Anne of Avonlea.
Avonlea.
There's Anne of Green Gables. And the sequel is Anne of Avonlea.
Yeah.
And the
okay, well then that's
there's
not
a
the romantic
third
thing
one.
ever.
but then there was
Villa of Ingleside.
But then there was
where she says yes.
an adjacent
YEFTH
show
is the
on the
last
Disney Channel that took place in Avonlea without Anne, with different characters who were neighbors of Anne.
Lame. No.
Is that like
Only
the
set of
Okay,
people.
Okay,
And there's
the
like 7
neighbors
seasons
were
of
all
it.
like Republican assholes. I've read the whole books. I read all 8 books. She
Damn.
hated her neighbors.
Yeah, they were
Well,
mean.
these were the
They all
neighbors,
terrible
so-
until she gave a little spark of light, and then they became
No,
good.
no,
And
no.
that's the whole
That's
sort of-
Pollyanna. Different.
Well, see, no,
the
no,
old
that's
lady
Anne of
that
Green
she went
Gables
and, like,
too.
No,
visited
she
became
hated
She
her
was
good.
neighbors.
delightful, and everybody loved her.
Yes, everybody loved her.
Mhm.
She did not reciprocate.
I don't know about that. Well, see,
No,
in
I'm-
Avonlea,
no,
the
Her head was in
series,
as
the
a
clouds.
redhead, I can concur.
they bring a new
Everybody
orphan
loves
into the
me.
show. There's
I
a whole
know.
separate orphan that takes the place of, since there's no Anne there, they need another little sparky girl,
greeter.
you know, who's little.
That's Pollyanna.
So they bring a new character in, and Sarah Polley plays her.
Huh.
No, that's not cool. So
And-
the series, she has a daughter named Marilla that they call Rilla.
No, that's not this.
And then it's during the war and she likes the neighbor.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, this is the King family,
I know.
and you've got the crazy old aunt, and then the family with the kids, and then the orphan cousin comes in, and she's got to live with the wholesome family.
I
on
didn't
the
watch any
farm.
of this.
But
No.
she's actually from a rich family, like her dad.
I
was
just-
rich.
I'm
Her
sorry,
dad
I
goes
just
to
read the
jail.
books.
There's so much. It's so complicated, and it's so
Wow.
good.
I just
Did
read
you
the
see
book.
the remake that they put like I feel like they did like one season
And with an E?
I tried
Yeah.
watching it, and
I didn't watch
hated
it.
Oh,
I was invited to go watch it with someone I assumed shirtless, but then
Yeah.
COVID happened and it didn't.
I got 4 episodes into it and just decided I hated Anne so much.
I love
I can
the
see that.
PBS version.
Yeah,
so
like you're supposed to
much.
love her. You're not supposed to look at her and go, "Why is she so fucking obnoxious?" You're supposed to
Yeah.
find
She
the
was-
obnoxious delightful. But the way
Yeah.
they
I
do it
thought
in
she
Anne
was
with
a
an
bit
E,
much.
she's
I thought it was-
just obnoxious.
That's funny. I figured like because she gets less obnoxious obviously, but I think that's what the show was trying to go for, was like she starts out all like crazy and just has no one to talk to, you know, and then is obnoxious as fuck, and then like starts to kind of chill out, which she did, you know, by the end.
Yeah.
Of the season.
But I
thought
feel
it
like
was
the
kinda cool.
obnoxious was kind of it was, what's the word I'm looking for? She was just kind of marching to the beat of her own drum.
Mhm.
Whereas the Anne in Anne with an E is like, will you fucking settle down and take your ADHD meds? It was-
Yeah, no, seriously, like yeah.
I
she
did
would
not
just
like-
go
What
on
do you
and
mean by
on.
ADHD meds? Like there's actually medication?
There is. No one told you about it. They won't pay for it.
Well,
in
I don't have
Texas.
health insurance.
So yeah, they're not
So
going
they
to.
none
didn't-
of it matters.
And yeah, and I don't think they believed that was a disease at that time.
I think they were making Anne for an E edgy, and it just didn't work as edgy. It just was like, why don't
Okay.
I watch it?
yeah, there were.
All
some
right,
definite
everybody.
issues.
It's been fun, but I gotta get going.
Yeah, we got to wrap up soon
Bye.
anyway. 'Cause it's
Have a good night.
9:30.
See you next
Night.
time.
Night.
See
Good
you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, it's time. It's fucking 10:30 here.
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, it's not that late here.
I'm old enough to remember watching Anne of Green Gables when the PBS marathons would come on. Like that's
yes.
the only
Yeah.
time they played it was when they were doing the pledge-a-thon. So you had to sit and watch the whole pledge thing for like half an hour before they would
Is
start.
it
I
just
remember
me,
that,
or is
yeah.
it like you can just put on PBS and instantly get happy? Like
Mhm.
they always have some kind of program. Like whether it's just like watching Rick Steves, an episode of like Rick Steves for half an hour, and it's like I'm instantly back in a better mood.
Poldark?
Like, oh my god, Poldark.
Poldark.
Damn it, I love Poldark.
Poldark has done more for Cornwall than anything
know.
else ever.
I
Because
didn't know
it's like
Cornwall
on my
existed
list.
until Poldark. I had
Okay, it is like no. You know when I first found out about Cornwall? Have you seen that movie not about time? That's that awful movie with
Oh, About Time
In
was
Time.
super
No.
boring.
About Time. What's the
Yes.
one with the time traveling guy?
When they're in the
no
pub
In Time.
and they.
Oh,
No.
World's End?
No, it's
This the
The
pub.
Time
It's Simon
Traveler?
Pegg.
No.
it is About Time. About Time. Rachel
Okay.
McAdams.
It's a terrible movie.
What are you talking about?
She is so
I haven't
boring.
seen it.
Wait. About
No.
Time.
Yes, you're right. It's Rachel McAdams, but she's so
Oh
boring.
yeah. So here's the funny thing.
I want
Rachel
to
McAdams
punch her
is
in her
so-
face.
Yeah, she was like, the whole movie, I was like, she's very basic. Like
Yeah.
he thought he was like winning something. I'm like, this is the most boring shit in the world. But it's not about all that. You get Bill Nye, okay? You get
Yes.
So it all
Yes.
makes it worth it. And that guy, the
I
redhead
mean, that's the
guy-
only reason I watched that Christmas movie too. Was for Bill Nighy as the singer who threatens to
Love
not
Actually.
wear pants.
Love Actually.
I know that it
Him
needed to
and
fall
the
from
porn-
its perch because
The
it is
porn
fucked up. But
couple
I just
and Bill Nighy are the only reason that show is.
I'm
like,
with you,
working.
Nikki. I can't let it go.
I can't. I love it.
Can't quit
I
it.
will love it until I
No,
die. I'm sorry.
It's a great movie, but the
Especially-
porn couple and Bill Nighy make it.
No, you know what I love? That fucking scene. Catch a falling star and put it in your mouth.
No, that one and what's her name? Emma, what's her face? Where she's crying over Joni.
Oh my god, that is one of the best scenes ever in a
Oh my
movie
God.
ever.
Yes, where she's like bawling because her husband fucking cheated on her and he should
I
be
was like,
shot.
this is why Emma Thompson is
And
one of the
she's
best
bawling and
actresses
she's
ever.
like bawling and she's like, you know, Joni gets me.
She
I
gets
get it. Joni gets everybody.
That was just such a I don't give a fuck about what anybody says. I know that it was like it's weird that the prime minister would do that, but I'm like, you know what? Let him be. Is
Leave
it
him alone.
movie,
It's Hugh
though?
Grant.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
off.
like
all
you
weird.
know what? Can we
And
just calm
she's
down?
cute. She's a cute girl.
And
She's
he
not
didn't
like
make
a
fun of
thin
her
blonde.
thighs. He loved her thighs. He was just like interested. Like, what was he supposed to say when he found out other people were talking about her thighs? I
Like,
don't know.
she
It's
was
just weird.
fat. Like,
It was. I don't know. I love that movie.
It's a
The
good
only
movie.
thing that I would definitely take out of that movie is that whole Keira Knightley, David,
Awkward.
Edufar, that
Yeah.
whole thing. You could just
you
stop
married
that.
my best friend,
We
but
didn't
I
need
love
that.
you. So backup plan.
That was a
Hello.
weird
You can
storyline.
fuck
that-
me on the DL.
Oh, and it's like that's just what's gonna happen, right? Like,
I
there's
mean, I
a world
get it.
in
5
which
years in,
they
you
didn't
fuck
fuck.
the best friend and you don't tell anyone,
That's
right?
it. That's it.
I didn't like Colin Firth's whole storyline. I could have done
With the
without that one,
Portuguese?
too.
I did like that
Yeah.
one for some reason.
Oh, that's the one. That was my
That
favorite.
one bored me. I don't know.
Oh, that was my
Why?
favorite.
I know. I really liked it. It's just she's so cute. I
It's
loved
so
her.
cute. It's
She
so
was like
cute.
every time she talked, I was just like, "Oh my god,
No,
you're so
Amy, you don't understand. He learned the language for her.
No, I get it. I
And
understand
Shin.
that.
wait, she learned the language for
No, yeah,
him.
that whole storyline is really, and it really wraps up terribly. Like that
Mhm.
man
It's so
fully
bad.
embarrasses his fat daughter
It's-
in front of everybody repeatedly.
It's so bad. It's the whole thing is terrible.
Like, but she gives it back. She gives as good as she gets. I don't know.
It's great though. But he learns
Here we
the
are
language.
dissecting Love
The
Actually.
fact is,
It's a delightful
he can
movie.
say like 3 phrases in Portuguese, which is super hot.
It is. I mean, it's wrong
And
grammatically.
that means Colin Firth is DTF. And I'm
in. Which is such a.
How much have you
can't-
had to drink?
No, that's it.
Mhm.
Even sober, I'm in.
I love it. Yeah.
I will admit though that I have a totally irrational dislike of Laura Linney, and I can't
Oh.
explain why.
Really? Have you
dare
seen the
you.
Truman Show?
There's
She's
no
very
reason. There's no
Love
reason for
PBS
it.
and not like Laura Linney. Laura
There's
Linney
just
is a PBS
something-
ambassador.
There's
Yes,
just something
thank
about
you.
I know, and every time I watch Masterpiece and she's on it, I'm like, can we just fucking skip this part, Laura Linney? I get it. Just go away and let me watch the show I'm trying to watch.
What is wrong with
What
you?
is it? National
Okay,
treasure.
so I get it.
I'm
Full
telling you, she didn't-
disclosure,
She
I'm
didn't
scared
do
of Betty
anything
White.
wrong. I just don't like her.
Like, I'm fully aware it's irrational. This is I was gonna say this is like my John Krasinski, but it's not because I have it.
No. Because I'm afraid. I'm
Reason.
like scared. I have nightmares of Betty White. I do.
Betty White is wonderful in
No,
You're a Monster.
I know. But have you
What-
seen the movie when
Right.
she's feeding people to crocodiles?
Oh.
Yeah, Blake Placid.
Yes, thank you. So since then,
You're welcome.
But you know she's an
nightmares.
actress,
I've
right?
had nightmares.
You're
No, that is her. They are filming her in her backyard. And I like her in concept, but if she showed up, I would slam the door in her face and lock the door.
Oh my god! When you
What?
put
I would
that
totally hang
together
out
with
with
her
her.
character from Community,
Yes.
Thank you. Scary.
Okay, I see it.
She is terrifying.
I see it.
Thank you.
But I would
So
totally
Betty
hang out.
White, Nightmare Fuel.
I feel like Laura Linney is always trying too hard.
Laura Linney is
like
not
she's just trying
Betty
to be
White
so adorable.
level of scary.
She thinks
trying
she's
to be
way
so
adorable. She thinks she's very cute, and it bothers me somehow. I
Okay,
don't.
so in the Truman Show, she was selling stuff, which
Wake
was
up, lady.
awesome, and I wanted to buy it.
It makes no sense. I feel like she's the girl in high school who took all the acting lessons and got a part in like the regional theater production, and so she was very fucking proud of that.
Laura Linney is
Okay.
absolutely that person.
She was full of herself.
All right, so
and,
what's wrong
like,
with that person? First of all,
They were just
I don't
really
know.
annoying.
They're annoying. They're
never
way
mind.
too into
I
themselves.
recant my statement.
Here's the thing. I'm from Minnesota, and you're not allowed to think nice things about yourself here. So when somebody else thinks nice things about themselves and then comes back and brags about it, I still hate two
Oh my
girls
God,
from
what
middle
happens when
school.
any Minnesotan moves to California or New York?
You don't say it out loud.
their
You
brains
just walk around
explode?
acting like you feel it.
I have two
That's what you
girls
do.
from middle school that I still loathe because they went to a New Kids on the Block concert and came back and bragged about it, and I hate them to this day.
Dude,
I didn't get to go to that concert, but
You're
they did.
29.
I know, right? I just can't get over it.
Best friend
I
for
still
life right
feel
there.
that anger. I still feel the anger of the entitled girls who got to go see New
It's
Kids
okay,
on the
Nikki.
Block
I
at
went
the
to
Target
public
Center.
school in Texas.
I didn't get to go to the
that's
Target
on the
Center.
block when
first
she was in
reunion
middle
tour
school,
or the
didn't
second
you?
tour of New Kids
Me?
Block?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean high school? Wait, which one's earlier? Elementary
Middle
school.
school. Yeah.
Wait, elementary.
Oh my
school.
god.
Elementary
What the
school,
fuck
yes.
is happening?
I had a poster of Joey in second
Oh
grade.
God, you're Team Joey. Of course you are. Ugh.
Joey from New Kids on the Block?
Yes.
No,
Which one
Nikki.
is Joey?
NKOTB.
Joey's the young one.
He's the coolest.
Joey McIntyre. He's the baby.
Joey McIntyre.
He was the
He's
one
the
on
one that
So You
actually
Think You
kind
Can
of
Dance or Dancing
still
with
has a
Stars.
career.
Wicked for a while.
Right? Yeah, he's the one that still kind of has a career.
Yeah, of course I was Team Joey. He had a future.
Team
Oh,
Joey
he's
is
gay?
just-
No,
he's not.
that would be Jordan.
No, John. Jonathan is
John.
gay.
That's
Jordan
basically
is
the same
Jonathan's
name.
brother,
Excuse
and
me,
I was
sorry,
Team
my
Jordan.
bad. I made an assumption.
Of course you were
Her
Team
name is
Jordan.
Barrett,
That's
and I was
very
just like, I saw the name
appropriate.
Barrett.
Jordan
Williams,
was the
and I
pretty
like,
boy.
oh,
I couldn't
look
help
at
it.
him.
Was he?
He was
or
the one that
Jordan
could
the pretty
dance.
boy?
I liked the pretty boy.
No, they were both. Who was the pretty boy?
They were all the
Mhm.
pretty boy.
Were they? Have you
They're the
seen
New Kids
Donnie?
on- Yes.
Have you seen Donnie recently?
Nobody ever talks about
I had
Danny.
the comforter. That's as
Yeah,
far
when
as
he
my
Danny
Bruce
was never
Willis.
anybody's favorite, and I feel bad
Because
for him.
Danny
for
was
that.
a grown ass man and he should have never been in that damn band.
Thank you.
Period.
They
Danny
either
was like
should
a
have
big dad.
Jordan or John. It should have been
Like-
just Joey.
like period.
He was like 14, which was age appropriate
He
for
was
me.
like
in
12 when they started. He was a
second
baby.
grade.
He was little.
Okay, I was
pretty
the same
much.
age as him in
Mhm.
second grade.
He was a little baby.
Yeah,
No,
same.
Jonathan was the one that dated Tiffany for a while, but it was really just
Oh,
kind of
Love
a
Tiffany.
Children
I think it was just
behave.
a promotion thing. He behaved, yes, and
Yes,
then
no, that's their song. Children behave.
Like apparently
that.
that Sean
That
Mendez
Tiffany.
and
But he's-
I
Camelia
think we're alone now.
Cabello.
he's way gay
Thank
now.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
That
here
That's
all
what
night.
they
I'll hear it
say
all
when
night.
we're together.
That's what I'm here for.
What would they say?
I think we're alone now.
So there, that shows up in a song, the Love Guaranteed show on Netflix.
Okay,
Love guaranteed.
no idea what you're talking about.
Damon Wayans Jr. show. It's
Okay.
a great movie, actually. I just watched it yesterday.
Love guaranteed. I don't think.
Well, I think we all know Donnie Wahlberg went on to
The
marry
Lady
Jenny McCarthy.
Sue's a
so-
dating site.
he did.
She's in.
Yeah,
It's a
did you
movie
know
on
that?
Netflix. It's great.
Are they still married?
Yeah, they have a whole reality show.
Wait, who is this?
Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny
Donnie
McCarthy.
and Jenny.
Oh, duh. Yeah, she's anti-vax. I don't subscribe to
Mhm.
her.
That makes
And she went
total
and married
sense
Danny.
though. Because
Yeah.
aren't they from the same place?
I don't know.
Yeah,
New Kids on
like
the Block are all from
Massachusetts?
Boston.
She's super
They're all
gross.
from
Boston.
Massachusetts.
She's super
from
gross, but
Boston.
she was very, very active on Masked Singer, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
thought
She
that
was?
one of the
She was a
people was Matt Wahlberg, and she was like,
Mark.
I'm pretty sure Mark Wahlberg, and she was like, I'm pretty sure I know if my brother-in-law was on the show. Like,
But it turned out to be the guy from NSYNC who she also was friends with, Joey
Yep.
Fatone, and she got very, very excited because
Joey Fat One.
Joey
who was-
Fat One. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that
You say that, but he owns it. He has a restaurant called Fat Ones.
I know.
No.
That's why I said that. Yeah, he does.
I mean,
he
you
does.
might as well lean into it.
That's
Yeah.
It's like a chain
He's always
restaurant.
on
East
what's
Coast.
that show? What's the show?
Practical Jokers.
Impractical Jokers.
He seems like a genuinely good person, though.
He
Like,
does, even
he
more
seems
so.
like just a good dude. Like he's
And same
Right.
with Lance too.
yeah.
But he's gay, so I can't like him because I'm Republican.
That logic totally checks
No,
out.
I'm in Texas. That
Yeah.
checks out.
It's illegal. She can't.
Honestly, looking back, it's very clear that Justin was the worst person.
By law, I'm not allowed to like anything you say.
Oh wait, when did we find out that Justin was a total creep? Because I did not know this.
When he
I don't
married
really-
Britney Spears,
That never happened.
this was like,
they were children. I mean,
dude, that happened. I saw it.
When he
But, like-
ripped off Janet Jackson's top at the Super Bowl.
Thank
They've
you.
been talking-
No, that was just it was sketchy sewing or whatever
They-
she said.
it was an
Wardrobe.
accident.
in the
They
in
didn't
the
mean that. It
in the
was
What a
totally
Creep
not
podcast
planned.
group, there's been a whole discussion about
I
Justin
should do
Timberlake
that. I
being
should
a
be like,
creep, and I
wardrobe
missed it.
malfunction.
Really?
I don't really follow Justin.
I saw
Timberlake's
it.
career.
I
I
saw
didn't know.
the
Well,
boost.
I knew something was okay. Well, because
But
remember what
apparently he's a
happened last year? Last year he got in like trouble because
Really?
Gross.
he was like, okay, yes, because he was shooting some movie with this actress. She's really great. She's great. And she was some new actress, and in New Orleans. And they got a bunch of pictures of them hanging out like on a bar on, like in the French Quarter, and his hands were all over her, and his hand was
Ugh.
face was like in her shoulder and stuff. But he came out like, when the pictures came out, him and Jessica did the whole "we're better than ever." So I don't know, but
Did
that
she
would
know- just have a
he's
baby
a
or
creep.
something?
He's gross. He's cheating on her.
I mean, yeah.
Let's be real.
To be fair, if you were Justin Timberlake, how could you not have the world's largest ego?
That's
Okay.
true.
Speaking as
I mean, you've
Justin
spent your
Timberlake,
whole life having people tell you how great you are.
yeah, I'm
and
basically Justin
talented.
Timberlake. So basically,
And it's like the
Gotta
Disney
be better.
atmosphere makes it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I swear it does.
it does because he was like, wasn't he a Mouseketeer?
He
Mhm.
was. He was in
With
the
was
Book
Christina
Club.
Spears?
Aguilera
Mhm.
and
And
Britney
Christina
Spears.
Aguilera.
And Britney Spears.
And that other guy from NSYNC that nobody cares about.
Oh yeah, what's his face?
Oh,
fucking
the
weirdo.
one who actually had good, like he could sing.
JC.
He could sing.
JC
Yes,
Chazez.
JC Chazez.
If you say so.
Chazez.
Chavez.
Chavez.
Shop. Is
Chazez.
it?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know.
What does his mom say? Is
And you
it?
live in Florida now.
I think it's JC.
That's
Chazez.
adorable.
Chazez.
Chavez.
Chazez. It's Chasez.
Google's
Okay.
I
wrong.
think it
Chavez.
sounds fancy to say Chazé.
You live in Florida now. You gotta know
Oh.
this. Come on.
No, it's not.
Wait.
It's not Chazé.
No.
That's not
It is to
France.
me.
No, Florida is Cuban. It's Chazé.
JC Chazé.
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 Cuban?
He's
No,
not Cuban.
Chazé.
Isn't that a like French name though? Chaussee.
No.
Chavez.
Doesn't
Chazé.
matter. It's Cuban now.
I know they're all from like
Etymology
Orlando.
of Chazé, last name, surname.
They made NSYNC out of Disney World employees.
It's Latin.
so-
It's got to be like
No.
Spanish.
Did you guys watch that YouTube show
Probably not.
about the creepy guy who made NSYNC?
Oh my god,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
so creepy. He's so creepy
That was
It's a
really-
good show. He's
and
so
No.
gross.
awful.
What are you wearing?
Lots of gross clothes.
Awesome. I'm in.
He really thought
You know what? He was a
something.
lot like he had a real Donald Trump vibe going on. You might be
No,
really into
I
him.
am so in.
You're
You
on
can't-
board.
Yeah. You can't. I could not be more in.
He really leaned into his disgustingness. Like,
Same.
whew, bad.
It's amazing to me how far people like completely
Is
shame.
there a female version of leaning into your awfulness? Because I'm in.
I
think it's
sure.
just called lean in, actually. Lean in
Okay.
feminism.
the whole thing.
Lean in feminism. Do whatever you want.
That's it.
See, tonight I have leaned into my I don't care about myself.
Yeah, I didn't shower. This
persona.
is called my hair is
I was like, if
dirty.
I'm just not gonna even put on makeup, I'm just gonna lean in and just not do anything and wear
Well,
this
I
sweatshirt
have-
I've been wearing
Because I
for
didn't
2
want to-
days.
my hair.
What's the lady that wrote the Harry Potter books?
J.K.
J.K.
Rowling.
Rowling.
There you go.
Mhm.
She leaned into her awfulness pretty hard.
She did.
Yeah, she's
Hardcore
like a
turf.
leaned in
transphobe. Yeah,
hard.
Okay.
Amy
I have
Coney Barrett.
evidence.
Yeah, she's
I'm pretty sure Shasay
under his eye.
She's already leaning in already.
She is very much under his eye.
Oh, yes, she is. And also, can I say, if I were a white woman who had ambition, it seems to me that choosing the Republicans really would benefit you.
So
Mhm.
I'm really on the line here. So here's the thing, Nikki.
Please
I live
forgive
in
me.
Texas, first of all. I have a podcast already. I might as well be Christian.
I mean, it would help.
It would be lucrative.
A Christian
look
who
at Glennon
shows
Doyle.
her.
Glennon Doyle married a full-on woman and is
Yeah.
still Christian and still makes bank.
So if I were a Christian who showed her boobs,
Mm-hmm.
what would that earn me?
I don't think those two things go together.
Everything.
No. They're tits for Jesus.
Okay, for some reason I can't find
It's a
the etymology
hashtag
of-
tits for Jesus.
What if we changed the whole
Okay.
podcast to be
No,
where
I'm-
you are Christian now and
You
you're just
know
trying to
I'm in.
convince me to be Christian?
Completely in.
It
So,
never
Amy,
happens because then the podcast would end.
have you
It
heard
just-
the good news?
Every week is just you trying to convince me to become
So,
Christian
There is this
forever.
guy.
Mhm.
You guys
Came
tried
to
that for
Earth.
like 2 minutes.
We didn't.
Mhm.
We could not commit to it because I was real bored.
Yeah, we're not good at acting.
Read
Acting is really-
drunk when I say bored.
hmm
I start drinking. So when I'm going to record, I start drinking 20 minutes into my work schedule. And then as soon as we end, I go and record, but I'm already drunk because I've already started drinking. So, yeah.
Okay,
He's
I
drunk all
cannot
the time.
find technically a. Oh no, here it is. Okay,
Okay.
ethnic celebs. So first, I couldn't find an etymology right for
Okay.
Chasez. However, the largest group of people with the last name Chasez are from Louisiana, which is obvious evidence that it's
Cajun.
French.
Real
Yes.
French, yes.
So and then I just found this other article on
So
called
basically, best food.
ethnicelebs.com, and it is a French surname.
Okay.
Nerd.
I was right.
Yeah, Nikki.
Chardonnay.
Nikki is hashtag nerd. That's just true.
I
love that Nikki
I
likes
just
to
like
look up
information.
etymologies
but
like I do.
She
'Cause
likes
I
to be
love it. Oh my god, I
I'm
find etymology so
fascinated
interesting.
with
she
the
likes to
etymology
be
of
thought
everything
of as
ever.
cool. So it's hashtag cool, not nerd.
I will
Thank
lay in
you.
bed at night thinking, and I'll think of a word, and I'll be like, "Where the fuck did that come from?" And
Text
I'll
it.
feel the
Love
need
that.
to just I need
Text
to look it up.
Nikki
Like,
and hashtag she'll get back to
Amy,
you.
mhm.
Yes.
have you listened to A Way with Words?
No, I don't listen to your nerd podcast.
Not you, Amy.
Okay.
Amy
No,
with
I
a
have not
Y.
listened to that nerd
I'm in the
podcast.
Facebook group. For
You
the
should
fights.
listen to it. It's all about word etymology. It's
It is.
fantastic.
Do they do like stories and stuff about like
Yes.
Yeah, they like
Words.
dig into it
So-
and they talk about it and they take calls from people. It's fantastic. Listen
He
to
made
it. It's
me
PBS.
listen to it when we
Sounds like
first
my
started
show.
dating, and it's
You
actually a
loved
really
it.
good podcast. Yes, I did, but I joined the Facebook group for the fights
Oh yeah, people
could
got
get into
edgy up
this.
on there.
because people would get in there in the Facebook group and they'll be like, "Why are people always saying this?" And it's like, "Dude, you're racist," and it's a big fight. And I'm
They'll
like,
call them on it too. The host
"I
of the
will,
show
I will be
outright
like,
called someone on it.
click follow for notifications."
So
Boom.
someone was complaining about how people say the word "ask."
I don't
X.
comment. Same thing with
And-
my local Facebook groups.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't
Follow.
get into that.
The host of the show got on there and
Or-
outright called
Or
them
like
a racist.
frustration instead of frustration. Yeah,
That is wild to me how people
but it
don't
changes
accept-
like language changes over time. It just does.
correct.
And that's
And
what
not
they
to
do. They
mention-
celebrate that.
There's reasons why people use things in certain ways. Like it's
Right.
not just like, oh, we see that it's supposed to be pronounced this way, but we want to fuck it up on purpose. Like,
No.
there's like a whole reason these things are happening, and it's not even a fuck up. It's like its own thing. Ugh, people are so dumb.
Although
like, they want to just make the world so narrow, and I hate it.
I will die on the supposedly hill.
Oh yeah, please do. All day,
I will die on that hill.
That is
I
not
will
okay.
look people in the eye and say supposedly.
There are no B's in supposedly.
No,
or
I will
intensive purposes.
Until after we got
oh
together.
my god! If anybody says intensive purposes, I get really.
I mean, I get it.
Myself.
I see. The thing is I know the correct answer, but I say it, and then I like
Just to
eye
annoy
contact
me.
with people,
But
and I
look,
hold
We
contact
all say words wrong. Like,
because I'm
seriously.
daring them to call me on it because I'm
But-
cute.
You can
Let's
say
look at it.
whatever
People
word
are-
you want wrong
Okay,
as long as
what
it's
are they
not
gonna say to me?
supposedly.
What are they going to say to me?
people say caramel, and there's no way that A is silent.
It's
Nobody
caramel.
says
What do you guys
nobody says doctor. It's a doctor.
Caramel.
No one says
it's
process.
caramel.
No,
they say
if you say
process.
doc-
I say
Doctor.
caramel. Yeah.
You're an ass.
caramel.
I say caramel too.
No, in
But
Minnesota.
if you say
it's caramel.
doctor, you're an asshole.
There's no way
Yes.
the second
It's-
A in caramel is silent.
No.
Sorry.
But in
Caramel,
Texas,
caramel
we have
apples.
Houston. It's supposed to be Houston, right? In the rest of the world,
it
it
It is
in
Houston,
New York,
right?
It's
It's
Houston.
Houston.
Because
Yeah.
of all the
But in
houses.
Texas, it's Houston, and fuck you for saying it wrong. So
Wow.
I grew up in Bexar. How do you pronounce that? Bexar.
Yeah.
No,
Bear.
no. Oh, fuck you. It's bear.
What?
Oh
or
yeah.
What?
or here there's also Montague County, but it's Montague.
No, it's bear.
That is disrespectful.
It's Bear County.
Rich people did not die for them to pronounce their surname.
I'm saying
Montag.
Yes, exactly. Bexar is bear. And that's Montague.
Right. So how do we pronounce
Montague.
St. Louis
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
or St. Louis? Is it St. Louis or St. Louis?
I would prefer it St. Louis, but you know those.
I
basic
mean,
people
I'm
say
real
St.
close. I'm real tight with Louis.
I'm sorry, St. Louis listeners.
Yeah.
So
John
he
Willis
and
has
I,
to
Your
come
state,
after
you're
you.
like your whole state. Like seriously, just get
he
Missouri.
and I,
together.
he and I are TIGHT. So
Willis is twitching a little somewhere.
I don't even care.
I don't.
Yeah. Saint.
I'm tired, man.
Oh,
Poor
Louisville
friends.
is the other one. How do you
If
pronounce
we
it?
were in Florida
Louisville?
right now,
And it's Louisville, right?
Y'all
It's
realize
Louisville.
it's almost midnight, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys need to go then.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's almost.
No, it's
10
almost
o'clock.
Yeah.
11.
It's only 11 there. They're fine.
Oh, they're fine.
Quit complaining.
I'm tired.
Oh, I mean, it's
All right,
it's
y'all.
almost 10.
Yeah, we should probably go.
I'm gonna
It's
go
been a
anyway. I'm so fucking tired, and I
Apparently,
Halloween.
gentleman caller ordered food, so there's food.
I was just about to do that very thing. Good job, and gentleman caller.
Well, thank you for joining
They're
us,
sending me
Joel
pictures
from
of
Florida
food
Man.
they
It was
ordered.
fun to talk to you.
Y'all
Hey, you too.
too.
You're welcome for us listening to all of your insightful ideas
Yes.
and not talking the whole time over you.
Problem.
Look, welcome. This is
So
what these are like.
This is what you're getting into here.
Yeah, sorry. We're like,
I
Joe,
blame it on Amy.
Florida Man was here.
I
We
blame it on Amy.
promise.
Yeah. We just came and then we just didn't let him talk.
That sounds like every single time we have
Anybody on the
guest our
show?
show
That's
besides us.
That's exactly what happens whenever anybody.
I mean,
comes on
Nikki
the show.
like forces us to hear her, and we're like, okay, fine.
That's why Nikki
was
does so
like-
good on the show because she jumps in there and is like, no.
She's like,
I get it. I get
listen.
it. I'm just like, this is
Listen
the lay
to
of the
me.
land. You gotta get
You
in,
gotta
or
fight
you're
for
not
your
gonna
spot.
get in.
Yeah, it's like elbowing at the
If
dinner
we
table.
were
You
in
gotta get in there and
person,
make
she
your
would
Eight
point.
brothers or
basically
something
like
at
throw
dinner.
things at us. I know this.
Nobody
because I would do the same
understood
thing
any
back.
of that. Nobody. Everybody's like, what? No, I didn't hear any of it.
People
We
want-
understood it.
The people we want can definitely discern our unique tones
Thank you.
and get
Yes,
all of
thank
it
you.
out.
Yes. So yes, if we were in person, Nikki would throw things at us, and we would throw things back.
And
That's
that would
what I'm
be
saying.
fine. We'd all accept it.
It's the language we speak. It's like borderline violent, but it's cool.
Women women shall inherit the earth.
Yeah.
Period. On that,
we're going to fuck it up.
The first time I have cramps, it's all over.
Maxi pads as far as the eye can see.
One of those like warm water bottles.
Just right on your lower stomach.
Yeah. We won't have a body person. We just have like a cramp person.
I keep telling that to Gentleman Caller. I'm like, can you heat up my thing, my deer corn thing, and just throw it in the bed so it's warm when I get in there? He's like,
but that's who you are. You are Colin. You're the energy vampire from fucking
cold.
What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm cold all the time.
That's who you are.
No,
That's
Colin
why
is
you're
amazing.
No, but all the drama, you wanting all the drama, you're Colin.
When he cloned himself.
Oh my God, that was the best. I love it.
My food is here.
With that,
Okay.
Bye.
Everybody leave.
That show is
time
great.
to go to bed.
No, he's going to
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It was great.